Bish, we live. Bish, we live. Bish, we live. I hate you motherfuckers in our stupid fucking chat. And I'm gonna say this nice because you guys are our patrons and shit. You're not the plebs. You stupid motherfuckers. Every time we a minute late. The meme is old. You know what? Not. You were late, bitch.
You just
were
refreshed
fucking late,
the
motherfucker.
Like you're refreshing the meme by reacting to it. TJ.
No.
It's the circle of life. TJ, see, the meme was dying, TJ. You know what? The meme was almost dead.
The next motherfucker that says late. The next motherfucker that says late. I am coming to your house. I'm slitting your fucking throat. I'm gonna watch you fucking die.
Well. Dude, Deep Fat Fried said late, TJ.
Gotta do what you gotta do.
I mean, go whoop your own ass, dude.
I don't know who fucking said it. It was one of us. It was one of
us.
You
said it, dude. You said it, TJ.
I didn't say it.
Yeah, you did. It came from the Deep Fat Fried channel.
It was Paul.
I'm logged out. Paul, you logged in? Oh, Paul's not even here. This is
I'm gonna fucking just have
to
kill us all just for the fuck, because it could have been me. Maybe I fucking subconsciously did it. I don't know.
TJ, I actually asked people a scientific poll. Was TJ late? And look, this was a really fair poll, TJ. I want you to keep that in mind. I do care about you, TJ. So I was fair. I said yes, and shit is britches and late. And you'd be surprised to know. I mean, shit is britches and late looks like it's won.
Wow.
Sorry, man.
Wow.
I mean, shocking, right?
Wow.
I mean, can I vote on the poll?
Scotty.
I'm ending the poll, but look, TJ, just scientific reasoning. That's why you're mad, TJ, because you're always fucking late, dude. I'm never late. Paul's never late. The Joker's never late. I'm never late. You're late.
Yeah, you know why you're mad?
I'm not mad.
You know why you're mad?
That's a loaded question. That's a loaded question.
Scotty,
I'm not mad. I'm actually in a great mood.
Scotty, do you know why you are mad?
Scotty. A better question, TJ. Do you know what makes me mad, TJ? You know what makes me mad? Go ahead.
I know what makes you mad.
What makes me mad?
The fact that you ain't
nothing but a little bitch.
Dude, how long ago did you conceive of this, TJ?
I don't know.
Dude, I bet you like working feverishly through the night. Like when I insult Scotty, I will insult him with such greatness. Nothing but a little bitch. How did you do it? Are you just because you have the new board, right?
I'm just a robot, dude.
You're not a robot, TJ.
I am a robot.
What new board?
You have been scheduled for execution.
Whoa.
You will now perish in flames.
So there you go.
I'm gonna perish in flames?
Yeah. It's gonna be good.
Why are you gonna perish in flames?
You, not me.
Oh, I'm gonna perish in flames? I thought the robot said he was gonna perish in flames.
No, I'm saying you're gonna fucking perish in flames, bitch.
Oh, it's Skynet then.
Yeah.
Fuck.
You goddamn right, bitch.
How did you do it, TJ? Like, you've never been able to do this shit before. How are you even doing?
It's fucking goddamn Rodecaster Pro 2.
You can fucking do shit like that with it?
Yeah.
Holy fuck,
I have this
dude.
voice as well. I can now do this. You
can do anything that isn't a fucking lame ass robot.
I can do this voice as well, Paul.
That's pretty good.
Oh shit, dude! The demon voice is back.
With me to the depths of hell, Paul.
Jesus.
Okay, yeah.
Ass with a pitchfork, you little piggy.
I feel like I can't even fight back because you can just summon up a demonic voice on your end where it's all like, "I will rape your corpse, Scotty," and it's like, what am I gonna say? I'm like, no, you won't.
Yeah, motherfucker. I guess there's this as well, but this kind of sucks.
Yeah, that one's
and
then there's this little thing here.
And that's it.
Wow.
But there's some basic voice change shit, so that's pretty cool. But,
voice modulation's pretty cool.
Yeah. It wasn't fun to set up, I'll tell you that, though. Fucking shit took me from fucking... I was like, it'll be plug and play like the last one. Nope. Fucking no. It was not.
It sounds actually better than you did before, though.
So,
I'll be honest with you.
I mean, well, it should. It's supposed to be a fucking upgrade, right? Apparently,
maybe your touch
Polio is fucking back. I don't know. I pulled stories last night, And then I came to the Drudge Report today to see, like, hey, what else is going on in the world since, like, I slept. And apparently polio is what's going on.
I mean, this has been back.
I'm just like,
again.
I thought
they're just covering it now.
I thought we dealt with this. I thought we had.
We did, and then we got too far from the times where there were rampant diseases like this, and stupid ass people started questioning like epidemiology, and now we've got whole enclaves of people who don't fucking vaccinate their children, and now we got polio again.
God damn it! Why are we so fucking stupid?
It's chaos, DJ. Embrace the chaos.
Yeah, maybe I should. Yeah, I'm always talking my big chaos game. I should fucking be jerking off when this happens, right? Should be like,
polio gone, polio
back. Isn't that right?
Dude, polio, like 20 years ago, 15 years ago, polio was talked about. Like, I even remember this. Like, oh, there's some countries where it's like in very remote areas of it, but like we're working really hard to eliminate
we've
it. Polio
for the most part, you guys.
Yeah, like we probably, we've eradicated smallpox. Polio might be the second disease that humanity eradicates. And it's like, wow, human progress. Now it's all like, hello, I got fucking polio. And I mean, like, I know it's a terrible British accent. I get that.
Wow, that was the worst British fucking accent I've ever heard.
I know, dude, but I'm just saying, like,
shit.
they have fucking polio. Well, that's a talent of mine, dude. I can do the worst British accent you ever heard.
Do it again.
Oh yeah, I'm British. I don't know how to fucking speak.
What the?
No.
Dude, is there a British guy in the room?
I know, dude. It's uncanny. I fucking British. I mean, at this point, that's how they are gonna be talking, dude. They all got fucking polio and shit.
Oh yeah, that makes them talk weird, huh? Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna check this out. Let's see what's going on. Polio in London. First outbreak of highly infectious polio detected in UK since 1984. The 6 signs to know. Okay. So 1984, wow. That's like my entire lifespan. Plus 1 fucking year.
Dude, there's going to be a whole generation of these dumb fucks. Like, they're going to have to bring back the iron lung, dude.
Good.
There's going to be a whole generation of these fucking people and their spawn who are like Arthur Digby Sellers from fucking The Big Lebowski, dude.
Oh, man. This is a timeline of polio.
It sucks, though, because, there's been an iron lung shortage, guys.
I mean, there is. I can almost guarantee you there is.
I'm rightfully sorry, but there's no iron lungs.
If you guys know what stock to put, money into for iron lungs, that might be coming back. So
yeah, so there you go. So when I was like, let's see, I was like 14 years old, 15 years old. Europe is certified polio free.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Like, I remember that shit was like, wow, polio is just like it's not a thing anymore.
We beat it. Last wild cases. Europe is certified polio-free again.
China
returns to polio-free status. Blah, 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 blah. First case of polio detected in Africa in 5 years, leaving 3-year-old girl in Malawi paralyzed. And now...
If only we had a vaccine. Oh, wait. We've had one for, like, generations now.
Vaccines don't work. Vaccines, microchip, Bill Gates, microchip. You're brainwashed.
You're brainwashed.
This is why,
you're brainwashed, DJ.
Guys, I hate to tell it to you. I used to be the biggest fucking freedom of speech advocate on the face of the earth, but I've been around long enough. I've seen enough. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. We failed.
Dude, I had a free speech moment on Twitter today.
You did?
Did you?
I saw some stupid fucking, I can't even remember who it was now. I think it was Lauren Bobart or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, she's pretty fucking dumb.
She posted... restart the Keystone XL pipeline. And I just wanted to like quote tweet it and just say like roll out the guillotines,
Satire.
And I'd had it all typed out and everything. And then like I was like, man, this is just gonna get me banned and or visited by some Secret Service person. Like I'm gonna fucking guillotine Bobart or something.
You would be, I don't know if maybe you wouldn't be shocked, but I think a lot of people would be shocked how many times a day I'm in that exact fucking situation with that exact dilemma. I'm looking at a tweet. I'm like, I shouldn't send this.
Should I have said that? Isn't your Twitter thing banned or whatever?
It is. I'm banned right now because I said that. So there was that.
Why'd you get banned even? I didn't even ask you.
There was a black kid that was driving through a white neighborhood and like a bunch of crazy ass fucking polo shirt white people
What are you doing?
Came out. They fucking like threw a brick through his fucking car window and shit. And he was like out there trying to like, stay calm because he's black. He's out there trying to stay calm and shit.
He was driving in their neighborhood while black.
Yeah.
So that's literally the only reason they did it.
He was. I guess they said he was driving recklessly or whatever. That's the fucking excuse. But they literally.
I've heard that one before.
They threw a brick through his window of his car, and he was like, this guy just, he's like trying. He's on the phone with the police, being like, this guy's threatening me with a gun, and there's some woman in the background's like, you're the type who would have a gun. It's like,
oh wow.
And so I just said, which I think it was a very reasonable response, that these people, these crackers, I called them crackers.
Oh, you said.
I said these crackers should be marched into the ocean. And I guess that was bad. So, oops.
You should have said these people should be marched into the ocean.
Yeah, I should have said these. I don't know. Maybe you think it was the term cracker? Because
honestly, yeah.
Why though? Because like black people can say the N-word. I'm white. Can't I say the cracker word? I mean,
no.
I don't think it was the cracker word that probably triggered the ban.
Well, a lot of people told me it probably was, but I don't know. It could have been the march them into the ocean thing too.
I mean, that's a very general thing. Like, I don't necessarily think that would qualify as a threat. Because you're saying they should march into the ocean,
die in the ocean. Maybe they form a new ocean society.
That's like saying this, like, I wish an asteroid would strike Earth and kill Donald Trump. It's like, that doesn't mean you're threatening Donald Trump. It's saying you're wishing an asteroid would hit the Earth.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, there's a difference between wishing something to happen, but then or directly advocating something happen. Like, if you said like something should happen to them, like someone should go there and mow them all down, in like an actual serious context, that'd be different.
I wish that simultaneously all guillotines on the planet became sentient.
Whoa.
And marched of their own volition.
Of course, of their own volition, right.
On the top 1% of wage earners globally and just lopped their fucking heads off in the streets. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That'd be a crazy movie.
No intercession from us or anything. And obviously
absolutely not. No, this is a completely like guillotines come to life. You know what I mean? Like,
what's that guillotine doing? Oh my God, no!
And then Disney can do like a Littlest Guillotine movie. You know what I mean?
Well, I was thinking about the brooms from Fantasia.
Maybe one day you would chop her head off. No.
I was talking about the little guillotines going. Dun, 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 dun,
but I'm not even big enough to fit a normal size human head in. But there are so many heads in the world. I will teach you.
I'm glad to be here for the last Onion Nuggets.
We need a French, like one of the guillotine that like teaches the Littlest Guillotine has to be French, obviously.
100%. Yeah, I mean, naturally.
Oh, 'tis me, Pierre the Guillotine. It has been a couple of 100 years since I last wet my blade with the blood of tyrants. It seems that time is approaching again, though. Ah, beautiful, beautiful red blood running in the streets. The people empowered. Ah, mon ami.
All content is satire.
I mean, if they don't know that's not satire, like me talking about a guillotine cartoon.
Coming to life.
Come on.
I mean, I don't know. They're pretty dumb.
Fuck. Yeah, but it is satire. I mean,
the brave little guillotine, man. I see it. The
all
brave little
content
guillotine.
is satire. TM. Then break out into a musical. I mean, obviously, it's a fucking.
And the little guillotine can have a lot of empathy. It at first doesn't want to kill. Doesn't want to kill the wealthiest 1%. Doesn't want to do it. But then it realizes, over time, it's like it's your job. You're a guillotine. That's what you do.
That's what you gotta do, buddy. Texas shooting. School where 19 pupils and 2 teachers were shot dead is to be demolished. The massacre was the deadliest shooting at an American school since 26 people were killed in Sandy Hook in 2012.
Right.
The Robb Elementary
I understand,
School,
I understand why they're doing this, like why they're tearing the school down, but the speed with which it's happening makes me think that this is like part of a cover-up. They're like, we don't want people walking around this crime scene anymore. We want people examining how like half of the police's story about locked doors and shit isn't true. So let's tear that fucking horrible place down so nobody ever has to remember it again. It's like, okay.
That was my instinct too, Darth, but I was like, I don't want to overuse it. So
I think we should fucking leave this building up long enough to do a full fucking recreation of the crime and all of that shit and find out like just how incompetent these cops were. And then go ahead and tear it down.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think anyone should have to go to school in there anymore. I mean, because it's just psychologically speaking, I don't know. It's just
they do usually keep these schools open though. Like,
yeah, I mean, like Columbine's still a school,
Columbine is still open. The school in Littleton, as far as I know, is still open. Like,
yeah,
I don't think that there's a precedent for tearing these things down, but
I can kind of get it though. I wouldn't want to.
It did in Sandy Hook's case, but yeah, we usually not like that theater where that dude shot a bunch of people.
Torn down?
It was.
Oh, okay.
I'm pretty sure it was.
I never heard that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it seems like there's like when it comes to this stuff with kids, where these kids get murdered, that it's like
it's just like too gross to them. I guess.
It's like I don't know, man. I don't blame them for wanting to tear it down, but yeah, I mean, after all the dust is settled.
Well, here is what Paul was talking about. Source: police never tried to open door to classroom where Uvalde gunman had kids trapped.
I'll tell you what, even the Texas officials investigating this, which is pretty bad when they said you fucked up, and the top cop of the state of Texas is like, it was
no cop wants part of this, because this fucking portrays them as total fucking cowards,
weak and impotent.
So
weak and impotent.
Every cop in the country has got to fucking run from this screaming. So, but like the reality is, we know that a bunch of cops are like this because this is not the first fucking time this has happened.
Oh, dude, they had I read an article today about just obviously pertains in some way to this. There was a cop that his wife was one of the teachers that got shot, and he was trying to go in the school, and they took his gun away, and they wouldn't let him go in.
Yeah.
But and so it's like literally other law enforcement. He's like, I'm in law enforcement. It's like, no, you can't fucking go in. You ain't going to that school.
There's like video footage of these flatfoots like with a riot shield and shit standing around in a hallway just down from where he was executing kids for an hour.
I know.
It's kind of standing there pulling their puds for an hour while this dude just kind of like killed children with impunity. Like what like the people that argue against defund the police, like it was actually defunding the police. Like, how do you even justify having police if this is the outcome?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's just like,
at least in its
isn't this why you're?
Yeah.
This is why you're against defunding the police, right? Because they're supposed to use all that riot gear and tactical training and shit and intercede quicker in situations like this.
These fucking things that's so. Like there's so many fucking people. I mean, there's so much money in this town was devoted to giving this police department this military grade.
And this is why so many people defend the police. Like, why do we need police? And they go, well, what if something like this happens? Like, what if there's a bank robber? What if there's someone goes to a school and tries to hurt these children there? Like, that's what they're there for. That's the justification, right? Like, the justification for this stuff is like, it keeps people safe. It protects lives, protects property. But it didn't do that in this case. It did the opposite. It basically let a bunch of kids get slaughtered and kept people away, except the kids that were tied to the law enforcement first responders there, they got their kids out if they could, and let these other kids just get slaughtered. And then when they tried to go in, they literally stopped parents. And there's parents that just went around the police and got their kids. So I don't know what the fuck they did. I mean, like, for this to, I'm glad there's an investigation, but the investigation should only have one conclusion. If there's some fucking like backpedaling bullshit, then it's just a cover up. It's a cover up of their incompetence.
Let me show you that video that I don't know if it shows the whole thing in this news article, but this is the thing that got me banned from fucking Twitter.
Oh shit!
The thing that prompted me to say something that got
this happened in Florida, or where this happened?
I don't know. Sanford. Yeah, I think this is in Florida.
Yeah, okay. That's
it looks like Florida.
Now the Seminole County Sheriff's Office arresting two men after a pair of teens say they were threatened and assaulted while driving through a local neighborhood.
This happened on Tuesday along Maple Glen Place in Sanford. The sheriff's office says during the encounter, one of the men threw a large stone through the car window. News 6's Catherine Silver is looking into this case and has the details.
This story is now getting national attention after the teen posted video of the aftermath of this confrontation on social media. He told me today that he started recording because he feared for his life.
Right here, buddy. Right here. Tell me what you were doing. Burning out, racing through my
neighborhood. The video now going viral shows the confrontation between two teen boys and a group of neighbors.
And there's just so much like pent up white polo aggression in these dudes, dude.
What are you doing here?
They've been just waiting for some kind of flimsy justification to get their hands on a nigger. Just anything I gotta do to get my hands on one of them. You know what I mean? And if I do, all this tea kettle rage gonna come screaming out of the neck of my polo.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Am I
So basically, so their claim for the justification of all this stuff is that they were burning out, they were racing through the neighborhood.
I mean, they probably were doing some stuff where they were racing around or whatever. I mean, they weren't racing, but they were probably going a little too fast, like because they're teenagers. They're fucking 16.
I'm telling you, I've heard of so many stories like not this extreme though, of people losing their shit.
AI, you would defend this. AI, you would defend literally anything where white people fucking attacked a black person.
I mean, yeah. Well, look, even if they were doing this,
if like a bunch of white people showed up in fucking Klan robes and like lynched this kid, he'd still defend it. So like, who gives a shit?
Oh yeah, dude. Well, the thing is, there's no justification for what I mean. Like, look,
no
if they want to call the cops
on
this,
Powder thinks, all right. Like, who gives a shit?
If they want to call the cops on this and these teenagers for doing this shit and record what they're doing. That's fine. I mean, like, and maybe they were doing something dangerous. Like, I don't know. I wasn't there, but breaking people's property and threatening them with like their life over it, that seems extreme.
Subdivision.
Get out my face.
I'm not in your face.
The aftermath.
Yeah, you
seconds
are.
After 16-year-old Jermaine
You threw a
Jones
brick through his fucking car.
I mean,
You're a little more in his face than in his face, dipweed. These fucking like pent up fucking middle management golf course looking motherfuckers, man.
Yeah, like
I swear to God, dude, a fucking polo shirt.
Shit. Like they don't. Why do they fucking got to be assholes? Like they already won at life. Basically, they get to live in their fucking little richy ass neighborhood with their nice fucking cars and all their fucking money, and they're still just angry, bitter, hate filled fucking sacks of shit.
What do they have to do to keep that position in life, TJ? They have to be that. That's what turns them into really.
Yeah. So that just shows that our country rewards the wrong shit.
And hit his car with a construction cone and threw a stone through a window. The video shows the stone resting in the back seat. This is where the cone hit and the rock. The damage.
It should be even more than destruction of property. He was in the fucking car when they threw the rock through it. So it's assault with a deadly weapon with intent to cause grievous bodily injury.
Imagine if it went through and hit him when he was going.
Yeah, imagine it just was a foot over and hit him in the fucking driver's seat. It could have killed
him, dude.
Yeah.
He now sits in Jones's driveway.
I'm thinking the rock hit like right here and then continued into the car. Because you can see right here, like there's scratch marks.
Deputies later arrested these men, Donald Corsi and Howard Hughes. They say
Howard Hughes.
Howard Hughes. Does he piss in bottles?
Wave of the future. Wave of the future.
Yeah.
Oh, so they charge him with the battery. It looks like as weapons defense, something with battery. It looks like.
Corsi threw the stone, and Hughes hit one teen with the construction cone. Both are facing property damage. I do love
seeing these fucking mug shots, though, man. They just look like they look like two different styles of I'm supposed to be right, but I wasn't. You know what I mean? Like one of them is just like, man, what have I done to my life? And the other one's just like, man, fuck it, I was in the right. I'm fighting this every way.
Charges, among others. Jones admits the confrontation happened after he was speeding through the gated neighborhood Tuesday on the way to visit a friend's house.
When we got in
such
the neighborhood,
a little white bread fucking area, dude. Gated he neighborhood.
Speeding. Yep. So he was speeding, and then he used it as a pretext to just go way overboard.
It's totally justified. He was speeding, you guys.
No,
turned onto a street, and I guess the people that lived on that street
can't even see what's going on behind that fucking curtain.
So guilty he's hiding.
Is this an intentional thing to kind of like obscure his identity or something?
I don't know. I think this is just his style, you know.
Because like, I may have
stuff, I guess.
I may have some commentary about the safety of driving a car thus obscured.
Yeah, maybe.
You know?
But that's why he was speeding. He couldn't see how fast he was
couldn't
going.
Even see what he's doing. He's just like,
he's like, what the fuck am I doing? Oh,
shit over.
Some Wolf of Wall Street shit. He's like, I drove perfect. And he's like tripping over lawns, like flipping shit over, destroying everyone's property.
Is this the new hotness, Zoomers? Is this the... wearing your hair in just straight up in your face. Like not even it's like my generation we did the one eye, you know what I mean? Like cover one eye with it, but at least you had one good eyeball on the situation. Now
it's total obscurity, you know.
They didn't like the way I turned the corner.
The sheriff's office says this surveillance video from a neighbor's home is now part of the investigation. It appears to show Jones peeling out with a passenger hanging out of the window.
Yeah, he's a dumbass fucking teenager doing dumbass teenager shit in the car.
That's why you fucking, you know, I don't know, if
call
the police or something.
The irony of it is if these dudes would have just like made an effort to get this dude's fucking tags or whatever the fuck.
Been like, hey, we got this guy.
And gave him that videotape.
Yeah, he's
they probably would have went over to this house right here, sat him down with his mom, who looks like she puts up with zero shit, showed her that video, and she would have slapped his fucking ass back the next week, and it would have been taken care of. You know what I mean?
Yep.
No jail time needed for anybody.
Oh, yeah.
Just a teenager that needs a fucking talking to by a fucking cop in front of his mom.
Yeah, I'd say call the police may probably be dead by now. Maybe. I mean,
like, look,
he ended up calling the police, so, you know.
It was some stupid shit for sure. I mean, the video proves they were doing stupid shit, but like, yeah, they're teenagers. You know, it's like there's a way to deal with it.
There's no justification for fucking throwing a rock through his
window.
I'm not
trying to justify what those guys are doing. I'm saying, like, I get them being upset, but at the same time, it's like life goes on. You know, you gotta be understanding and like, you know, sometimes say like, hey, when you were that age, would you have done some stupid shit? A lot of people, the answer is yes. You know what I mean? So it's like, you have to have some empathy. You have to have some understanding. And like Paul said, it's like it's much better like, hey, here's the fucking footage. Here's the car. You let the police handle this. Let someone else that's not directly angry. Because if you're angry, that's not gonna help.
It just shows it's just an example that reason has fled our society. You know what I mean? Because for so many stories like this, there's like a totally reasonable answer to the question. There's a totally reasonable answer to like how this could have been de-escalated and properly taken care of. And instead, we live in the society where this happens. A stupid fucking teenager doing stupid teenage shit, probably making a TikTok video, peeling out. You know what I mean? Like gets a brick thrown at him while he's driving around and dragged out of his car by a bunch of fucking weird.
Oh, man, I can't believe. I wish that there was a
shorts KKK fuckers.
I wish there was a video. I wish that video showed the woman who was like saying shit to him too, because she was kind of like,
find us that one.
I couldn't find the fucking full video of this shit on here for some reason. I don't know what the fucking problem was.
Because here it's like it almost just seems like from this impression you get from this news story, it's like this team was fucking around and these guys got a little mad. You know what I mean? That's honestly because like the way it's edited, it doesn't really seem like But like the way you described it was a lot more extreme.
The video doesn't show like them throwing the rock through the shit or anything. Like it's all after.
Okay, it doesn't. Okay, so it's basically just after it happens, he starts filming because obviously these people are going fucking crazy on him.
Oh,
you know, also might have worked too. Maybe they should just fucking like they should have said said, hey, slow down, let me talk to you, and like, what do you want, like, and just explain to him like, look, we don't want you doing this crap around the neighborhood, and don't be peeling out and don't do that shit. And if you he's a teenager,
right here.
He probably would have listened, and that probably would have been the end of the fucking thing. Like once you have a conversation with him too, it's like threatening somebody is never gonna. How's it gonna get you anywhere with anybody? You're either gonna scare them into compliance, where it's like, oh my God, don't kill me, don't hurt me. You know what I mean?
I think this might be the full video. This is on NBC News, but I don't know if they've put it up unedited or whatever. But let me see.
I'm surprised you found it with that search term. You know what I mean? There's got to be like a million.
Neighborhood.
Yeah, right.
Well, I figured I made it like recent.
I'm not in your face. Get out of my neighborhood.
Who got a gun? Who got the gun?
The guy who's got a permit to carry it.
You got a gun?
You're the one that would get a gun.
All right.
You're the one that would get a gun. What does that mean?
Oh my God! Look at all
You're
these.
the one that got the gun, though.
You're the one that would get a gun.
Imagine if the whole neighborhood was in this type of a kerfluffle every time a fucking kid did something stupid. You know what I mean?
I know, ridiculous.
You're the one that would get a gun.
You've got a gun. You're a rapper, aren't you?
These people are just rage beasts.
Get out of my neighborhood. You don't belong in this neighborhood. These people are not fucking smart.
I'm glad you're showing this video because this one gives you a lot more context on how they were conducting themselves, and it's pretty obvious why they're doing it now.
All right,
Get out of this neighborhood.
All right.
Get out of here. Look, your skin ain't the right color for this neighborhood.
Smashed the window?
Yeah, he did, didn't he?
You smashed the window, huh?
Well, y'all driving like
Well, yeah, but that doesn't justify it.
Yeah, I love that video too, because at some point you can see that the people start realizing, like, we've done something that's probably jail worthy here, so we're just gonna all walk back to our individual houses. You know what I mean?
You know, I'm starting to remember that like stuff like this tends to not go well for the white people in the video. This bitch is screaming, "Get out of our neighborhood!" I'm in this video. I should probably go.
Yeah, I'm gonna walk back to my little McMansion over there. See ya.
She's pretty fucking close to just screaming the N-word. I need to get going. Well, I'm going back to my house, y'all. I was just out here seeing what was going on. I didn't have nothing to do with nothing. Goodbye.
Yeah, their guilt is obvious. I mean, this dude's doubling down, though. This dude's like, no, you don't do this in my neighborhood, boy. Like, whoa. Okay.
Oh, do not despair, little snipper. For if ever you need a head to lop, just find a gated community.
Wait. Oh, yes. Also.
Yeah. It's beautiful. Who doesn't love it? I love it.
What do these people do to afford these houses? They're lawyers and middle managers and bankers and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Typically not at the top of any corporate structure, but like middle like
management.
they're what's left of like the middle class. And they're very pissed off and angry, and they think that because they live in a little neighborhood with a guard hut, they can enforce implicit racial segregation in their weird little fucking enclave of a neighborhood.
Yeah.
That nobody wants to do anything in. Probably the most exciting thing that's happened in that neighborhood in years. You know what I mean? Somebody peeled a donut. I mean, come on,
right,
bro.
Seriously.
Somebody peeled a fucking donut in the neighborhood. Let's all go ape shit. Literal ape shit, dude. Throwing rocks like the fucking opening scene of Stanley Kubrick's 2001: A Space Odyssey because some kid pulled a donut, bro. Oh my God.
If you want to systemically and racially oppress people, you have to be a billionaire. Guys, so let's get it right. You got to be a little richer. You know, your middle management types, look, you guys are going to jail. You got to be like an Elon Musk. You know, you got to be one of those types where you can pay someone else to do your shit for you.
They're just filled with soul puckering rage because their way of life is no longer looked at as like as respectable as it used to. Like the world has moved on from their weird little I live in a gated neighborhood and wear khaki fucking shorts everywhere I go. Look at me kind of fucking lifestyle. They just all feel left behind because the world no longer worships their fucking position. And so this type of shit, you know, is going to happen. It's going to continue to happen as they feel more and more marginalized.
Are you talking about Trump supporters? Oh, you're talking about, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if every fucking household in that neighborhood voted Trump. You know?
Dude, 100%.
This is how you guys get killed out here. Florida cop tells black driver questioning traffic stop.
Look, you guys mess around being the way you look. I mean, I'm just saying, that's how you get a bullet.
A veteran Miami-Dade police officer is being investigated after video surfaced of him telling a black man who questioned why he'd been pulled over, "This is how you guys get killed out here, man."
Look, you question authority, that's how you get killed.
The man, identified by WTVJ NBC as Gerardson Nicholas, seems taken aback, then says the officer, "Say that again. Say what you said," before the video, which is less than a minute long, ends. Nicholas was pulled over for not wearing a seatbelt last week. The motorcycle cop, who has not been named, was taken off the beat and has been assigned to desk duty until an investigation by Internal Affairs is complete.
Oh, dude, don't worry. This cop will get cleared.
Oh, yeah.
This cop
I was just trying to help him out. I was just trying to tell him, you know, you got to obey.
Taylor had this cop that she had a dispute with this police officer. Like, she entered a crosswalk and this cop sped through it, and she's like, and then the cop went and accosted her and yelled at her and like followed her to her car and all this other shit. And she's like, "I'm gonna file a complaint." I'm like, I hate to break this to you, but that complaint is going absolutely, positively, fucking nowhere. I'm like, they'll take the complaint. But what's gonna happen is they're gonna get to the higher ups and they're gonna go, "You was actually justified." And she's like, "Well, I'm doing it anyways," and that's exactly what happened. So if this black dude's got zero chance. There's no fucking way they're gonna pull this guy off for a fucking week or two, give him his nice little fucking cushy desk fucking gig, and put him back on the fucking beat. Because he's all they're gonna say is, "Well, you misunderstood what that officer. He meant he didn't want you to be hurt from not wearing a seatbelt.
He was trying to protect you.
He was trying to say this way. If you're not wearing a seatbelt and you wouldn't float, and look, sir, if you were in an accident and you were not wearing a seatbelt, that's what he meant. That's how you guys get killed out here. That was nothing to do with how you look or whatever." There's going to be some justification like that. I 100% guarantee you.
In his own fucking twisted, fucked up way, this dude probably did think he was helping the guy, because that is what happens. This is how you guys get killed out here. Yeah, being pulled over by a cop.
You're right.
He's saying the quiet part loud. You know what I mean? Don't get pulled over, because any interaction you have with a cop, there's like a 50-50 chance you're leaving with a bullet in you, you know?
Remember the episode of Family Matters where Carl acted like filing a complaint actually worked? I've never watched Family Matters in my life, so no.
I believe you, though.
Peyton fucking referencing 1980s and early 90s sitcoms and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know that recent episode of Family Matters where the dad, Carl, files a complaint against Urkel. Yeah.
Yeah, I was watching the Johnny Carson show the other day. Yeah, right, sure.
I think that's Peyton's. That's what he's been up to, man. He's watching nothing but old shows.
Yeah,
that's how it goes sometimes.
5-year-old boy died after being left in a car for hours while his mother prepared for a birthday party. A report says.
Oh, what the fuck, dude?
Yeah.
5-year-old boy died after his mother left him inside a car outside the family's home in Houston. I mean, like, it's insanely hot right now.
Well, she prepared for her daughter's birthday. Well, you know which kid was the favorite. You know what I mean? Like, that's been established here.
The mother was in a rush when she got home with her 8-year-old daughter. The boy was left in the car when she and her daughter went inside. Sorry, her son was left in the car.
This is really fucked up, because if she has an 8-year-old, her daughter wasn't like, where is, my brother?
Yeah, everybody just forgot this kid existed. Basically,
it wasn't until 2 or 3 hours later that the mother realized her son was still buckled in his car seat. This time, the child didn't make it out again. With the business of the activities that we're preparing for, it took them a while to notice the child wasn't in the house.
You know I'll tell you what's great about cars, and my car has this, and most newer ones do. It will remind you, it's like, is there anyone in the back seat of your car? Like, because people do this shit. Like, they'll just literally leave their kids because they're just like, oh, I got to go inside. They'll go on autopilot. And it's like, it's good to have a reminder of, like, you better check the fucking back seat just to be sure, just to be certain there, that there's no one you're leaving in there.
Man, dude, we got a real problem if parents are having a hard time holding up the "don't leave my child locked in a fucking hot car unattended for 3 hours" fucking bar. That's ridiculous, dude.
Oh, dude, it happens.
She just went in and fucking completely forgot she had another child for 3 hours.
Oh, shit. Wait a minute.
And everybody else forgot, too. Everybody else was just like, oh, well.
That's the strange thing, is that she had an 8-year-old with her that got out, and it was like, kids usually play together a lot, so it's like, there's not like going like, where's my brother? I don't know. This is just like gross fucking negligence.
The door did not have any kind of child safety lock enacted or anything like that, Gonzalez said. It says, well, the boy knew how to unbuckle himself. Investigators believe he was not familiar with the vehicle because it was a rental car. I mean, you should still not open the fucking door. Whatever.
I mean, yeah, I just don't know
how
you
I don't want
to
to victim blame or whatever, but like, I mean, if the kid knows how to get out of the car seat, he's 5 years old. He knows how to get out of the car seat. The door is not locked.
3 fucking hours.
I don't know. It seems like the motherfucker. I don't know. I feel like when I was 5, I could have probably figured my way out of this fucking car, but I don't know.
I can understand if this kid was in there for 10 minutes and like it just happened to be that like they happen that fast kind of thing. But 3 fucking hours is like, don't we have like another person or family? It's like, what do you think the 5-year-old was doing? Like, oh, he went out to a bar or something. Oh, he went up the street. It's like, he's a fucking 5-year-old. Where the fuck was he supposed to go?
This is like the saddest and most tragic, like, Home Alone thing. Like, are you ready for your birthday party? Yay! She's going in there as she said. Imagine that too.
Yeah.
Poor kid. Like her birthday is forever the day that her mom forgot one of us and left him perish.
She's gonna be like 28 years old and shit. Be like, "Happy birthday, please. I don't celebrate my brother.
Yeah, I don't even keep track of the years, man.
I don't even want to think about that." The majority of pediatric hot car deaths occur because the child is forgotten by the caregiver, according to data compiled by Jan Knoll, a lecturer at San Jose State University's Department of Meteorology and Climate Scientists. While the hottest months see the most car deaths, hot car deaths in children are a persistent problem across all months. And almost every state has reported an incident since 1998, according to the data.
You just don't leave your kids into the fucking car, man. Dude, another thing I've seen, dude, is people leaving their dogs in their fucking cars. It's like without it running. It's just like I don't get this shit. Like, don't you value the thing? Like, because to me, like I would never fucking even think about doing that. I mean, like I've left my dogs in the car before, but like the AC's running. You know, it's like on full fucking blast. Like, I'm not gonna leave anybody in a car in the summer, and it's not the AC's not running. But with kids especially, because I mean, the kid can activate the car. I mean, that's another issue. It's like if that car was like, I mean, left running, the kid could do that. So you just don't leave a kid in the car. You just don't fucking take a chance. You just can't do it.
Every summer, there's tons of videos that come out of people breaking people's cars windows out in parking lots and shit to save an animal out of the back of one of these fucking cars.
Me and Taylor were about to, dude, but the door was open. We just like the dog. There was this Belgian Malinois, and Taylor has a long history with those dogs, and was just like, and we're like, what the fuck did someone just leave their dog in the car? And the car was horrible. It smelled like it reeked of fucking piss. And we were basically like, we got to call the cops or something because, they need to come out and take this dog away. And the woman showed up finally and was like, the car was running. The dog turned it off. And we're just like.
The dog turned off the car?
The dog turned the fucking car off. Like, bull fucking shit.
Like,
man.
what is this? Chitty bang bang, bed knobs and broomsticks or whatever. The dog drove the car. Get the fuck out of here, lady. I hate people like this.
I just walked away because I was telling her, I was like, I don't want to talk to this fucking bitch, dude. I'm serious. She left her fucking dog in the car. It's like she's gonna leave her kid in the car or something. She's like, fuck people like this. It's just fucking disgusting how people treat animals and children. It's just horrible, dude. Growing up in this country, sometimes when I was being an adult here, I'm like, how the fuck did I even make it, dude? Like, I'm lucky. Honestly feel fucking lucky I even survived. Then I realized how shitty the future is gonna be. I'm like, was I lucky? Maybe that kid was fucking lucky in a sense. Maybe it's like, you know what? Maybe the gift was never to be born at all. I don't know.
I mean, I think at a certain point, there's definitely going to come a point where it's just like people born that had their best years during the full collapse or whatever the fuck. There's going to be like a worst time ever to have been born. You know what I mean?
Oh God, yeah, really.
And it's probably not not past yet or whatever, but it's probably rapidly approaching. Like anybody that's born in the next couple of years is probably going to experience like their 20s in one of the most desperate, horrible fucking situations you can probably think of.
Yeah, it's like, look, summer we go underground now. Why? It's too hot on the surface.
Because the great dying has commenced.
Yeah. The lands must be purified. The weak shall perish. The strong shall thrive.
The gasoline gangs will swoop in and take what little we have left. Oh, God. It's going to be pretty metal.
Elon Musk sued for $258 billion over alleged Dogecoin pyramid scheme.
Come on,
Elon Musk was sued for $258 billion on Thursday by a Dogecoin investor who accused him of running a pyramid scheme to support the cryptocurrency. This guy's still looking for his payday with Dogecoin. It's like, motherfucker, it's Elon Musk's fault I bought this shit.
No, it's
These
not.
salty crypto bros are now starting to eat their own. You know what I mean? They're starting to look at other people like, it was you that convinced me to be a dumbass and put my life savings into this.
God damn
Get out of here, kid.
I used to be a fucking millionaire.
I still have crypto investments, but the problem is these people is like they didn't just invest money they had. Like every time I bought crypto or anything like that or traded it, it's always been money I could afford to lose. I never like went in margin and was like, you know what? Bitcoin's gonna hit $100 million. Let me put everything all in.
Bitcoin's going to $1 billion this year, dude. It's going to $1 billion this year.
It is. It's
Don't bring
Bitcoin.
Don't bring any money that you don't want to lose. You know what I mean?
This is just the beginning of the fucking, this is just the fucking storm before the calm, bro. You know what I mean? Yeah.
I made like $600 on Dogecoin at the peak and then dipped. Lamau. Yeah. The smart people are like you. Yeah. The smart people dove in, bought it, waited a couple of weeks, and then cashed out.
Yeah.
Yep. Exactly.
Even if you got money in this shit, just wait for the next pump because these motherfuckers will pump it again eventually. It might take a few years.
Dude, I
Real Time with Bill Maher for the first time,
yeah.
and
That was a
like
mistake.
because Crystal Ball was on.
I heard
I wanted to.
yeah.
I wanted to see how
I heard
she
did pretty well. I don't know if you what you thought.
Given that she was not given a whole lot of time, she was pretty good with the time that she was given. There was this real kind of like smug alliance against her between this, I don't even know who he is, this gay author guy that wrote The Secret History of DC's homosexual population or whatever the fuck. But he's like Zonster lib level, you know what I mean?
Right.
And then
Andrew Sullivan. Is it Andrew Sullivan?
It might have been him, yeah. I can't remember his name.
Guy?
No, he's not bald.
Then it wasn't.
He had like a furry pompadour.
Okay.
He had a very gay haircut. But no, he and Bill Maher kind of like ganged up on her because she was talking sense.
Yeah.
Because here's the thing: is like Bill Maher's show. I don't know if you've watched Bill Maher in a while.
I have not seen it in a minute.
I watch his clips and stuff that come out because I want to hear what the nonsense he's saying.
The whole show is now structured around like young people bad, old people good.
I saw him do a fucking bit, a fucking new rules that I thought was actually pretty good for the most part. But in the middle of it, there was this really weird attack on millennials. It was just like, he was covering the Washington Post shit. I thought like 90% of what he said was actually pretty spot on, but then like in the middle of it is like, you know what the real problem is? These fucking millennials, a bunch of oversensitive, entitled little pussy brats. I'm like, that's boomers. What are you fucking talking about?
Well, I've been trying to convince TJ to make The Beautiful Destruction of Bill Maher. I want him to make it. I don't think he'll do it though.
Yeah,
I mean, it would be kind of like Bill Maher is he's such an ironic figure too, because he's looking back. So he's looking at today's youth movement and counterculture and shit.
Right.
His generation was the hippies, bro. The most stinky, layabout, druggy, do nothing, hitchhiking, fucking roustabouts that ever fucking existed in American history. The dirtiest, smelliest, patchouli stinking, fucking no job having, flower petal picking. Like, I love the hippies, but has he forgotten that like his generation was pretty much like all the things he's criticizing the fucking
it seems like 90% of hippies grew up to be like, whatever happened to good old fashioned values?
Dude, fucking, that's like a Carlin bit, a George Carlin bit, dude, where it's like basically they got MBAs and shit. You know, it's like they fucking that counterculture movement died. There was a big movement in the fucking 60s and 70s, and it went kaput. It was fucking done. It was over with.
But that was the dominant culture amongst the youth, was a very anti-capitalistic sentiment.
Oh yeah.
Very like pacifistic pro,
But then the man won, Paul. The man won.
Right, but that's the thing, is like he's looking at millennials and going like, oh, none of them want to work and they're all so sensitive. And it's just like, aren't you fucking a hippie, dude? Aren't you from the hippie generation? Shut the fuck up. Like, you don't see that that's kind of how kids are born into the world? Like, when kids get that age, 20, 18 to 20 fucking 5 or whatever the fuck it is, that's your like, man, fuck this shit years. You know what I mean?
Fuck the system, bro. I ain't a part of that shit, man.
I mean, some of us hold on to it or rediscover it later in life and shit, and some of us move on. I get that. I'm not saying that like Bill Maher can't, has to walk around with the hippie aesthetic, but he's just got to like, he acts like there was this unbroken line of non-pussies until the millennials came along. You know what I mean? Like, no,
millennials,
dude.
we're not even the young generation anymore. It's like, give us a break. Go fucking after the Zoomers or whatever the fuck. Honestly, the boomers are the fucking worst anyway, so I don't know what the fuck his bullshit's talking. I mean, like,
well, the boomers are the worst because they went from idealistic, pro-peace, anti-capitalist fucking people who were willing to actually take direct action to like the dudes that broke that kid's window with a brick. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
That's why people hate the boomers. They started as people that were against the fascist, and then they found out that the fucking combat boots were kind of comfy, strapped them on, and now they've got their boot on the neck. So they're just like, they're weird, conflicted people, boomers. Every last one of them is a strange, conflicted person, like a total anachronistic mix of weird political things that seem to be on. Like, you'll find like super fiscally left people who are like virulently anti-gay.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's boomers. Like they've just got this mix and match grab bag of ideologies from all over the fucking spectrum because they don't really know who they are. They're having a perpetual identity crisis.
Actually, every time you see someone freaking out in public, it's like 90% of the time it's some fucking crazed ass boomer out there going, "Hey, what the fuck? Ain't no fries in my fucking bag of money. This fucking bullshit. This is a fucking disgrace." You know, they're just like going nuts over some fucking trivial shit, and you're just like, "Oh my god, what is wrong with you?"
They're all under this, like, at least most of them seem to be under this delusion that there's this time that existed in sometime during their childhood. And I can kind of empathize with this a little bit. As you get older, you start to idealize your younger years, but that's because you were free of the yoke. You know what I mean? It's not because necessarily those years were any better. It's because
necessarily better. That's the thing people don't get. It's just you were young. It was better because you were young. That was what was better.
I love idealizing the 80s. I love all the media that came out of that, all the video games still, but the 80s were a horrible tragedy for the American worker. You know what I mean? Like people lost their whole asses in the 80s, my family included. So it really wasn't that great at times. And boomers can't wrap their head around that. There was some point in their childhood where everything was idyllic, and it usually didn't exist because I can guarantee you Bill Maher was running around with his hair down to his fucking waist, taking fucking acting classes at Juilliard and fucking hanging out in the park and doing fucking impromptu improvisational plays and shit. This motherfucker was a hippie. Yeah. And he's talking about how pussified and sensitive and anti-work this new generation is. Go fuck yourself, Bill Maher.
I know, it's really lame. I can't believe, you know, Opie and Anthony were right, dude. Fuck you.
Yeah, fuck you, Bill Maher.
Fuck your mother. Yeah, go fuck your mother.
I'm sorry, guys. It's been quiet because Bill Maher is actually just a great human being.
Wow. Yeah.
Oh, God.
He's terrific, guys. Look, he's
the reason that I brought him up was he told one joke the entire time that almost got me to chuckle. Wow. And it was like, the great thing about the crypto crash is that fucking idiot that you know that won't stop talking about crypto has now stopped talking about crypto. And I was like,
right.
You know what I mean? It got like one of those out of me.
Yeah, I see what you're saying there.
Except they haven't, though, because they're just sitting there like, man, all these dumbasses leaving the market right now, dude. Tell you what, this is just, I'll buy more because it's discount rate. Buy the dip, motherfucker. This is best dip ever. It's on fucking super discount, bro.
Dude,
look at that. Bitcoin's only a cent now. Get you all the Bitcoin. When it goes up to $1 trillion, you're gonna be a gazillionaire, bitch. It's like, it's gonna be. You're gonna be waiting a minute. You know, you're right though. It probably will get pumped again because this happened before.
Yeah,
there's that fucking. Years, I remember fucking a few years ago, crypto was super hot. Everyone was like, yeah, crypto, and then it crashed. And everyone was like, oh man. But then a few years later, people were like, you know what? Believe the hype again. And it was like, we're back on the ride.
Oh, yeah, dude, it's going to happen again. Give it a couple more years when people get desperate. And they're like, hey, this can solve all my problems if I invest in scam currency or whatever. You know, maybe that can be the solution to all my life's problems. And I'll get pumped again.
Bill Maher, like another thing about Bill Maher that I noticed, it really had probably been years since I sat and watched a whole real time.
Gotcha.
Dude, his makeup has gotten absurd.
Really?
Like the makeup that they put on him on the show.
Let me take a look
has
at this.
Gotten capital A absurd. The levels that they're going to make him look like he's not old as fuck, which he is.
He's very old, yeah.
He's a boomer. He was a dude that I looked at and was like, yeah, that guy's pretty old when I was a teenager, and I'm in my fucking 40s. So the dude, he's old. Dude, if you really look at his fucking makeup job.
Can we see it?
Yeah, I'm doing it now.
You got to zoom in if you can.
I will. Yeah. Oh, so this is just about Elon Musk's kid is, I guess, trans and changing their name. They're just like, fuck you, Dad. You suck.
I mean, it's pretty easy to do that when your mom is like a fucking pop star or whatever. Too.
Yeah. I mean, that's not one of the kids he had with
oh, really?
Grimes.
It's not Grimes.
That was too recent. This is like a kid from a previous relationship.
Yeah, I didn't know how long he was with that other. I don't follow his love life.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter. But anyway, yeah, this is Bill Maher right now. Let's see how can we get this up? Is it quality? No, this is the high quality it goes. Okay.
I'm just like, look at how his lips, like his lips are disappearing into his face because they've put so much makeup on him.
Yeah, you can see the makeup line with the lips.
Like really, and it's really prominent. Like,
yeah, because like it's almost like they drew the flesh tone too far into the lip.
Well, they're trying to give him less lip because like your lip coloration and stuff like changes as you get old. So they're trying to get rid of his lips.
And they've got like face-tuned. He looks face-tuned, seriously.
He looks like a wax fucking figure.
Yeah. Notice he doesn't have any forehead lines. Like he does this. He doesn't have that, dude. He just like has like a hint of it. So yeah, it's just thickly caked on makeup.
Yeah.
I noticed it because like both Crystal Ball and the other person that came on had like probably just like a normal amount, maybe a little more than normal amount of makeup on, you know what I mean? But like they looked completely and utterly like normal, but it's like they're caking it on him to hide the bags under his eyes, to hide as many wrinkles as they can and have it all blend into this like, you know what, dude? He's turning orange.
He is. He's getting
Am I wrong?
Orange, no,
orange man.
The flesh that is not the tone of his skin. No. Literally every fucking ounce of skin you see is caked with makeup. You can just tell.
Yes.
I mean, I can be honest with you, I didn't really notice when this is the one I watched. I didn't watch this episode, but I watched this thing here, this new rule.
I noticed this type of shit probably more than other people do because I like learned to apply stage makeup to myself and how to critique it. And a lot of the same principles apply here. They're under the multicolored rack lights and stuff. And so they cake them up with makeup like they're in theater. And dude, like all the tricks are being employed here. You know what I mean? He's just one monochromatic color so that all the wrinkles blend away and all the bags blend away. They've just painted him from head to hairline to neck.
I mean, like you notice there's like almost no variance in his skin tone, which is not normal for a human being.
And they're actually putting makeup on his hands as well.
Yeah.
Because he's waving those around. And if those were like his actual gray ass pallid skin tone, you know what I mean? That would look weird.
Can we find it? I'm gonna see if I can find a candid picture of fucking Bill Maher. It's recent.
Like out and about.
Yeah.
Yeah, just like he's like notoriously like, I don't know, like he's never dated anybody as far as I know.
Well, he usually dates black women, honestly. At least he used to. I don't know what he does now.
I don't know. Yeah, like I haven't heard about him.
I was more interested in his life back when he didn't suck so bad.
Oh my god! Look,
you found something.
This is him at like a red carpet thing or like a Vanity Fair thing. It looks like, but just yeah, he looks a lot fucking different.
I mean, you figure he'd wear his makeup there too, but give it to me. Send it to me.
Yeah, I'll send it to you.
I point this stuff out, and I wonder if I'm like one of the only people that finds it strange, but I really find the transition, because it happened because of Nixon, that people started having to cake makeup on men and women alike for TV because it made you look this and the camera revealed that. Like the fact that there's this weird kabuki theater performance being put on for me by every person that's on TV or in politics, where they paint their face up and get all these like surgeries to look like they're not aging and shit, and they're doing it for my benefit. Like that is just so strange to me.
Yeah,
it's like if I was an alien that knew nothing about our culture, that would probably have its own textbook. You know what I mean?
I don't understand the fear of aging that people seem to have, because like I don't know, like some of the people, I mean, like when I fucking started liking George Carlin, he was already fucking old looking, you know? Like so like to me, like the dude that I thought was the coolest fucking dude ever was pretty much like an old man when I liked him. So
this is a California liberal thing.
Right, I get you.
I'm dead ass. I will admit, you know, when the shit hits like this is a California liberal thing. There people in general, I don't think people have like an aversion to aging. It's like this. He has himself done up this way. This is Real Talk with Bill Maher, a show that he's been fucking at the head of for forever.
Right.
For years and years and years now. He's a fucking old staple at HBO now. He's got his fucking catbird seat over there. He wants to look this way.
Sure.
They would probably do.
If this how he wants to look, then it's fine by me. You can look.
No, I'm fine with it.
But...
I'm fine with it too, but it's strange to me.
Yeah,
that's all.
I just think it's weird that there's this pressure to do it. I mean, I guess I feel it sometimes because like there's gray in my beard and shit, and sometimes I'll look at it like, do I want that yet? But I don't know. It doesn't like drive me up the wall. But then again, I guess I'm not that old yet, so. I guess we'll see how I fucking react when I start to get to my 40s and 50s and shit.
I don't know. I see more vain to me. Aren't you trying to lose weight and shit?
Yeah. But that's like a health concern. That's not like, I'm I'm vain or whatever the fuck. I don't need that.
You are filled with vanity, TJ. All right, I sent you a couple of images I found.
All right.
And yeah, suffice it to say, he doesn't look like this.
There's a vanity component. I'm not going to be full of shit on that. But I don't know. It's not really youth-centric. I don't know. But maybe it will be.
I never really had
older.
a whole lot of, like, physical vanity or whatever. Like, I never really liked what I saw in the mirror, so watching it degrade into an old man is not all that painful to me.
Right, you're just kind of like, I don't like it anyway.
I never liked this, and now it's going to shit. Cool.
Sky, have you sent me that shit? Because I don't see it.
I sent it to your Twitter.
I don't see it there.
TJ does health.
Oh, the other one. Right. I got you.
Oh, I didn't know if you had access to your other one.
He still lets me access the messages, but whatever. It's fine. Yeah, let's take a look at this. Oh, okay. I mean, this is under very strange lighting conditions, but you can definitely see more of like what the real deal is.
And then there's another one, yeah. Yeah, yeah. That's what Bill Maher looks like more out and about.
I mean, you can definitely see more wrinkles and more lines.
Oh, yeah.
And like,
look
at the difference in the
age.
hair. Like the hair here versus the hair here.
Right.
Like this is him. I mean, he's still probably made up a little here, honestly.
Oh yeah. If he's on the red carpet, he's probably got like sat down with a stylist to take the shine off of him or something. But this is like a better representation of his actual skin. And look, you can see like his turkey neck and everything. Like that shit does not come out. You don't see his turkey neck on the show.
Here's another one.
Oh, Jesus. Look at the hair dye.
I know. Look how gaunt. I mean, you can definitely
really is
you
more
see that
orange.
that total turkey neck. He's almost turning into fucking Mitch McConnell, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, he kind of is.
You know what I mean? Like, doesn't he look like he's like fucking not far off from being able to play Mitch McConnell in a biopic or something.
What, TJ? I'm Mitch McConnell.
Hunter Biden.
Then Hunter Biden, dude.
We elected the wrong Biden.
Yeah, we did. We need give us the crackhead Biden.
I mean,
we should have done.
Like,
should have voted for the other Biden.
It would have been better. I mean, when he said like vote for the other Biden, I didn't know who he was talking about until
right
it was
in
too
Hunter.
late. I'm like, God damn it, Hunter!
They should have dropped that Hunter shit earlier, man.
Dude, I think the fucking Hunter is my favorite Biden, just by far.
He's definitely the most interesting.
I mean,
Biden.
he gets foot jobs from fucking Taiwanese hookers or whatever the fuck. He smokes crack. He digs crack rocks out of the street. He's way more relatable than Joe Biden. You know?
Is it wrong to smoke crack in Taiwan, TJ?
No.
No, I say not. It's not. Looks not even the same place.
He's got nepotism going on. He's fucking out there wheeling and dealing and shit. You know? That's a fucking president right there.
Did you know what a racket it is too?
That guy could have been the Democratic fucking George W. Bush.
You know what these people are.
Oops.
Whoa.
What did I do? I
Scotty
clicked on Scotty and it made him
died.
vanish. All I did was touch him. Because you guys were both frozen, so I'm like, I better, if I press Scotty, maybe it'll unfreeze him. And now you guys are both, okay. Whoa. Okay, Scotty's unfrozen, and now Paul is two little dots.
I was
circling each
frozen
other.
today!
I don't know what's going on. Whatever. All right. You guys seem when you're unfrozen now, so that's good.
That's good.
Yay. Anyway, Bill Maher looks bad, but I guess it doesn't really matter because what matters is that his brain is rotting in his fucking skull.
It wasn't even to point out that he looks bad. To me, it's strange that he feels like he can't really like appear like he does every other day in front of his audience. You know what I mean? He has to be like, make me the young Bill Maher again. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like for his studio audience.
I guess. I mean, like, I don't know. I just feel like, you know, if you really want to fucking have that like cool alpha energy or whatever the fuck he's going for, like, do it with your real appearance. Like, look how you actually are. Like, embrace it. You
like
know?
all
Wouldn't
the
that be
fucking
cooler?
guys that he's a little trying to emulate the swagger of, like fucking Sinatra and Dean Martin and fucking
Lamar's got
Lenny
none of that.
Bruce and that type of shit. Like he like all those people. Well, I guess Lenny Bruce didn't. He didn't live that long
Yeah, he
enough
didn't
to.
live
But
long
like,
enough to do it. Yeah.
but like all those people aged pretty disgracefully. You know what I mean? And they retained their alpha energy because it's not just about how you look. But I think there's a deep sense of vanity in.
Yeah,
in
I don't know.
Bill
Just
Maher
try
that-
to fucking. I mean, like, there's a difference between aging gracefully and trying to just not age. And it feels like way too many people just try to look young forever. And it just, at a certain point, I mean, like, you can do something with it. And sometimes there's some success. But, like, ultimately, there comes a point where you look fucking stupid. And you just need to give up.
Right. Yeah. That's when you end up looking at those people like just freak shows because
Yeah,
we've
like,
gotten so much
learn to
plastic
fucking
surgery.
age gracefully, motherfucker. Or even, like, just interestingly, you know? Come up with some way to fucking look cool. Like, that's why I did this beard. I'm like, I'm starting to get a little older. I'll have a big, long-ass, white, flowing beard. That'll look cool. That'll be a cool way to age. People be like, oh, wow, he's like the old bearded guy. It's like, yeah, cool.
You're like Santa Claus, TJ.
Well, I'm going more for a wizard thing than a fucking Santa Claus thing, but okay.
Santa
thank
Claus.
you. No.
Oh, you're not a wizard.
That's why I
Let me
gotta
look
lose
at you.
weight so the fucking Santa shit drops off.
Dude, I can't wait to give you a fucking red outfit, dude. A red velvet outfit.
Santa Claus. Ho, 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 ho. Fuck that.
You love Bill.
Yeah. The contempt in his eyes.
I miss the old Bill Maher, man.
Yeah, because, you know, but the thing about Bill Maher is, I try to remember this, like, he's a smug prick. And when he was a smug prick that said shit I liked him.
Yeah.
But now that
Who's
he's a
your
smug prick against me, I hate him. So I get it. I get it.
Oh, yeah.
If I was fucking some fucking bitter boomer, like sitting there watching Bill Maher, I'd be like, damn right, Bill, you tell them. You tell those fucking whippersnappers what's what, Bill Maher. You know? Duck Dynasty TJ. You guys are really making me want to shave this beard with that shit. Just so stop it.
Dude, just lean into it.
I ain't
The more they say it, start buying buy a piece of camouflage.
Yeah, I'll buy a camo.
Yeah, buy a camo gloves and buy some camo socks and get some pants and get some shirts, get a hat.
Tell you what, I'm gonna go
Get a
out there
duck call.
and shoot me a fucking duck, bitch. Have I seen The Northman? Yeah, I've seen The Northman.
Get a big rack of antlers to hang behind you, you know what I mean?
Heightened alert. Abortion providers brace for ruling. So,
Well,
yeah.
No shit. I mean, like, yeah, of course.
I mean, you know, I'm just reminding people it's happening still. Like, it hasn't.
Hey,
Yeah, it hasn't gone away.
It hasn't gone
Are we
away
gonna
because
take
we've
away all these
stopped
women's
like
rights?
talking about it as much. It's still gonna happen. They're still
did you
gonna
pull
do
the
it.
shit about the Supreme Court ruling for religious schools? Did you
No,
pull
I
that?
didn't. I mean, there's so much news to pull. What was it about? I mean, I have a fucking shit ton of shit. I mean, it's not like I have a fucking shortage of
It's
things.
a story out of Maine. The Supreme Court ruled in favor of religious schools. So, like, they say if you fund, because parents, they're basically like a voucher or trying to like their charter system.
It's the
where
voucher shit, yeah.
Yeah, where they give public money to private schools, right?
That
And
teach
the state
religion and shit.
Yeah, but they didn't want to give those religious schools money. So if they continue to fund those schools, they have to give religious institutions money, which they've already been doing in Louisiana.
Right, which has been happening here forever.
I don't know, man. I have some weird thoughts about that public money for private schools thing because I kind of saw it in Texas. My ex's sister was coming out of high school or going into high school actually at the time.
They went to a charter school.
Yeah. I went to like one of those Target charter schools, and it's a private school with public funding, and it was so fucking nice. That school was so nice, had tons of fucking arts programs that weren't available. So yeah, it was probably, maybe there was some religious tinged nonsense in there, but I don't think there's any arguing that if you took like an average American public school and then one of those Texas charter schools and compared the quality of education the kids are getting, you're probably going to be heavily skewed towards the charter school.
I mean,
So it's one of the things that's always kind of boggled my mind about the left's position on education. It doesn't get talked about anymore, but back in the day when education used to be something that people discussed, I always thought that the left was shooting itself in the foot by forcing kids to go to this underfunded shit, fuck public school shit and poo-pooing Like if the private institutions are successful, emulate what they're doing, minus the religious gobbledygook. Lower class sizes, more funding for extracurricular activities,
I don't think
more
most of those
community
schools
involvement.
even have that though. I'm talking about that they're just funding religious schools, like charter schools. I mean, they're not necessarily religious, and most of them I've heard of not religious. I mean, I'm sure there may be some are, but
there's some that are fucking very like loosely religious, that just have like maybe like a class or two dedicated, and then there are like ones that are just like
like straight up religious
to creation
schools.
is a school.
Yeah, exactly.
Earth is 6,000 years old. Blah blah.
I don't even care from a sociological point of view if kids study religion. I don't really care about that. But as far as like pure religious instruction, I don't think we should be funding that as taxpayers. But charter schools, I'm not necessarily against those, but I think the charter school more exists because of of basically the private system of education. Obviously, I think kind of hinges on the fact that we underfunded public education, so it became a better alternative. So like,
that's
my idea would be to do would not be to do more charter schools, but like emulate that model, but in a public way.
That would require they spend an incredible amount of money per student in comparison to what they spend now.
Well, I mean,
they would have to raise teacher salaries.
Gonna fucking
I'm good with that. Cut the military budget. Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Shrink class sizes. They would have to fucking fund a bunch of extracurriculars and shit. It would just be millions. But that's what it needs. That's what school needs.
But that's what we need, though. Yeah, I'm fine with that. Take it from fucking shit we don't need, like more tanks and bombs and more weapons of mass destruction. Like, give it to fucking kids in schools and shit like that. We'll have a better society as a whole. You know what I mean? Don't you think?
Make private education illegal. Fix public education first, and then I'm with you.
Yeah, exactly. Fix it, and then 100% there.
Apple workers vote to unionize at Maryland store.
Good.
Apple store employees in a Baltimore suburb voted to unionize by a nearly 2-to-1 margin Saturday, a union said, joining a growing push across U.S. retail, service, and tech industries to organize for greater workplace protections. The Apple retail workers in Townsend, Maryland voted 65-33 to seek entry into the International Association of Machinists and Aerospace Workers, the union's announcement said. The vote could not immediately be confirmed with the National Labor Relations Board, which would have to certify the outcome. An NLRB spokesperson referred initial queries about the vote to the board's regional office, which was closed late Saturday. Apple declined to comment.
Of course. Let's see. I wonder what Apple's position was. Give our workers more. No. Like, I'm just going to go on a limb there.
Unions are bad for everybody. Bad for us, bad for workers, bad for consumers. It just ruins everything.
We might be a $1 trillion company and have way more influence and power than the average worker that works for us will ever have. But they shouldn't be able to unite and try to bargain with us.
She's a piece of shit. What is this? Go away. Production crew for Stephen Colbert's Late Show detained in congressional building near U.S. Capitol. Several members of production crew for The Late Show with Stephen Colbert were detained Thursday night in a congressional office building near the U.S. Capitol, CBS said Friday. The group was filming a comedy segment when they were taken into custody, the company said. U.S. Capitol Police told CBS News that the officers responded to a call of a disturbance at 8:30 p.m. at Longworth House office building, where they detained 7 people who were unescorted and without congressional IDs in a 6th-floor hallway. After determining the group were not congressional employees and had been asked to leave the building earlier in the day, they were charged with unlawful entry. Police said a criminal investigation is ongoing and could lead to more charges. Capitol Police did not release any names and would not say if the suspects were with The Late Show, which, like CBS News, is part of Paramount Global. But CBS said Friday that the suspects were part of a production team which was recording a Triumph the Insult Comedy Dog comedy segment on Capitol Hill on Wednesday and Thursday. The production team had conducted interviews early in the day that were authorized and prearranged through congressional aides of the members interviewed, CBS said in a statement. After leaving the members' offices, the team stayed to film stand-ups and other comedy elements before they were detained, the company said. Photos posted Thursday showed the comedian Robert Smigel, who voices the character of Triumph, in the halls outside the January 6th House Select Committee hearings. I wonder if one of these fucking senators or something, or Congress people that like got interviewed was like mad that Triumph insulted them or something. It was like, arrest that son of a bitch. Get him, put him away.
Probably so. I would imagine it was either that or just, the fact that it was Triumph in there and they shook him down a little bit. I don't know. This is a nothing story to me.
I mean, they said that They said they were there with fucking approval, so I don't know.
You know what it is? It's just yet again, we talk about the nation becoming increasingly fascistic. A fucking goddamn comedy show. I mean, and a milquetoast fucking, show to begin with. Like, even then when they show up, it's like these people are so fucking thin-skinned. It's like they have to send someone out to gaffle them up. Like, don't be making fun of nobody. Like, don't be making fun of you. Like, you can't fucking stand it. That's the only reason. It's just to send a message. Like, you come over here and try to come talk to people. Frustrating. We can just fucking arrest you or gaffle you up or do whatever we want.
Thousands left stranded amid flight cancellations this week, including Transportation Secretary Pete Buttigieg.
You know what? That makes me... The last part of it, I feel bad for the normal schlubs. I mean, maybe to some degree. But Pete Buttigieg being delayed, too, is just a cherry on top right there.
At least
fucking
14,
lazy, do nothing ass.
Yeah, 14,000 domestic flights were canceled or delayed in the United States this holiday weekend, leaving thousands of passengers stranded, in part because of staffing issues for airlines in the air and on the ground. More than 900 flights were canceled on Sunday alone. Delta was among the airlines with the most cancellations, with at least 200 flights grounded. A variety of factors continue to impact our operations, including challenges with air traffic control, weather, and unscheduled absences in some work groups. Canceling a flight is always our last resort, and we sincerely apologize to our customers for the inconvenience to their travel plans. It's more than an inconvenience when you're trying to get somewhere and you literally just can't. It's just like...
I mean, well, there's a number of factors.
Especially if you're trying to get home. It's like, oh, well, that's more than an inconvenience, motherfucker. I'm like,
you know what happened? We had the pandemic hit, and these airlines immediately, I mean, like, well, not immediately because they got some government money for a little while, but then they fired a bunch of people. They went on different careers. They were just retired and said, fuck it, I'm not going to do this industry anymore. I'm not going to be part of this because I lost everything. I lost my livelihood. Yeah, they're a lot of them underpaid. Like, they're just now making deals with these unions where these flight attendants actually get paid more money when they're not flying. Like, because before it was like pilots and flight attendants, anyone who works on those planes, they don't get paid till the doors close and they're in the air.
Yeah, it was ridiculous. I remember we covered that.
So there's huge labor issues with this industry, which means it's America, so that's not at all surprising. They let so many people go, and now it's ramping back up. And then these companies are looking at the bottom line; they want to make money, and they don't want to pay people what they're worth. So it's like, what's easier to do for a bottom line? Just cancel these flights, fuck these people. They'll get back eventually, right? And where else are they going to go? And then at the same time, airline ticket prices are getting jacked up. They're going through the fucking roof because one of the biggest things with air travel is energy cost, right? I mean, you're fucking flying a bunch of people. Like, they have to have that shit down. Like, so right. I know they can hedge it somewhat, but oil prices and energy prices are high, so they're paying a lot more fucking money. You're going to pay a lot more money, and you might end up with this.
Well, the oil prices are being jacked up, so it's just like a double dip. You know what I mean? It's like passing along a fucking big ass price increase for everybody. Yeah, you're gonna pay us more for gas, but you're gonna charge them more for fucking.
Well, also scarcity,
because it's a lot of the fucking rise in oil prices is just Wall Street speculation. Straight out, 100% has nothing to do with global supply and demand. That's actually up, if you look at it. You know what I mean? Like, we're producing more this year than we thought we'd be, and blah 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 blah. Like, it's not even a shortage. It's like Wall Street speculation and disruptions in the supply chain.
Well, they got to drive something up, right? Because it's like, they have their different hedges, and it's like, oh, okay, so the market's not up. Okay, now let's drive the commodity prices up. That's our next bubble.
So I went to go see if there was any more news that I might have missed because I was mostly gathering stories last night. And this is another one that I guess broke while I was sleeping or whatever.
Yeah, we talked about this one during the
Did we?
Thing we talked about demolishing the school. Yeah, this is the police officer that tried to go in and save his wife because his wife called him as like, I'm dying, basically. Yeah. And he's like, well, I gotta go, right? And then he was detained.
Yeah, so they fucking Eva Morales' husband, a police officer, tried to save her after she was shot at Robb Elementary School in Uvalde, Texas, according to the director of the State Department of Public Safety, Colonel Stephen McCraw. During a Texas Senate hearing Tuesday on the police response to the shooting, McCraw said that Morales' husband, Ruben Ruiz, had his gun taken away, was detained, and escorted off the scene after he received a call from his wife. We got an officer, Officer Ruiz. His wife had called him and said she had been shot and she's dying, McGraw said in the video shared by PBS NewsHour. What happened to him as he tried to move forward into the hallway, he was detained and they took his gun away from him and escorted him off the scene. Why? So, like, anyone who even tried, like, they were way better at stopping people from stopping the shooting It's almost like they were just on the shooter's fucking side. It just feels like they were just like, yeah, let him shoot some kids. Come on, let him get it out of his system, guys.
I think if you knew nothing about the story and you were just presented the cold, just like facts of the universe about what happened, like this person took this object fires projectiles and they were killed, like you would assume that's basically what happened. Like the police were basically his security to keep anyone from intervening is from his slaughter. Like, oh, someone gonna stop me? Get out of here! Stay back! All right, no, good. The police have the perimeter secured for me. I can go. Well, let me go do what I need to do. Like, it's fucking insane, dude. The more we find out about this, just the abject failure of it is. I mean, just
it's apparent. Like beyond failure, because failure is like you didn't do enough to stop it. Like these guys seem like they were just like actively aiding the fucking shooter.
I mean, it turned out that way. I mean, even if they weren't actively doing that, that's kind of how it shook out to be. That's what the story talked about too with the Carson ruling.
Yeah, this is so I did pull the story, I guess, or maybe Amelia pulled it. Somebody pulled it. The Supreme Court just forced Maine to fund religious education. It won't stop there. The Supreme Court's conservative supermajority effectively declared on Tuesday that the separation of church and state, a principle enshrined in the Constitution, is itself unconstitutional. Its 6-3 decision in Carson versus Macon requires Maine to give public money to private religious schools, steamrolling decades of precedent in a race to compel state funding of religion. Carson is radical enough on its own, but the implications of the ruling are even more frightening. As Justice Stephen Breyer noted in dissent, it has the potential to dismantle secular public education in the United States. Carson challenges Maine's effort to provide quality civic education to every child in the state. The government created a tuition assistance program to help families who live in remote, sparsely populated regions without any public schools. Under the program, parents can send their kids to certain private schools, and the state covers the cost of tuition. To qualify, these schools must give students a secular education. They may be affiliated with or even run by a religious organization, but their actual curricula must align with secular state standards.
Right.
Two families challenged this limitation, arguing that it violated the First Amendment's free exercise clause. Just 2 decades ago, this claim would have been laughed out of court. SCOTUS only permitted states to subsidize religious schools in 2002. At the time, it would have been absurd to say that states have a constitutional obligation to subsidize them. Beginning in 2017, the court began to assert that the states may not exclude religious schools from public benefits that are available to secular counterparts. And in 2020, the conservative justices forced states to subsidize religious schools once they began subsidizing secular private education.
Well, just think about that on its face. Because you're talking about, like, it's basically just like religious instruction is it's like, so you're like, by saying that, by having that ruling, it's not just you like, okay, everyone has a secular education. If you want to believe whatever you want to believe, that doesn't stop their free exercise of religion. If they want to be Christians, they can still go to a public school. It's basically saying like, oh no, we can literally insert that into these schools, and that has to be taxpayer funded. So like, I can literally give you religious instruction, and that could just be the school you have to go to now. I mean, that's just kind of crazy. That's basically just like, we're talking about Christians here,
right?
We're talking about they're not going to be like, okay, we're going to open a bunch of Muslim schools up. Like, yeah, fucking right. This is basically just trying to fucking transform the country into a goddamn fascistic fucking Christian theocracy. I mean, that's what it fucking looks like to me.
Yeah, and my tax dollars have to go fund religious institutions now. That's cool.
Yeah. Well, according to the Supreme Court, they do.
Self-proclaimed sovereign citizens arrested in California after deputies allegedly find explosives.
Alleged
explosives. 3 people claiming to be sovereign citizens were arrested Saturday morning after live ammunition and explosives were found in a vehicle they were driving and at a remote compound, according to the San Bernardino County Sheriff's Department.
Wait a minute. If they were driving on their remote compound, what the fuck was a cop doing in the area to witness them doing this?
I don't know. Yeah. No, well, I think they said the explosives were found in their vehicle and at their remote compound. So I don't think they were driving at it. I think they were basically like, once they saw what was in their car, they were like, hey, there's some fucking crazy shit going on. Let's get a warrant for this compound, basically. And then that was probably like a separate deal, I would imagine. Deputies had conducted a traffic stop for suspected vehicle code violations Saturday, just after 10 a.m. PT, on a Ford Taurus near Joshua Tree National Park. A press release from the Sheriff's Department said inside the car were David Russell, 50, Jeffrey Russell, 46, who identified themselves as sovereign citizens. Sovereign citizens are a fringe group whose members consider themselves exempt from U.S. law and who sometimes use violent tactics to justify their beliefs, according to the Southern Poverty Law Center.
I mean, most of the time they're just like the living man. They think they've got like some kind of logic loop that they can lock up the justice system with, and it never works.
It never works, but they fucking persist anyway. You know,
it's mainly based on these weird interpretations and equivocation of like what words mean, and or like they point to like the Articles of Confederation, or they'll point to like and sometimes they even quote legal precedent and like U.S. precedent and law, but it's like, don't you guys not believe in that? Like, so I don't like how you would even use it.
They do up to a point. I don't know.
It's and all of it's performance.
It's a very selective, like performance arty kind of like. Oh, I don't have to obey because
I don't pay taxes.
You know, the Paramount Treaty of 1641 did state that no French ambassadors. You know, it's like whatever. It's a bunch of bullshit.
Come on,
they find some weird, obscure fucking bullshit that doesn't apply to shit, and they're like, it applies. No, it doesn't.
Like you wish it does.
Authorities said a records check showed that the two men were prohibited from possessing and owning firearms. Deputies found live ammunition, black gunpowder, and an improvised military-grade explosive device inside the car. They said, adding.
I wish they would just tell us what it is. I hate that, like, because what does that mean? Military-grade explosive device, but improvised.
I don't know. Probably like a pipe bomb.
What's a bomb?
Some kind
but how is that military grade? A pipe bomb is like maybe the antithesis of military grenade. Yeah, but like, I don't know. See, it's always so fucking confusing. Just show us a picture of it, man.
Yeah, show us how to make it.
You seized this shit. I want to see it. Flatfoot, you don't get to just allege everything. Come on.
Deputies then obtained a search warrant for the property in Johnson Valley, California, the community where the Russells reside. They discovered more military-grade explosives and ammunition, as well as firearms at the compound. A woman at the compound, Venus Mooney, 54, was arrested. The three were booked at the Morongo Basin Jail for
Morongo,
possession of an explosive device and possession of a controlled substance while armed. They're being held without bail. Pending.
They're going to be held for a while. Yeah, they're going to be in jail for a while.
Freeze, what's your name? Venus Mooney. What are you doing on this compound with a bunch of bombs? Nothing. Sounds like a horror movie or something.
Lindsey Graham praises Trump for making everybody afraid. Make them afraid.
See, this is what I'm talking, dude. There is so much fucking gay energy in the GOP, man. All of these fucking guys want to blow Trump, dude.
When I saw him, when I kneeled before him, I trembled, Lord.
Lord, he made me so scared of my loins.
You know, and I mean, but the more scared I got, the more dripping my old Peter got, and I couldn't get an erection out of the fear, but it was all wet down there, and I sucked Trump's dick, and it was a beautiful thing, and
look,
there was terror in my heart, but there was also lust. It was a beautiful thing.
You want to prove your loyalty? Go ahead. Play it by Little Mushroom.
Stand by your call to have Putin be assassinated.
Do you stand by your call to have Putin assassinated? What?
Come again?
What's that?
Say what, girlfriend? One more time.
I would say, yeah, probably.
Still stand by.
Yeah, I hope he'll be taken out one way or the other. I don't care how they take him out. I don't care if we send him to The Hague and try him. I just want him to go. Yes, I'm on record. Please understand, Senator Lindsey Graham, if John McCain were here, he'd be saying the same thing, I think. It's time for him to go. He's a war criminal.
Now say the same thing about George W. Bush.
If that was the case, there's a bunch of people, including yourself, that probably need to go. You fucking idiot, dude. I hate people that talk like this, and I hate people that fall for this type of shit. I hate people that are involved in like publicly supporting this type of talk. Like, this is just ridiculous. Like, we would be going ape shit over here if a politician of Lindsey Graham's stature in Russia was just like, yes, I think the American president should be assassinated by any means necessary. He's got to go. He's like, it's just like a game of opposites day watching these fucking people. Lindsey Graham, like anybody that's on record that Putin should be assassinated is unfit to serve in fucking government, bro.
Yeah, unless they're willing to say the same thing about George W. Bush, then I'll allow
right.
it.
Yeah, if there's logical consistency, but if Putin is somehow a war criminal in a world that George W. Bush and Biden and Obama and Bill Clinton aren't, You know what I mean?
Yeah. Then no.
I wish somebody had taken Hitler out in the 30s. So yes, that Vladimir
he's basically
Putin is not a
Hitler. I love
legitimate leader.
that, dude. I love the Godwin's law. You can't get past it. If you're talking foreign policy and you're painting somebody as a bad guy, who you gonna invoke?
He's like Hitler, man. He's
basically
just
Hitler.
Too. Hitler 2, the new batch. How it is.
Leader. He is a war criminal. He needs to be dealt with by the Russian people. I'm not asking to invade Russia to take him out. I'm not asking to send American ground forces in Ukraine to fight the Russian army. I am asking the Russian people to rise up and end this reign of terror.
Yeah, the Russian people.
Oh my fucking God, man! You're asking for a pop, man. Because if you want to see a popular revolt where the people hit the streets and fucking flush the tyranny, we might be able to hook you up a little closer to home, Lindsay.
Yeah, hopefully. I mean,
this is so disingenuous. When people like this call for the people of a country to rise up and take over, that's their biggest fear. Yeah. It's like Lindsey Graham's biggest fear in the world, and he's projecting it onto fucking Putin.
Now. Yeah.
Yeah.
For you and the world at large, that if you follow Putin, you're going to have zero future. I encourage what Zelensky said, that every American company leave Russia right now. Leave today. I think if we stick with it,
American companies, no. We're gonna keep profiting. Thanks.
A lot of them have left, but plenty of them are still there.
The Ukrainians fight for their own freedom. Provide them reasonable assistance on the military front to regain control of their skies. Help them with food and clothing and economic assistance. And strangle the Russian economy, that there will be forces emerge inside of Russia to end this. So I think the world is better off without
destabilize an area with economic sanctions and let the problem handle itself. Routine, huh?
Yeah, you know, it works so many.
That's all. It's worked out, man. Historically, that's worked out for the better every time we've tried it, man.
So I guess they don't have the clip of him saying the Trump.
Any day now, those North Koreans are gonna rise up against the fucking ill dynasty or whatever the fuck it is over there.
You know why I liked about Trump? Everybody was afraid of him, including me. Oh, God, he
just being in his presence.
Oh, yes, Mr. President. Oh, Mr. President.
I trembled in his presence. Oh, he's so scary.
The first time I saw President Trump, it was like,
oh my God.
It was like Jesus had walked into the room and then he lifted up his robes and big old pair of titties flopped out. I'm telling you, it was akin to that. It was awe and trembling deep in my loins, especially. Worship of a man that was clearly created greater than all of us. And he inspires fear and awe wherever he goes.
5 years at 6% unemployment or 1 year at 10%. That's what Larry Summers says we'll need to defeat inflation. Okay.
Oh,
I don't know.
We just gotta have like people with less money for a couple of years. You know, that'll bring inflation.
Former Treasury Secretary Larry Summers said unemployment in the U.S. would need to rise significantly for an extended period of time if it has any chance of curbing the inflation that is wreaking havoc on global markets. We need 5 years of unemployment above 5% to contain inflation. In other words, we need 2 years of 7.5% unemployment or 5 years of 6% unemployment or 1 year at 10% unemployment, Summers said in a speech in London. Okay. What? What?
I mean, he's probably right. This is how backwards the system is.
What, bitch?
Is it like the economy needs to be refreshed every once in a while with just massive
too much demand
unemployment.
Okay.
You just got to cut the demand side a little bit, give people less money to spread around, and then people will start lowering prices. You see what I mean?
Wow.
Well, Larry Summers also, they give him credit for the fact he's like, oh, if you pass the stimulus, inflation will be too high. He was also, he served the Obama administration, the Clinton administration. He was actually famously against regulating derivatives that would go on to cause the housing crash and, market.
Well, Larry Summers served under George W. Bush as well.
Oh, did he? I didn't know that.
Yeah. So no, Larry Summers is a scumbag going all the way back.
Not surprising.
Jesus. It's just like, I don't know how you get to this point where you just
I thought he had some kind of position.
I don't know where you get to this point in life or like in politics or like whatever, where your philosophy is just basically becomes like, what we need to do is just raise unemployment. We just need more desperation and starving people and stuff, and that'll take care of that inflation problem. It's like, woo. Well, even if that is the solution, fuck you. Maybe this, I don't know, maybe I could think of a few other solutions. Maybe it's time to make that animated romp with fucking
employment
Jimmy the Guillotine or whatever the fuck.
Too many people working now, TJ. A solution to that problem could be massive unemployment. People starving. Because remember, under a capitalist system, TJ, you're a bum unless you work. But now we're saying we have to force people out of work? Okay. But it all, you know what, TJ? Like the great circle of life and all shit, it all balances itself back in the end. The rich guy, he keeps getting richer, and you
things
keep having nothing.
Things will be better in 2024 under President DeSantis, dude.
Yeah,
DeSantis
I was wrong about Larry Summers. Larry Summers was just like a corporate dude, and then he was president of fucking Harvard.
Yeah, gotcha. President of Harvard. Yeah.
And then joined in the Obama years.
DeSantis draws huge cash haul from Trump donors. Though many donors are focused on November, when the governor is up for re-election, DeSantis' fundraiser signals he is a viable 2024 candidate. Ron DeSantis gears up for a likely 2024 White House bid, with or without Donald Trump in the race. The Florida governor is winning over some of the former president's biggest benefactors. DeSantis has attracted the attention of some of the nation's wealthiest Republican donors, including many who were key financiers of Trump's re-election bid or backers of high-profile Republican candidates and causes, according to Politico. A DeSantis-aligned political committee, Friends of Ron DeSantis, has received $3.4 million this election cycle from 10 donors who collectively spent $24 million on Trump's re-election bid. Most of the high-dollar donors had never given contributions in a state-level Florida election, while those who have previously provided funds have significantly increased their spending for DeSantis during the 2022 midterms. Though many donors are focused on November, when the governor is up for re-election, DeSantis' fundraiser signals that he is a viable 2024 candidate who may not need the former president's backing, and one who is sapping some financial support from Trump.
If Trump runs, DeSantis, I mean, like, look, they did it with Cruz. I mean, there's going to be people that are if Trump runs again, they're going to have people run against Trump. They never liked Trump to begin with. I mean, of course, like, he eventually just had a very fucking typical goddamn Republican administration. I mean, it was just filled with corruption. I mean, so was Reagan's. I mean, hundreds of people in the Reagan.
Not only that, but he's like basically in Trump's fucking little nutsack orbit. You know what I mean? He's basically like non-clinically insane Trump.
DeSantis has already raised more than $100 million, a record-setting pace for a single election cycle in Florida, and is an overwhelming favorite to win re-election this year, a victory that could leave him with a huge war chest as the 2024 election cycle begins.
Well, there's I hate that we're already kind of like going into speculation mode about 2024, but it's just how this country works now, so I'm just going to go with it. You know what I mean? It's like,
I know. I feel you. Like the minute after an election's held, I'm like, all right, so we have like all right,
Biden's president. Who's the next president going to be, huh?
Yeah.
Well, it's because America's done such a shit job lately. We're like, maybe if this person gets in charge, it'll be. Oh no, it's not. You know, it's like we get the fantasy every 4 years that things will be different. You know, right?
So there's these like dual narratives that are starting to come up. Both of them kind of centering around like, I think not wanting to come right out and say it, but like, all right, Trump and Biden are too old. Like literally, Biden's basically non-functional and falling off his bike, and he's fucking stuttering over every goddamn word, and has developed a stutter that he didn't used to have, and he looks weird. It's just creepy.
You know, my favorite thing about Biden falling off the bike, though, I think you guys I hope you guys agree with me on this, is that he didn't fall off while in motion. He fell off when he stopped.
Yeah, stopped. He's at a complete stop, and he falls completely over.
When I heard about the video, I'm imagining Biden going along like, oh, you know, and like the bike, he just like he flips up or something.
One of the things that's interesting is that Biden, sorry, I'm not Biden. DeSantis here has actually chosen not to seek an endorsement from Trump for his reelection. So he's like intentionally avoiding Trump at this point.
Well, because he's the backup plan.
Well, I think he's increasingly becoming Plan A for the Republican Party.
Well, Plan A for the Republican Party is going to be dragged by whether or not Trump himself runs, because he'll run despite the fucking Republican Party. He'll fucking.
But I meant the people of the Republican Party. I think that they're looking more and more of like, Trump was too fucking mask off. This DeSantis guy, he says all the right Trumpy shit, but he's got
Trump
that
has a lot of supporters
political
still.
fucking shit going on.
So, I mean, it's hard if Trump doesn't get out of the picture. I mean, Trump can throw the race either way. So DeSantis might, or if he was going to run, might have had a pretty good chance of winning the nomination. With Trump running, who knows?
I don't know. I feel like if DeSantis and Trump get thrown into the mix together, unless there's some real combustible shit that just like is totally unforeseeable, I think DeSantis is going to come out on top of that.
You think?
Oh yeah.
I don't know. There's lots of people carrying water for Trump for a long time.
Not only am I going to predict that DeSantis is going to win the primary, I'm going to predict that he is going to be your next president.
Oh, shit!
I'll throw it out there.
A hot take, dude. Hot take from TJ.
That's
He's
what I believe.
DeSantis all the way.
We'll see.
Well, you were wrong. You had a good track record until you fucking thought Trump was going to be reelected, man. You had to pay me a lot of money, TJ. Oh, wait. Yep, you haven't paid me that money.
I don't know.
Yet.
My predictions are pretty reasonably good. The worst one I ever did was I thought that Howard Dean was going somewhere, but I didn't foresee that he was going to go woo or whatever the fuck and
somehow
destroy his career. I don't know how that works, but yeah.
Let's just play woo a lot, and then people are like, "Oh, I don't like him because he said
it's
woo."
Too bad Donald Trump never said woo.
Why do these guys? He does the same thing Trump does. Why does he dress in a suit that looks like it's like 2 sizes too big for him? Doesn't it look like that suit is comically too large on him?
It's probably because he has a rather unimpressive physique under there.
Is he tubby?
Yeah, he's probably a little tubby.
Well, I'm looking at Ron DeSantis. Like, is he?
I don't know. Is there a shirtless pic? Can we see him shirtless? Can we see him naked?
Because it looks like
his balls. Can we see
that suit is so ill-fitting, man. That suit is so unflattering. It's like he's swimming in it.
I don't know. That's like the new thing. They like big suits that they swim around in. I don't know how that works.
Lame.
All right, we're gonna do French fries. We talked about this. We're gonna do it.
This is easy.
We're gonna I don't like these. This is like we gotta change this up. There we go.
Dude, DeSantis is just a younger Trump. Like, if you put them next to each other, they're both like they both have this. They wear the same kind of suits because they're both kind of fat. DeSantis maybe just a little less fat because he's younger.
Well, I don't know if I'll go so far as to say, because I honestly think like it's incumbents' ball. Just because we've had a couple of recent examples of incumbencies being interrupted does not change the overall trend. Like, an incumbent in a presidential race usually pulls out second term.
I mean, this guy, like, Biden is so
he's so
bad though.
But people showed like he's no worse now than he was.
Level,
He's no worse now than he was during the fucking campaign in 2020.
Yeah, but now people have got a taste of him. People back then were kind of like, maybe he's gonna, and then it's like, no.
Well, remember, he's the ultimate centrist, right? He's gonna be the one that, look, there's gridlock, but I'm gonna be the one to be able to reach across the aisle because me, old Joe Biden, and I'm gonna solve the problems. And it's like, oh, he's just completely ineffectual and he does nothing.
On the other end of that, there's people that like delude themselves for comfort by saying that Joe Biden has been the greatest fucking president ever and blah, 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 blah.
I don't even, those people are lost.
Go to Twitter right now. Go to Joe Biden's fucking Twitter account and look at any of the replies. There's your people.
Oh, you're right, dude. Every time I go on Twitter and I see anything about Biden, it's just like,
thank you, Mr. President, for being the most honest and transparent president.
Thank you for restoring dignity to the White House, Mr. President.
Yeah, it's fucking horrible in there, dude. The comment section in a Joe Biden tweet is like, it's like Fallujah. If you know, you never check that shit, TJ?
Not really. I don't.
You gotta check that shit, man.
Joe Biden latest tweet says the price of gas is up by $2 a gallon since Putin accelerated its military buildup, and those high prices pose a challenge to working families. Today, I'm calling on Congress to suspend the federal gas tax for 3 months to provide. That's a terrible idea. That's gonna cut off all our infrastructure funding is already shit. You're gonna cut off the one source.
Do you know what's crazy about that? So there's a 24-cent diesel tax in the U.S. and they're on a federal level. States can tax.
On.
I mean, so states that have higher gas prices, like California and Washington, the West Coast. One of it's the level of the distance between refineries and the refining capacity. Of course, there's obviously global oil markets, but they tax their oil more. They tax those products more.
Thank you for trying, Mr. President. Gas is unreasonably expensive, particularly out here in the Wild West, but it's greed that has contributed to the prices. Cancel all student debt right now. I demand it.
This is
if
fucking
the president
so
can
stupid.
affect gas prices, how does some foreign president affect them? Yet you could have avoided this conflict in Ukraine and chose not to. The price of gas would have gone up even without Putin's war because the Trump OPEC deal gutted global oil supply. Everyone's got a fucking different take on this motherfucking shit.
The Putin price hike.
Here's the right take, dude. A bunch of people want to make money off that commodity. They saw a golden opportunity and they're fucking taking it. That's what's going on. As far as lowering the gas tax, it's stupid. You already said it. It's just gonna fucking the infrastructure in this country is already underfunded. We're just going to underfund it some more to save people a few cents, which guess what? Those gas companies could just go and fucking raise the price 18 cents.
Anyway, let's stop talking about all this fucking bullshit that doesn't matter. Let's talk about something that fucking matters, god damn it.
True that. I hate politics and fucking the current events and shit now, man. It's just... Dude, it's so passe to be another one of these fucking like people commentating the end of the world. What about the shit that really matters?
What about fucking like French fries, man?
Yeah.
How about the fucking goddamn French fries?
There might be blood in this one, man, because I don't know. Unless you guys are smart. I don't know how smart you guys are. French fries.
I'm gonna. If it was between becoming a time traveler who had to strangle every human being that ever existed in their crib, going all the way back to the beginning, or getting rid of French fries, I would strangle every human being.
Amen.
One at a time, and look into their little infant eyes as they passed away, knowing that they would never be subjected to a cruel world with no fucking French fries in it.
True.
Hideous. I guess we probably need to don't know because there's some of these places that I definitely
some of these places we're probably not going to have gone to every one of these. Probably most of them, though, I would imagine.
Yeah, most of them I think I've had at least something.
Most of them we've probably been to. Don't know. All right, let's see.
All right.
So Arby's are like mid-tier fries.
They got the curlies, though. They got the curlies.
The curlies are good, but they're usually Saga Dog. Looking at this.
Saga Dog.
I gotta say, I don't know, man. They're pretty good. Whatever, man.
They're not good, man.
Good.
They're not good.
I say
they're not good.
Kirk blockade, TJ. Good.
Man, I thought I was dealing with some serious French fry connoisseurs here, but we got Arby's good.
Arby's good, bro. I'll be good.
Yeah, we're done now.
A&W.
McDonald's gonna be down in the toilet. This is it's Bizarro Day here on fucking Deep Fat Fried, y'all.
Man,
not based on the regular fries.
Arby's fries are fucking mids. Nobody. When are the last time you heard somebody organically mention like, you know what's a good fucking fry, bro? Arby's, man.
Just the other day.
I think they're pretty good.
Just the other day, I was like,
get out. Get the fuck out.
Just the other day, organically, like, hey, Arby's fries, pretty good, huh? I'm like, yeah, right, bro.
You know, actually, now that I was thinking about it, I was walking down the street the other day, and I happened to overhear these two gentlemen discussing fries, and they were like, you know what has pretty good fries? Arby's. And I was like, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Like, if I were rating them on a scale of God tier patates to I don't know, definitely put them at good with a U, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, me too, dude. Organically.
Yeah. Exactly how it went down. Wow. Did you hear that
Crazy.
same
Well, I stand overruled by public sentiment then.
I know. Hey, it happens sometimes.
TJ,
you know,
is so
what are you going to do?
Okay, fine.
I guess all the people that rant and rave about how fucking good Arby's fries are just don't.
They don't talk to them,
they don't talk to me.
They're not that good, but they're good. How about A&W?
Forgettable.
Yeah, I don't really. I feel like I go there and I've eaten their shit, and I don't really remember the fries. So I'm gonna say they're probably not good, right?
Yeah,
I mean, they're probably not.
They're dog shit because I'd remember if they were dog shit. So I assume they're probably just here at this like not good level.
So this next one is
Burger King.
Dog shit.
Dog shit. Right?
Dog shit. Everything that comes out of this chain now is dog shit.
Dude, those Burger King fries, last time I had them, I don't know if Burger King, I feel like they change their fries all the fucking time. But I don't know. The last time I had them, which was quite a while ago, the last time I went to Burger King, it was because they were doing their version of the Big Mac. They were like, we're going to do an actually big Big Mac. It's the big...
Yeah, the Big King.
Big King or whatever the fuck. Yeah. And I went and got one of those, and I took 3 bites of it, and I'm like, this is fucking disgusting. I just threw it out of my car.
It's like a wet
But it came with
diaper.
yeah, I came with fries, and I ate some fries, and they just tasted like chemically. Like they tasted unnatural. I'm just like, these fries are fucking horrible. I don't know.
So I'll tell you what I get every time in the last 10 years I've been to a Burger King. Probably here's what you get. You get one of two things.
Mm-hmm.
You get the big wet pile of fries that's been sitting in the fry bucket so long that it's like gotten all juicy or whatever, and they're just like moist because of the steam and shit. Or you get the little desiccated, crispy, overly cooked, crunchy, sat under the heat lamp too long fries. Like they were made from somebody else's order, but that person canceled or whatever, and they sat around on the fucking counter for fucking 24 hours. Fries, yeah.
Ugh.
It's bad. Like Burger King's standards of service are at the bottom of the fast food industry. Like their shit is just inedible and gross.
Has anyone here eaten Bojangles? Because I have not.
I
have not eaten Bojangles.
Don't know.
So
Carl's Jr.
I had Carl's Jr. not that long ago. I'll be honest with you. I got a double Western combo or whatever a couple weeks ago.
It's not been that long for me. There maybe a few.
So their fries are not.
They're not
bad.
Great, but they're not bad.
They're
I'd
good.
say probably
burgers
good.
are why you go to Carl's Jr., dude. You go for a big ass burger.
I just
fries,
say
think
good.
yeah, I'm fine with that. I can't even honestly remember them.
I'm fine with the Western bacon burger or whatever. They put the onion rings on it.
That's a good
that shit's
motherfucker.
fire.
That is a good.
So
motherfucker.
Charlie's. Has anyone been to Charlie's?
I've been to a Charlie's, but I don't think I got fries. So I don't really know.
I think I've been to one as well, but I don't remember the fries. So either I don't know or dog shit.
That's just what I don't know. So Checkers/Rallies has some fucking bitchin' ass
God tier.
fucking fries.
God tier.
I mean,
God tier,
like,
man.
that's like the only thing they got good on their motherfucking menu.
Yeah, I don't even care about the big Buford, whatever fucking burger they have at Rallies or Checkers, depending on where you are in the country. I just want the fries.
Yeah, those fries have like that spicy coating on them.
Motherfucker.
And I think they're fried in a different type of oil.
Crispy too. I think they're peanut oil fried.
Yeah,
sure.
and I think it's the only place that does that. I think other places
I don't know if
use
it's
like
the only,
vegetable
but it's
oil.
fucking,
Or whatever.
I'm pretty sure they do use peanut oil for their. Let me see what they fucking.
They do. Yeah. I was trying to remember what it was. Yeah.
Peanut oil. Yeah, that's the way to go.
Those fries have a great flavor to them, and they're usually very crispy. And yeah, dude, they're fucking god tier.
Dun, 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 dun.
Everything else is fucking shit tier there. They're
So
like
I was wrong.
Every sandwich, every
Rallies,
burger.
Rallies and Checkers actually does use vegetable oil. So,
dude,
so good.
The Rallies was pretty good when I was a teenager.
Yeah,
I
remember.
You guys
that.
remember the big Buford?
Dude, remember that commercial for that shit?
Well, there was like
back in the day, it was good. The sandwiches there now suck.
That's what I was saying. Like when I was a teenager, when I was in high school and shit, they had that $1 big Buford or whatever, or buy one get one for $1. Dude, I used to get 2 big Bufords all the time and just eat that.
Yeah,
it was like $4 or some shit for both and a drink.
I remember they had that commercial where the dude was like covered in all these like chicks and shit. Some other guy's like, "What has he got that I ain't got?" And they're like, "Probably a big Buford." So it's like, you know. It's like a dick
but I made
joke.
the mistake, dude. You remember that it was for the DP trip to New Orleans.
Yeah, you went to that
And
Rallies.
Yeah, the first night I was there, we all decided to go get some food. We looked what's in the neighborhood, and there's like a fucking Rallies.
Yep.
And I got a big Buford combo, and I did not get a big Buford. The big Buford has changed into something
Buford.
horrible and gross.
Dude, okay, I remember driving to that fucking Rallies too. Like, I've never had a place where I've ordered, like, gone to a fast food where I've ordered where the person never actually talked to me. Like, I ordered the food, like, I don't even know. I just was like, hello, and they're like, and then they were talking to somebody else there that they were working there. They handed me the food. I tried to ask for something else, and they just did not acknowledge my existence beyond that. I was like, okay. So then I'm like, I'm driving back. I'm like, they're not gonna like this food. And then no one did. It was horrible.
Chick-fil-A with their weird ass waffle fry bullshit.
I mean, I don't hate them, but they're not really great. They're kind of just like they're there.
Yeah,
I wouldn't
they're
say
like
dog shit, but
severely outshone by the sandwich and forgettable. Honestly, I usually forget when I go to a Chick-fil-A that they even offer fries because I'm just there for the sandwich. You know,
I get the sandwich, and if I get the combo, I get the mac and cheese. I don't get the fucking fries.
Talk about them Church's chicken, boy. Get that Church's chicken. Oh yeah.
I can't even really judge because I haven't had the fries at a Church's, and I don't know how fucking long.
I don't know
get
either.
The fucking fries there.
I'm not sure.
Good. I know I've had them. They're not good.
Culver's.
Don't know what Culver's.
I've
had Culver's. The fries are standard.
They're just like, yeah, they're pretty whatever. I just say not good.
Yeah, not good.
Del Taco.
I've had their fries. I actually have had a burger and fries at Del Taco. I remember the fries being pretty good, but I think they are crinkle cuts. I don't think you'd like them too.
I don't know. I don't remember.
I think they're not good. I mean, they're not.
Yeah, I'm
they're
just gonna
not
put them
great,
here at this mid. I'm gonna assume they're mid. Dairy
DQs
Queen, I know, is pretty mid.
No, I think dog shit, dude. DQ's fries suck. Oh yeah.
All right. You probably have eaten there more than me.
I mean, pretty much anything from a Dairy Queen now sucks.
Yeah,
it's
except for maybe
sad.
the Blizzard. I don't know. Maybe the Blizzard's
That burger,
bad too.
good fries, but the burgers are way better. So I definitely prefer the burger there to the fries. I would say they have good fries personally.
I'm trying to think if I even remember.
What is that?
Fat Burger?
I used to go to one. In Palmdale. They have them in California. I think they're mainly West Coast. If I'm
Yeah,
right.
I couldn't see it. Yeah, Fat Burger. I haven't seen one in years, but back in the day, the fries were not like the star of the menu for sure.
No, definitely not.
They had a good sandwich, but the fries were not like, damn, I got to go to Fat Burger and get another.
That's good.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know you guys are going to downvote Five Guys for sure. So
I think they're fucking. I don't know. I'm tempted to go dog shit, but I won't go quite dog shit because they do kind of taste good, but they're just always mush. They're always fucking mush.
How sweaty they are.
I'm outvoted on this one, so whatever.
They're wet and sweaty, dude. When you reach into the fucking Five Guys bag, every fry is like damp with its own fucking excreted moistures and shit.
I like them, man. I don't know. Hey. I've never
Just go get some mashed potatoes if that's the consistency you're looking for. I never heard of this place. Have you guys heard of the Habit Burger Grill?
I think I've seen it on fucking DoorDash, but I don't know that we've ever gotten anything from it.
In-N-Out.
In-N-Out burger.
Dude, In-N-Out, the fries are made right there in front of you.
Good
like
as
they
fuck,
actually
dude.
cut up the potatoes there and make them. They're home style, so they got like a little bit of skin on the ends, you know?
Yeah, they're pretty good
For
there.
that style.
You think it should be? You think it should go up to great?
Yeah, they're great. They go the extra mile for that shit. You know what I mean? Like they actually put a lot of effort into their fries, and it shows. So I think putting them anywhere like below great.
I hate In-N-Out fries. Too much salt. You know you could ask for it without salt, right?
Yeah, they make them right there. You can literally ask them for no salt, and you'll get a nice hot,
Quit being
fresh
a pussy
batch,
and
just
just
like everybody.
ask for it the way you want it. You stupid faggot.
Oh man, dude, yeah, people just like go through and get it like how the house makes it, and then complain. It's like, man.
Yeah, Jack in the Box not good.
Anyway, Jack in the Box. I don't know. I haven't had good Jack in the Box in fucking years. I don't know. Some of the fries are pretty bad at this point.
You got two choices at a Jack in the Box, which ups their fry game, I think, a little bit. Because you got like normal fries. Actually, you got three.
Really?
At a Jack in the Box.
Okay.
You got normal fries. You can get your like the normal standard Burger King / McDonald's style fry, which is mid. The curly fries, which a lot of people swear by, but it really depends on what kind of batch of them you get. Like if you get a hot, fresh, crispy batch, they're pretty decent. But if you get like a soggy, been sitting in the fucking tray for an hour batch, they're pretty raunchy.
Yeah,
All I know is I used to go to Jack in the Box pretty often. But
Sourdough
every time
Jack,
I've tried to go in the last 10 years, it's been fucking horrible. So
Yeah, there was some in Bellevue we'd go to, but yeah, it was always super slow. And the food was always like, meh. That's like,
yeah, like I haven't been to a good Jack in the Box forever. I'm sure they still
Dude,
are
Jack
out
in the
there,
Box
but
is still god tier for me because they still have the fucking sourdough Jack, and it's still made with that fucking buttery ass, light ass sourdough shit. It still tastes good. That's all I ask of a burger joint is that they have the old thing that they were known for and that it's still okay. And so I don't know, man. Their fries are not like legend tier. It shouldn't be up next to In-N-Out, but I'd say good.
I'll give it good just because
They've got like a sweeping.
They got like this I think you probably still have access to a good Jack in the Box, and on the ones I've gone to have just been.
I think the ones that I've been to that are in the West are pretty fucking good, and the ones I went to in the South were pretty fucking shit tier.
Yeah, they're pretty bad here around.
So,
dude.
KFC,
You know, it
their
depends.
fries are just kind of like potato wedges, right? Am I remembering that right?
I think didn't they have some new fries come out?
Yeah,
So
I think they've got normal fries now.
Okay, I don't know. I haven't been.
I haven't tasted this, so I have to go. I don't know because their fry game might be up.
Anyone feel like they could go? They know. I don't really feel like I know.
I don't. I haven't been to KFC in fucking forever. So
well, I can tell you,
is
I went to a Long
gross.
John's. Everything at Long John
Dog
Silver's
shit.
is dog shit.
Dog
I'm just gonna
shit,
tell you right now.
100%.
There's
Dude, it's
nothing
so
good there.
sad. Dude, when I was a kid, Long John Silver's used to be really fucking good.
Yeah.
Dude, they had this like breading. I don't even know if they do it
Dude,
anymore.
I used to eat Long John Silver's all the fucking time when I lived near
Dude,
one. But I went.
there was
to, I
those
tried
chicken strips
some,
that had
like, recently, and they've gone so fucking downhill.
Dude, they had those chicken strips that had like the crispy, super fluffy French like fish breading on the outside of them.
Mm-hmm.
They dipped that in the same shit they dipped their pieces of fish in, and their chicken tenders were fucking. And they had hush puppies too, and now they're just inedible. Like I don't know why they still exist.
Some sec. Why are you? Your fucking weird hatred of the McDonald's fry is like bizarre and strange and fucking not welcome. You know, you're a bad person.
It's
that's all I'm saying.
You
know
give
what,
me the
just put
fucking
some-
creeps, man.
Yeah, it's a
Let's
weird. Like
have
you're
the
not. I mean,
misery.
like you're trying to pass as human right now, and I'm not buying it. Okay.
Yeah, nice try, Alien. All right,
Dude, the standard by which others are judged.
bow down to the golden arches.
I mean, I think the Rally's fries are actually a little tastier in my opinion, but I mean, McDonald's fries, you get some good ass fresh McDonald's fries. That's not.
Love them.
I don't know. There's pretty much nothing.
They're still
I'll
the
fucking turn
baseline.
down.
They're still they're the fry that every other fry gets compared to by default.
Popeye's fries are not that good. They suck.
They're
I'd say
good.
They're not good.
They were the first ones to figure out to throw a little sugar in there with the fries. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They got a little bit of that sweetness to them. They got that like golden, fluffy, crunchy fucking. They're just like, I don't know, dude. They're great. McDonald's
Love
fries.
that chicken from Popeyes, but you know they say
fries
chicken,
suck.
not
The
fries.
fries suck, man. I don't know. They're not good to me.
They should just say that. Love that chicken from Popeyes, but the fries suck.
Yeah, really.
Now with 10 convenient locations.
Raising
This
Cane's
next one's
fries
dog
are
shit.
ass.
Some of the worst fucking fries you'll ever
You know
have.
what?
in your
In
life.
fact,
Don't even bother if you
Wait,
like.
what
if
happened?
You want to go to Raising Cane's?
no,
You've
no,
never
no,
been
no.
there. Double toast.
I don't. I didn't really. I was like I said, dude. Raising Cane's the only thing about it that impressed me was the sauce. I didn't even really like the chicken that I dipped in the sauce. I thought the sauce was pretty good, but it seems like a pretty standard sauce. It's like one of those pink sauces that are clearly like mostly like mayo and ketchup. You know what I mean? And they've
Yeah.
got like some spices in there with it.
yeah, I don't.
It's really
want-
weird because Raising Cane's is a place that's like policy. That's like your opinion. It's like I don't understand why anyone goes there. People just love it.
Yeah, I don't
just
know.
haven't really seen
yeah.
anything like
I've always
that.
liked Raising Cane's, but I've always fucking hated their fries, and I will just like not.
Yeah, I
feel-
like their chicken, but the fries I will make no defense.
I
of.
try to
They
get
are
double
fucking
toast when I
garbage.
fucking remember, or I just like tell them like no fries or whatever. They don't. I don't know. They
I
don't
just do
fry them
double
enough.
Texas
It's just
toast,
mush.
dude.
It sucks. Shake Shack. I've only
Where's
been to
Carl's Jr. on this fucking list, man?
right
They
there.
rated it.
Oh, is it? Okay, good.
Yeah,
Okay,
we
just
already
making sure.
Paul's
Okay.
like making sure like there's not even a miscarriage.
Where the
of
fuck
justice.
is? Oh
Like
yeah.
that.
Okay,
Where
cool.
Carl Jr. at, man? Okay, making
Shake
sure.
Shack. No one goes there for the
I've
fries.
never. I've been there one time in my life. I don't really remember the fries.
I've been
I
a
remember-
couple of times. I've had Shake Shack a couple of times.
It's okay.
Their fries are, forgettable.
Mid.
So I'd say not good.
Okay.
Yep.
Smash
Smash
Burger.
And
Smash
then
Burger, I
burgers.
feel like has pretty decent fries. I don't know.
I haven't been
Burgers
to.
are good. The fries, I would say good.
I say, yeah, I don't know. I almost wish I had like something in between these two, but I'd say
I
they're a
won't
little
say they're
better
not
than this
good.
shit. So I'll put them up
But-
here.
Anytime
But
there's a
they're
Smash
like
Burger-
amongst the company they're in. I would say they're the least. Well, I don't know. I haven't had good Jack in the Box in a long time, so I'm just taking Paul's word on that. Sonic
I mean, they're,
fries,
you know,
they're
good.
they're like whatever. I don't know. Probably not good.
Not good.
Yeah,
They're
whatever.
edible,
Yeah,
but like,
I'm not
I'll
going to
eat
argue
them,
about it.
but I'm never excited for the fucking fries.
Bacon shake.
Steak and fake
Dog
fries fucking
shit.
suck.
Shit
Dog
tier.
fucking
Shit tier
shit.
garbage fry. No good.
Taco Bell's
I
nacho
assume we're talking
fries.
about the nacho fries there, right?
I'd say they're actually good.
They're
to
pretty
be honest
fucking
with
good.
you.
If you get them,
I've tried them.
I was
I liked the nacho fry.
I say they're good. They're not fucking. They're not god tier or
If
anything.
Taylor
like
got
that.
me something, I'm like, I'm not gonna like them. Then I ate the whole thing. I'm like, I actually like them.
They were
It
better
helps
than
they
I.
give you cheese with them too, but even by
They
on
were
their own,
better
they're
than
not
I
bad.
expected them to be, and that's pretty rare when it comes to like a fast food item that's new.
Seriously.
So.
Yeah.
seriously, man. Fucking Wendy's actually, I think, has pretty good fries now. Their old fries, I'd have ranked them dog shit. but they've actually kept upping their fry game. Surprisingly,
The Wendy's near me, like so many other places, is just awful. So I don't really.
Wendy's
go
by
there,
you is unusable, but the Wendy's by me is not. So
back when I used to live in Ohio, where there was good Wendy's, the fries were really good. So I'll say that's probably still the case. Whataburger,
easy, but
fries there are not that impressive, really.
No, they make a good companion for the burgers.
They're not bad though.
Yeah,
They're not unwelcome. They're not unwelcome, bro. The fucking meals over at the Whataburger, you get all three.
And here's
and
my
you eat
vote.
all three.
Because I've probably been to a Whataburger most recent of anyone, because I live pretty close to one, and I
Yeah.
can tell you I finished all the fries, so I'm gonna go good.
Okay, well you would know better.
They're pretty good.
And they got the spicy ketchup. They got the spicy ketchup too.
White Castle, I have no idea. I've tried.
Yeah,
I can't eat
I
that
can't
shit,
summon
so
a memory of the
Garbage,
fucking
dude.
fries at White Castle.
I'm just gonna assume it's fucking dog shit like everything else. I guess I'll.
Zaxby's is just not good.
Raising Cane's, you get your own unique spot in hell. You don't fucking share that with anybody.
That's earned.
You
Zaxby's
suck.
fries are forgettable.
You know why it's especially painful coming from you, Raising Cane's? Because I like most of what you have on offer. You're a very simple place. I like your chicken. I like your sauce. I like your little fucking Texas toast thing.
They should close all their restaurant
coleslaw,
locations and just sell that sauce, man. I'd buy that sauce in a bottle, but I ain't going to no fucking Raisins and Canes no more, man.
Say,
Fuck that
it's
shit.
divisive chicken, but I'm on the fucking side that likes it, so.
If I ever find myself having lost my way somewhere and I end up in the South, I know I'm going to keep on driving if all there is a Canes, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Keep going till you see them golden arches, baby, or them upside down arches of the Whataburger. You know what I mean? Take your pick.
I mean,
One is basically just a mirror of the other.
I would take Whataburger over.
Dude, Whataburger is McDonald's. I don't know. It depends on the fucking mood I'm in, dude. Sometimes I gotta have some McDonald's chicken nuggets, dude. That's the one thing on their menu that cannot be replicated in my mind.
That's true.
No other chicken
it's like
nugget
Waffle
is
House hash browns. There's like no one else does it that way. You just
you're
can't
right.
find it.
no other chicken nugget is made like that, and it tastes like nothing tastes like it, dude.
Whataburger's
Dude, I
chicken strips are legit.
dude, I literally spent. I mean, I'm good. I'm pretty good in the kitchen, and I spent like 2 months of my life trying to replicate the fucking Waffle House hash brown at home, trying to figure out how to fucking do it, what fucking combination of factors you got to do to make that fucking happen. I never fucking got even goddamn close.
You're not in a shitty greasy spoon diner, dude. That's your problem. Like the layer of grease.
It
in a
has to be
Waffle
cooked
House,
on that cooktop that's cooked all that other shit, you know?
I'm telling you, if you walk into a Waffle House and it was clean, I'd walk right out. I'd walk right the fuck out. I'd be like,
I mean,
look,
you
we're
probably
clean.
just need a griddle, dude. You got a griddle.
I tried it.
You got to get it. You got to get a good ass.
I tried it on the griddle, dude. It didn't. You can't do
Use
it.
butter and not oil.
I mean, yeah, I did that too. I did every fucking thing. I tried every fucking thing I could think of. I couldn't fucking make it happen.
Can't do
tried
it,
it with
TJ.
fresh potatoes. Tried it with frozen potatoes. Tried it with fucking butter. Tried it with oils. Tried it fucking
But
this temperature and
that
that
they're
temperature.
not. They don't do the frozen potatoes thing.
They do actually. I
do
found.
they?
I did research. I found out that they do use frozen shit. And
they
actually, you
did
will
the-
get better results with. I will say this: the results that I got with frozen potatoes was way better than the times I fresh grated shit and tried to get all the starch out and dried it out and shit. You definitely get better results with the fucking frozen.
Smothered and covered.
I think it's because it sucks a lot more of the moisture out of the potato, and it helps
does.
crisp up faster. Anyways, Zaxby's. I don't know. I don't know shit about
I
it.
really do miss Waffle House, man.
Yeah.
I really do.
I live next to one. I don't go there, but
See, dude, when I lived next to one, I went there all the fucking time. There's so many times where in the middle of the night, I want the ambiance of a fucking Waffle House. And
yeah.
There's nothing even close to that anywhere. I'm not going to a Denny's. I mean, come on.
Yeah,
I have standards.
I feel like
I don't mean
some Denny's are actually really nice, but others fucking
in a certain type of situation, Denny's is okay.
Yeah.
Like you're on a drive.
Yeah.
And you're about to bed down for the night. You want to get a quick bite to eat, something that's big and filling, so you can just go into a food coma and sleep until you drive again the next day. Denny's is great for that.
It is, it really is.
Greasy spoon. But like any other fucking, like if you're going there to like actually taste some flavors on some shit,
you're probably not.
You know what I mean?
There's a million better options at that point. Haven't been to Denny's in years, but I love the sampler platter. I just love cheese sticks, so I'll just fucking.
Yeah, they've got just like a fuck ton of deep fried garbage there.
Yeah.
It'll fill you up, make you sleepy.
That's what you need on the road.
But
anyway.
like for me, like I didn't feel the same way. Like I swear to God, like a Waffle House breakfast, like the whatever it is, the.
Hey, you shit talking Denny's now too. You fucking.
Yeah,
you're not
whatever.
American.
You don't know
Who are you?
shit.
Where are you from? What planet do you come from? You fucking weirdo.
You don't know shit. He was probably raised in one of those fucking gated communities that we saw at the beginning of this. Gated community.
Probably the son of a jackal or something. Some kind of fucking.
I simply wouldn't deign to enter one of those low-class pleb.
Yeah, what do you like, motherfucker? Tell me what you fucking like.
Yeah, why don't
bitch.
you tell us what's good?
Tell me what's good, some sec, you fucking bitch. Tell me what the fuck you're fucking low rent fucking. You're actually snooty ass motherfucker. What do you like, bitch? What you into? What you into, motherfucker? Got a lot of on display about what you don't like. How about what you do like, bitch?
Got a lot of chest thumping going on over here.
Zaxby's, man. I don't know. Do you guys know Zaxby's? I don't know Zaxby's.
No, I don't.
Scotty?
I've been there. It's basically Raising Cane's competitor. Nothing special.
So we're just here, probably. Dog shit.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
Bastard from a basket. Waffle House cookout. What is cookout? You mean like you mean like you're out there cooking in a fucking grill or whatever?
Like a barbecue?
Yeah. Man, I bet this dude serves that dry ass chicken breast. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
That chicken breast that was done too hot and too long.
And then
you know what I mean?
they cover it in fucking barbecue sauce, trying to cover up their fucking mistake.
They slather barbecue sauce, but it's like shoe leather under there. I bet you go to this
restaurant.
This dude's place.
So Cookout's a restaurant.
Let me look up Cookout. I've never been there.
Yeah.
Is it an Aussie or some shit? That sounds like an Aussie restaurant.
Cookout.com. So they got fresh burgers and all this bullshit. Where's this even located? There's like 2 of these. Okay, so there's obviously this motherfucker lives in where the fuck is this? Greensboro, fucking Alabama. This is like an Alabama chain. No, this is fucking to the
it's a
east
fast
of
food
Alabama.
company operating in
North
Carolina, Alabama,
and Virginia primarily.
Yeah, Georgia, Kentucky, Maryland, South Carolina, Tennessee, Virginia, West Virginia, and Mississippi.
I only see them. I see a huge concentration of them around fucking North Carolina, basically.
Oh, there's one in Jackson, TJ.
I'm going to Jackson.
Take me down to Jackson.
So this is a Southern boy right here.
That boy from the South.
We gotta tell the Southern boy in here. Whatever, you're a piece of shit, motherfucker.
How do you grow up in the grease pit of the United States and have such fucking pleb
Turn your
opinions
back
on
at fucking
cars?
McDonald's, man. I mean, like, goddamn. Remember, the South used to at least have respectable goddamn taste. Now we don't even have that no more. Now it's like, oh, look, Cookout, generic burgers and bullshit.
I like generic restaurant.
Let's see this fucking bullshit. So yeah, they got barbecue shit, chicken nuggets, hot dog, corn
next
dog,
time I
hush
go
puppies,
through,
cheese quesadilla. They got a
Next time I
bunch
go
of
through Jackson,
milkshakes.
Mississippi, I'm gonna go the Cookout, dude.
The fuck is this
Bet you
shit?
it's shit though.
You know what?
Bet you
I'm
it's
going. Yeah,
fucking
if
dog
I ever see one of these, I'm gonna fucking go there. And you know what? If it sucks, I'm finding you and I'm kicking the shit out of you. Just
I
so
like
you know.
known quantities, man. You know something else I miss?
What?
Kind of. What was that fucking? God damn it! That country ass restaurant that's like also a store in there.
Cracker
Barrel.
Yeah, Cracker Barrel, bro.
Dude, that's everywhere. You can fucking find one of those. That's probably not even that far from you.
Dude, I don't trust one that ain't in the South, man. A Cracker Barrel that ain't down there in the South, I don't think is even.
Yeah, that's true, man. That's like going to Popeyes in like the North or something.
Yeah.
It's not the same.
Dear Kiki, this is I guess an advice thing. Usually we don't bother reading the advice given. We just give our own. Dear Kiki, how do I tell my friend her small business is a pyramid scheme? Here's how you do it. I'll just tell you right now. Hey, your business sounds like a fucking pyramid scheme, bro. I don't think you should do that.
Yeah, your small business idea sounds like a pyramid scheme.
Look,
there you go. You did it.
We recruit people to work underneath us that pay us money, and in turn we make money off them paying us. That sounds like a pyramid scheme. No, it's legitimate.
Let's hear. Let's see what the evidence here. Dear Kiki, I work a full-time job, but I'm an artist on the side. I make my own stuff from scratch. I've been doing it for a really long time. It's taken years of practice to reach my level of skill. But I have a friend that got sucked into an MLM selling kitschy, mass-produced tchotchkes and tries to sell them at some of the same art fairs I attend. Some of these fairs are good at catching and restricting MLMs, but hers sometimes slip through the cracks because the products look homemade. I don't think it's fair for her to sell her cheap, made-in-China stuff posing as a small business owner when the people around her are putting their time, money, and resources into their own crafts, especially when her things draw away customers. My question: if the customers would rather have that than your shit, then like I don't know, like if you're getting beat by cheap Chinese-made shit, maybe you're just not that good of an artist.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like to me. It sounds like her friend went to this fucking these fairs and is cleaning up, and she ain't making as much. She's like, "What the fuck? That's just cheap shit." It's like, well, maybe you should make better shit.
My question is, how do I approach her?
And art fairs are filled with this type of like shit too, where people like, you know, are mass produced, like buying shit cheap and then selling it as if it's artisan or whatever at one of these things on the convention floor.
Sure.
So like, this is just salt. This is salt about her booth not doing well.
Yeah, that's
and her
what it
art
seems like
not
to me.
selling anything. But
because you listen to the rest of it, it's just like
we're selling fine.
Yeah, it's like, oh, she won't stop because she's making a profit. Well, she's making a profit because people want what she's selling. So
she doesn't care about the MLM thing and doesn't care about the person. She's just butthurt about
her shit not selling enough.
Yeah. Oh, this sounds like total bullshit.
Like, how do I get back at my friend for selling more than me at a recent fucking event that we both did?
You didn't read the last.
Sorry. What? Yeah,
so my question is, how do I approach her about this and tell her that it's not okay? I've tried to explain to her that she's basically in a pyramid scheme, but she actually makes a small profit, so she's not willing to stop. I'd hate to make an enemy of her, since we have a lot of mutual friends, which is kind of make an enemy of the artist around her. How should I handle this? So you're saying everyone around you agrees, then why is it even an issue?
Why don't you walk up to this woman?
Go put some balm on that burnt and chafed booty. Because
walk up to this woman and say, I know I've probably presented myself as a nice, reasonable person, but I'm actually an insane narcissist. And it would be better off for you and everybody that you know if you ran screaming away from me and never spoke to me again, because I will suck every bit of fucking life out of you if I'm given the chance, and use it to prop up my ego for mere hours. So there you go. That's what you should do.
That's pretty much right. I think that's correct. Does my boyfriend like porn stars more than he likes me? Probably. Help me, doctor. I stumbled upon a startling search history on my boyfriend's computer, but let me give some background.
It should not be startling to anyone, by the way.
I can't believe my boyfriend jerks off.
What is he doing? Doesn't he love me? Why don't you love me anymore?
When the topic of physical sexual preferences has come up in our conversations over the last year of being together, he has mentioned the same few things he likes to see in women almost every time. Skin and bone body type, short as possible, with super small tits and a decent ass, blonde / brown hair, bleach pale skin, no trashy tattoos or piercings. The typical millennial beauty standard.
Wait,
is that what?
What are you talking about? There's plenty of
no tattoos or piercing.
Interest in partners. The problem is his porn searches vary between the unsurprising young, small, emo, blue-haired girl gets finger blasted to the extremely out of the blue and unanticipated big titty Arab ebony teens. I would think he was lying to me about his preferences if the latter was aimed towards MILFs and not teens, because MILFs could easily be explained as a simple fantasy which everyone has. They're not feasible or realistic, nor acted. It's not unreasonable or unrealistic to fuck a fucking Arab fucking ebony teen. So that's not impossible. There's no law of physics or something.
It's strange that in the privacy of his own home, this man is exploring his sexuality and things he likes. That's just disgusting. I can't believe it.
Though now I am worried that he's been telling me his preferences are conveniently all traits that I seem to have, but he doesn't search for porn with women who have that have those, because he already fucks that at home, stupid. He's already fucking that. You know, like, why was he, women that look like my wife. Like, give me a break, you narcissist.
What? Yeah, this is, I don't know, dude. This is one of those uncomfortable things that I feel like if you don't know, then you're never gonna know. You know what I mean?
Every time I mention considering my dyeing my hair black, goth girl, or getting more tattoos, or wishing I had bigger tits / could gain more weight, or wanting to go tanning, he tells me I shouldn't. And his reason isn't even the old sakes of preserving my body, but more because he likes another option / what I already have. But if he already likes darker skin and bigger bodies, which apparently his porn preferences, you don't know shit. You just need to fucking chill out. You don't understand what the fuck is going on. You're out of your fucking depth. You're out of your fucking element. You shouldn't be fucking looking through his search history because you're just getting the wrong impressions left and fucking right here. Okay.
He said he liked big old titties.
Like,
I don't think he loves me anymore.
What some dude fucking jerks off to and what he's actually into in real life are not necessarily the fucking same thing, first of all. And second of all, he already has you at home. So, like, and by the way, like, he has no fucking, like, he has input, I guess, on what you do with your body, but he doesn't fucking have say. So, like, if you want to go ahead and get those fucking tattoos or whatever the fuck you want,
go get tatted up and tan.
And let his ass deal with it.
His sexual fucking, like, ideal is not the guidepost by which you have to live your life because you happen to be dating the dude. I don't know. You should, like, just like the last one, I think you should go up to this guy and go, like, I'm showing signs of dangerous jealousy already at this point in the relationship, and I will probably suck the life out of you for a few years before I leave you, and I will be the one that cheats, but I will have accused you of cheating and, watching too much porn and shit a million times, and then it'll be me that ends up doing that.
Yeah, it looks like you got caught watching too much porn. It's like
the women. Why don't the women in your porn look like me? What's going on?
I don't trust you, so I invade your privacy, and then I don't like what I've received, even though we're in a relationship and ostensibly it's going well enough. But I'm just really jealous and insecure. And then you search privately and explore your own sexuality, and I just don't like the results of what I found while I was snooping through your shit. So, like,
yeah,
could you be different?
Well, like, imagine the shoe on the other foot here. Like, what if every time you flicked the bean, your boyfriend was obsessively, like, going through your phone and going, like, why are you searching for muscly guys? I don't have any muscles. You know what I mean? Or whatever the fuck it is that got you off that time. Like, you see what I mean? Like, it just comes, like, I feel like just a little bit of mirror
Why
empathy.
are you looking at these dudes with big dicks? I got a fucking little baby dick. What the fuck, bitch?
I mean, I got tiny things.
Like,
girl, I mean, what the fuck?
Stop.
It's like, just be glad you get to actually fuck, whoever you're actually fucking, or, end the fucking relationship and go fuck whoever you want. Like, I don't really care. But, like, ultimately you're showing signs of, like, dangerous jealousy and narcissism and shit. You should probably work on yourself and not worry about what your boyfriend's jerking his noodle
sounds
to.
like it. So anyway, this is Rob Schneider.
No, man.
What the fuck, TJ, dude? Don't we have a gentleman's agreement on this show that we don't mention Rob unless
we do? In fact, we have a contractual agreement that Rob Schneider shall appear only a certain amount of times a year, and you're burning one of them with this. I'm keeping count.
This is fuck, TJ.
Sorry about that.
You're a fucking.
I didn't know this.
You're
I didn't know
a
he
dick
did
bag,
this.
TJ. You're a bag, and you're filled
Rob
with
Schneider is one of the worst things. Like, you know how we were, like, I don't want to reveal too much to people. We can tease them a little bit. You know how we were talking about our gauntlets that are upcoming?
Yeah.
Right.
Dude, this popped into my fucking head, but I was like, I'm not going to be the one that puts that forward. Like, I am not gonna shovel.
Paul's like, it won't be me.
Yeah, and here I am doing it. But, like, I would, dude, his name immediately. I was like, dude, what if we watched a bunch of, like, Rob Schneider comedy and Rob Schneider interviews and movie interviews? Oh my God, it would be just as hard, if not harder, than Ben Shapiro was.
I agree, dude. Oh, and he's got some shit takes, dude. I actually follow Rob on Twitter. I mean, it's typical, just fucking California conservative bullshit, dude. He's anti-vax or anti-anything that makes any fucking sense. Anti-common sense.
Fucking goddamn housefly is tormenting me in here. I'm gonna get his ass eventually.
Housefly, just by the way, good job.
But we are many, TJ. Strike me down, and two more will rise in my place on the morrow.
Legion, TJ.
So,
Obey.
Rob Schneider here, he is at the Daily Wire premiere of their new movie Terror on the Prairie, starring Gina Carrero or whatever the fuck.
Terror on the Prairie, bro.
Yeah.
Terror on the prairie.
On the prairie. Here, I'll.
That sounds like it sounds like a story of somebody who got diarrhea on like a tour of a prairie area. You know what I mean?
So yeah, Gina Carano, I guess, the disgraced Star Wars bitch.
Fly. You ain't getting that fly, TJ.
She did a movie. It's like a Western, I guess, with some guns and violence and things. And, it's produced by these fucking twats over at you know, whatever it is, the fucking bullshit.
Whatever reprehensible sack of shit production company signed off on this.
The Daily Wire's production. You know, Ben Shapiro produced shit, you know.
Look, TJ, are you also a little jealous of me, TJ? Are you a little jealous?
A little jealous.
Rob Schneider came to my premiere, TJ, and he didn't come to your premiere?
Yeah, I'm very jealous. I wish he came to my premiere. He's trying to get work. I mean, he's like, hey, I'm here to see if I can fucking weasel my way into some work. Maybe my Chinese stereotype can get a full fucking movie over at Ben Shapiro Studios or whatever.
Yeah, Ben, I'm available. I mean, I'm just
Rob, how's it going?
Oh, sorry.
Rob!
Pleasure to meet you. Hey, so I got a question for you. As a veteran in Hollywood, how do you feel about, you know, what the Daily Wire is doing here? It feels kind of like the center of something new. Well,
oh yeah, sure does.
Yeah, the center. I thought he was going to say like the center of Satan's asshole or something.
Feels kind of like the center of Satan's asshole, huh? What do you think, Rob?
Industry leading actor Rob Schneider attends shitty premiere. Yeah, Rob, as someone who's a veteran of the industry, it's like, I mean, I guess that's true, but it's Rob Schneider.
Well, there is a fallacy in Hollywood of that the only states that matter are California and New York, and the other 48 can just do what they're told, or they don't count. And this is
we don't do what we're told over here in California, and there's no rules, and everybody knows the lawless state of New York. You know what I mean? Where there's no rules to nothing. We just impose the rules over here from our what is this paranoid fantasy that conservatives have about like I think it's because it's true. Like mostly coastal cities house like most of our population, and those tend to be more liberal. So there you go.
Yeah, it's just like they don't like it.
More people are in those places than
There's
the
people
flyover
there that
states.
disagree with me. I don't know.
Rob Schneider, dude. Where does he live? I guarantee this motherfucker lives in LA or some nice little hamlet. Oh, yeah. What about the flyover places? Well, hey, Rob, why don't you go fucking move there if you love it so much?
Yeah, man.
Why are we listening to it?
If the people are so much better and just everything is so much better in Kansas, why don't you go fucking settle down in Topeka there, Rob?
Yeah, have fun.
Why do you live in LA still?
Proof that Hollywood is missing out, and they're the ones who are at peril. They're underserving a huge
Hollywood
market.
is missing out by not making obviously skewed political ham-fisted fucking wank job movies and shit. No, they're really not. They're doing it every fucking day, bro.
Who aren't interested in indoctrination, who aren't interested in the correct ideology. They're interested in entertainment. And so it's great to see that the very fast growth of the Daily Wire.
Yeah, they're not interested in this ideology stuff, and that's why this right-wing company that's started to dip its toe into media is clearly the alternative you've been waiting for. The apolitical, films of the Daily Wire, produced by Ben Shapiro. It's like, what? Huh?
And everything's so corporatized, So when a right-wing ideologue contacted me and said, "Hey, do you want to produce propaganda for my fucking obviously right-wing news outlet?" I was like, I'd be happy to, sir. You fucking sellout piece of fucking shit, dude. Dude, the young Rob Schneider that was in all those fucking movies back in the 90s would spit on this old fucking conservative baiting dog whistling fuck that you become, dude. I hate this motherfucker, man. Once again, I want to slap that fucking silly ass fedora off his head. I want to rip off that fucking stupid ass Hawaiian shirt, that ironic, I'm dressed up, but I'm not Rob Schneider. Hey, you can do it thing he's still trying to ride on. Dude, just get jobs and shut up, man.
Support that, and also to support a terrific actress. Jean is terrific, and she's, I think she was wronged by his system for simply having a different ideology. Not wrong, but different. And if you take a look at, I don't want to say what her former employee, but
She said that conservatives being asked to wear masks during COVID-19 was akin to Jews in the Holocaust. So I would say that actually is
a different ideology.
I would say that's more than. I would say that actually is wrong. Yeah, I'd say that was pretty much wrong and stupid.
Wrong,
and
just different.
Pretty much. I honestly don't think she should have been fired for it, because there's idiots out there, but
I love the self-refuting nature too of these conservatives. They're like, we just don't like all this limitation of what you can say and what you can think, which is why we're cutting out all this woke perspective stuff. It's like, wait, what? Huh? Like, it's like you're dizzy with the fucking like complete and utter undermining of your first statement. You're not for free speech. You're for a fucking area where everybody has to watch red meat conservative bait like you like to make, and nobody has anything else to watch. Just like some of the fucking woke people that you lament are for exterminating your type. You know what I mean? You're no better, no worse.
Rhymes with schmizme. And, you know, Hollywood is always ready for a new blacklist any day now. And they did it again with her. And it was misogynistic.
Oh, my God. This idea that some people have been blackballed from Hollywood, why is it never like really talented people that get blackballed? Why is it always like sucks like fucking?
Yeah, I know, right?
Why is it like just shitbirds like
Kevin
you?
Kevin Sorbo's really been blacklisted by the Hollywood system.
I mean, look what they did to Kevin Sorbo. I mean, one of the most amazing, electrifying actors ever produced by America, and just blackballed. Like, no, you never hear about fucking Daniel Day-Lewis getting blackballed. You know what I mean? You never heard about fucking, you know, Philip Seymour Hoffman getting blackballed.
Dude, I mean,
it just doesn't happen because they're fucking talented. Maybe that has something to do with it. Maybe the fucking wild fedora and I'm a fucking crazy guy who can't dress up fucking Halloween looking costume that you're wearing ain't hitting anymore. Maybe you need to fucking think about your own output. Dude, you're Rob Schneider, bro. You're Deuce Bigelow. You're the animal. You're the dude that made some of the worst movies that have ever been made. And you're pontificating about like what makes a good movie and shit. Nobody wants to hear it.
And I support her, and I'm grateful to the Daily Wire to, you know, to pick somebody up after they were slapped down by a system that also
they picked them up because they were slapped down. The fucking Daily Wire couldn't give a fuck about Gina Carino or whatever the fuck until she became one of these like, oh, her career ended by wokeness martyrs and shit. So go fuck yourself, acting like, you know what I mean? You're just like, oh, we're just the unbiased counterpoint.
Dude, someone in the chat made a good point. Adam Sandler was so blackballed for being conservative. Yeah, I mean, Adam Sandler just can't get work, right?
I went through a whole list of like actors and directors and shit that are like Republicans or have been Republican at one point or another.
There's tons of them.
And there's literally
if they're talented, they get work.
There's a shit ton.
Yep.
Most of them do not go around whining about how they've been blacklisted because most of them haven't been, because they actually have talent. It's these motherfuckers that have zero talent who for some reason had like you can do it, and it's like, okay,
yeah, Rob, stay in your fucking lane, dude. You know what you need to do?
Go
like, fucking ride Adam Sandler's
work no more. It's like you don't get work anymore because you suck.
Yeah.
It has nothing to do with fucking your conservative values or beliefs. No one gives a shit.
Your shtick got old. And you probably did turn off a lot of people when you came out as one of these fucking little Trumpy wumpies or whatever the fuck. Yeah, you probably did. That's the way shit works. That's why a lot of the fucking conservative people in Hollywood and ultra liberal people in Hollywood just kind of walk a line and don't talk about it much.
Yeah, a lot of motherfuckers keep it to themselves because, like, when you come out with a political position as an actor or actress or whatever, like, you're going to alienate some of your fucking demographic.
Right, you alienate a huge part of your audience, fucking straight off, and the more you do it, the worse it gets. And now you've just backed yourself into this corner where all you can do is further alienate yourself. And you know, like, what are we supposed to do with that, man? You're sitting on Ben Shapiro's fucking network has made a movie, and you're in it.
He's not in it. He's just there at the premiere.
He's not even in it?
He's not even in the movie.
Oh, my fucking God. How pathetic. Dude, this whole time I thought he actually landed a role in this fucking movie because he's out there sucking the Daily Wire's cock. No. He's just there?
Yeah, he's just there.
Oh, my God. He just wandered into the premiere.
Yeah.
This is 10 times sadder than I thought it was, bro. This is like now full-blown hobo sad, dude. This is like a hobo life story sadness going through me right now.
Yeah, I think he's just hoping he gets a role in the next movie.
Director who said horrible things. The director from, I won't even mention his name, but the Guardians of the Galaxy director said much horrible things, whereas she was singled out because of a different, quote, wrong idea.
Wait a minute. You're talking about, like, fucking the jokes he was initially fired for, and then a bunch of people, including Chris Pratt, who is a conservative, by the way, like, rallied to his side and was like, this is bullshit. He shouldn't be fired.
Yeah.
Right.
I wonder why Chris Pratt's not. I wonder why Chris Pratt's not on the fucking green carpet or red carpet for this one.
I don't know. Maybe it's because he's fucking actually has a capability to draw people at the box office.
Oh, you mean like he's got a career because he's got talent?
Yeah,
something like that.
Something like that.
I've heard that. Yeah, it's been said by some
crazy.
People.
Of course, fucking Star-Lord's conservative. Yeah, he's more like old school, like religious shit. But whatever.
See, this is what I'm talking about. Like he's sitting here talking about how nobody should be silenced for their bad ideas, and then he's got a shit fling at James Gunn. Nobody but James Gunn should be, though. Just, I don't know, just the ideological fucking bias that's built into everything that's talked about.
James Gunn said way worse stuff. It's like James Gunn made some fucking really like off-color jokes. Gina Carano was not joking when she said that, like, she was being fucking serious. So yeah, she did. She actually said way worse shit than James Gunn did because his shit was in jest. Hers wasn't.
It's like Nazi Germany, TJ. Nazi Germany all over again.
Rob Schneider is a carrot.
So I'm grateful. I'm here to support the Daily Wire. Congratulate them on having good taste and for supporting, in a way, a very important freedom for artists.
Wow, yeah.
To continue their craft, whether they regardless of the ideology. And America is sick of that.
It's not the ideology,
shit.
it's you.
And
you're just devoid of talent.
The only way he can explain why he's a nobody at this point. It's like the only way he can fucking justify it to himself. But America doesn't give a shit. Half of America is fucking conservative, bitch.
He's not a nobody, TJ. He's on the red carpet for fucking the Daily Wire's new smash hit, Terror on the Prairie.
On the Prairie.
When's the last time you walked a red carpet, TJ? What red carpets will you be visiting this week, TJ? Because Mr. Schneider's got 5 booked, TJ.
Wow, amazing. Crazy.
Mr. Schneider's doing very well for himself, TJ.
They want movies. They want movies or entertainment, and they're not interested in a specific ideology.
Yeah. You might think, oh, he looks like a cheap fucking drunk that just staggered out of an Irish bar at fucking 2 a.m. You know what I mean? Because they closed him down. No, Tommy Bahama, TJ. That's $150 fucking shirt.
Oh shit!
This guy goes espouses this nonsense on Twitter all day long, but he's talking about bias. It's like your bias is clear. Like Rob, you'd have no problem with the bias if it was in your favor. You would not give a fucking shit. And where are you at now? Doing the exactly what we talked about in the beginning. You're at an event based on movies like that with a fucking political bent. Like I don't. Is this guy even self-fucking aware?
No.
Is he even? I mean, like, how can you even show up at this and say this shit, dude? It's like the most.
He's not. No.
I don't even want to say it, dude. I don't want us to get in trouble. I'm just gonna. Yeah, I don't know.
Let's take a look at Terror on the Prairie. I'm curious.
All right, yeah, I want to see what this. Let's take a look at this Warlock. See what it has to offer. Man, I'm getting real tired of these moody trailers starting with just a fucking. It's like, yeah, I've seen The Shining too. Next.
The Shining at least had musical accompaniment for some shit like that.
It wasn't one of these like boring ass tilt shifted drone shots that everybody's using now. Like, stop using drone shots. Get some cameras back on some derricks and get that shit back. Like, that perspective is so much better. Like, quit flying drones for everything. Quit relying on drones for every goddamn fucking shot.
We're riding, boys.
You know who I am. And I have no doubt.
I'm gonna turn this shit up.
I have no doubt.
I have no doubt that this movie is not gonna be very good.
What? How can you say that, TJ?
That God will forgive you. But I ain't God.
Okay. That was a terrible line.
Wow.
I have no doubt.
Man, everybody thinks they're
God will
Tarantino
forgive
these
you.
days, man.
But I ain't God.
Like, that's just a big nut. Dude, this looks like a bad fucking made-for-TV movie from the 90s, bro. This looks awful. Fuck this. Where's Gina Carano, dude?
There.
Oh, there she is.
Damn.
Wondering when they were going to bust her out.
I know it's been hard.
I know it's
This
been
is our
hard,
dream,
baby.
Daddy. Build a home on land we can call our own.
We're just trying to make a homestead here in the Wild West.
Yeah,
the
for
CW.
conservatives to be progressive, they have to go back to the fucking prairie.
Yeah.
Look, we were progressive about 150 years ago. See?
Terror on the Prairie, blood.
Yeah,
on
she's
the
gonna
plow.
have a lot of freedoms and stuff, I'm sure, as a fucking prairie wife of a old West log cabin somewhere. Yeah. That time was known for its expansive female rights. I mean, women were basically men in that society.
Do whatever
totally
they wanted,
equals.
dude.
Yeah.
There's a snake in the baby carriage.
Instead of portraying her as a prisoner of this dude's loins, they're gonna like portray her as like one of these strong mother types. I can just see it, bro. Like they're just gonna find a way to aggrandize the fact that if she was a woman in the 1800s or whenever this fucking nebulous piece of shit is supposed to have taken place, she would have been under the.
These shows are all hot right now, dude. All these like it's like Yellowstone and like it's like I forget that show.
She would have been under the boot heel of that husband.
Back
she would have been
when the
beaten,
times was good,
raped.
boy. Back when times was good.
Town grabbing supplies. Look after your mom, God, won't you?
Look after your mama, boy.
We evil.
I seen dark day.
God, man, this fucking.
Mighty fine morning to you, ma'am.
We're evil as fuck.
Mighty fine morning to you. We be your generic Western villains for this feature.
Oh my god, dude! The only thing more cliche would have been if the guy had been like, he goes off to town, he comes back to his family being dead. It was like, remember the new Mortal Kombat movie, TJ? It's like we saw the dude's family, it was like Scorpion's family, or Sub-Zero, whatever. It's like, oh, his family's dead. It just feels like that.
You know what vibe this gives me?
What?
I keep waiting for like. This gives me a Juggalo vibe, bro. It really does. I keep waiting for
fucking.
I keep waiting for the shoe to drop. Yeah, it's like fucking Big Money Rustlers 2. You know what I mean? Like Shaggy 2 Dope and Sugar Wolf is back. You know what I mean?
Is your husband at home?
Get behind the stove with your sister.
Big Baby Sweets is back. Y'all, man, what the fuck is this stupid bullshit? Hey, y'all,
showed up. This would improve by 1,000%.
It would. Maybe that's just me fantasizing about, like, man, this would be so much better reimagined as a sequel to Big Money Rustlers.
Damn, bitch, Gina Carrillo showed them titties, dude. Yeah, like dude, it's gonna be way better.
Yeah, man. Where's a guy go in this old west town to get some netting? Where's the
Fago on tap?
Oh, sir, you're gonna want to go down to Big Baby Sweets fucking Tickle Emporium. They got ninjas, get your dick sucked. They got video games. They got everything down there, man. Well, thank you kindly, sir. I just want another Big Money Rustlers. I'm just ready. Dude, the world is ready. I know that Violent J is on his last legs, you know what I mean? Like, they got to make it now or it's never going to happen.
Yeah, make Big Money Rustlers too.
Hurry up, man. Fuck.
Just take where you want to go.
But what we want is you.
We want you, girl.
He's walking into a trap. It's our turn to protect him.
This looks fucking unwatchable, dude.
But think about it, TJ. If the dude on this horse was in Juggalo paint, would you not be out of your seat right now?
It would be better. It would
It's
definitely
like
be
here
better.
comes the shoe drop. It's Shaggy 2 Dope. It's Sugar Wolf.
Damn, dude.
There's nothing more powerful
Mrs. McAllister ain't cut out for this.
than the will to
Deep down.
Miss McAllister got a fat ass though and a big old pair of titties.
Those killers outside are gonna feel God's wrath.
I'm gonna shoot him
Oh
good.
shit. Let him feel God's wrath.
Come on, we gonna fight now.
This looks boring.
Oh my god, what a piece of shit. Ugh.
This just looks boring and rote.
It looks
and
so
shitty
dull.
And...
I mean, Jesus, this is horrible.
Whoop whoop! What up, y'all? Just kidding. It's Big Money Rustlers too. We spent more money on this fake out trailer than we did the whole motherfucking movie, motherfucker. Whoop whoop. Dude, I think Juggalos would make everything better, bro. You know what made this Amber Heard shit better?
Juggalos.
What if the fucking judge was a Juggalo? When's the last time you've seen a Juggalo justice?
Dude, that needs to be a show.
Juggalo justice. Whoop whoop! Everybody in this motherfucker, shut up! All right, this bitch over here, you the plaintiff. What you got to say? This motherfucker owes me back child support. Motherfucker, you don't pay your child support, man. You guilty as fuck. Get the fuck up out of here, shitty pants. Put shit in his pants. shit in his pants, shit in his pants. They spray Fago on him as he's walking out of the classroom. Oh shit, man. Yeah, dude, I'm in for it, dude. Juggalos would spice up everything.
More juggalos, damn it. Whatever, fuck that shit.
When's the last time you saw a juggalo cop?
Never.
Huh?
Never.
So much discrimination against juggalos in this country, man. You never seen a juggalo CEO? Except for Shaggy 2 Dope and Violent J themselves. And
what about the Juggalo March on Washington, dude? That they affected change, man.
They did.
They gathered in our nation's capital and let people know how they felt. I mean, and I heard from what I hear, great rally.
Dude,
nice people there.
10 million whoop whoops rang out in unison in the National Mall, man. It was a beautiful thing.
Fago cannons blasted Fago into the sky as they had a jet fly over. It was beautiful.
Yeah, big fat titties and fucking giant fucking dicks were jumping all everywhere, dude.
People
Through every
chicken
fucking
on a stick and shit.
Yep, chicken on a stick. The tilt-a-whirl, man. There was a tilt-a-whirl and a merry-go-round over there. There's fucking hatchets, juggalettes with fucking green hair, big fat titties. You know what I'm talking about. Whoop, whoop.
Talk about patriotism right there.
Everybody has this voice because they smoke 6 packs of cigarettes a day.
How you doing, sweetie? I'm really looking forward to this year's gathering.
Gathering of the Civil trial jurors find Bill Cosby sexually abused 16-year-old girl at the Playboy Mansion in 1975. Okay.
Breaking right now on CBS 2 News at 5 o'clock.
Goddamn fucking bullshit.
This just in, Bill Cosby's still a piece of shit.
How dare you?
Like, really? Wow.
Victory for a Riverside County woman. A civil jury sided with her, finding comedian Bill Cosby sexually abused her when she was a teenager. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. I'm Jeff Vaughn.
And I'm Jasmine Veal in for...
I'm Jeff Vaughn. Hello, everybody. I'm Jeff Vaughn.
I'm a generic
At
news
Harvey,
anchor.
the decision today is a major legal defeat for comedian Bill Cosby.
That's right. It comes after new jury deliberations began just yesterday. CBS 2's
He's
Jake Wright.
fuck. No, he's fucking not, dude. He'll probably never find up paying this fucking money. He'll find something. I mean, he's almost 90 fucking years old. He'll weasel out of it some way.
Easily tie this up until he's fucking dead.
He fucking weaseled the fuck out of goddamn criminal charges with like a miraculous Supreme, not the Supreme, I guess it's Supreme Court, but the Pennsylvania Supreme Court's ruling. Which I mean, honestly, they fucking lied to him to basically get him to admit what he did. It was like, let's get you to admit it, but tell you we're not going to prosecute you. So it's like, I mean, but he's also a fucking rich dude, so he was able to fight it. But now it's like, whatever. Bill Cosby's never going to fucking pay this shit. His lawyers will tie this up forever. If he fought those charges forever, he's going to fight this forever. He's not going to fucking pay you a cent.
I fought the law and I won.
Reiner is live in Santa Monica right now with details and reaction from that verdict today. Jake?
Jeff and Jasmine, the verdict came down just before 4 o'clock today. The jury found Bill Cosby guilty of sexually abusing a 16-year-old girl at the Playboy Mansion back in 1975. That victim, Judy Huth, who is now 64, was awarded $500,000. Jurors found that Cosby intentionally caused harmful sexual contact with Huth, that he reasonably believed she was under 18, and that his conduct was driven by unnatural or abnormal sexual interest in a minor. This decision comes nearly a year after the 84-year-old Cosby's Pennsylvania criminal conviction for sexual assault was thrown out and was freed from prison. Huth's lawsuit was the last remaining legal claims against him after his insurer settled many others against his will. Cosby didn't testify, nor did he attend any of this trial in person.
Yeah, he's just like, whatever. Yeah.
Hey, remember that when
So,
this
like,
fucking
how
rapist beat the system and the system failed yet again? Oh, there you go.
Well,
$500,000.
He's got to pay a cool $500,000 to this chick, so it all evens out in the wash, or whatever the saying is, I guess. That's what Bill Cosby is up to. Yeah, we already know that. Connection was interrupted. Fuck you. No, it wasn't.
Whoa.
No, a photo of Arnold Schwarzenegger wearing a Crimea shirt isn't real. So you saw that fucking famous photo of Arnold wearing that Crimea shirt, huh? Well,
No.
Guess what? Wasn't real, Scotty. You fell for it. I know you did, Scotty. You one dumb son of a bitch, Scotty.
I barely use social media. I didn't see shit.
You saw it, Scotty. Oh, you seen it, Scotty. I know you seen it. What about this Ezra Miller shit? This shit, I kept ignoring it, but then it just kept getting crazier and crazier and crazier. And every fucking goddamn day, it was a little fucking crazier. And it's now at the point where I can't fucking ignore a fucking shit show like this no more. So
yeah, we covered Andy Dick. I mean, this is
Ezra Miller is the new Andy Dick, dude.
I mean, yeah, I feel like that's right. I feel that's accurate.
This is Andy Dick 2.0. Let's see. Do we have a whole fucking timeline here? This Hawaii shit's the best part. Miller was arrested twice in Hawaii this year and charged with disorderly conduct. In March, Miller was arrested and charged with disorderly conduct and harassment after they allegedly yelled obscenities, grabbed a microphone from a singing woman, and lunged at a man playing darts at a bar in Hawaii. Although the bar owner asked Miller several times to calm down, the police said those efforts were to no avail. Miller allegedly aggravated by the song Shallow by Lady Gaga and Bradley Cooper. After the first arrest, Miller was released on $500 bail and paid a $500 fine after pleading no contest to a count of disorderly conduct. Also in March, a Hawaii couple who previously filed a temporary restraining order against Miller dropped their petition, according to the AP, which means he paid them off. In April, Miller was arrested and charged with assault after they allegedly threw a chair that struck a 26-year-old woman and left a half-inch gash, according to the New York Times. Miller reportedly threw the chair after becoming irate after being asked to leave a get-together at a Hawaii home, according to a news release from the Hawaii Police Department. Police arrested Miller. He was later released on the assault charge pending further investigation, according to the New York Times. The allegations against Miller come almost a year before Warner Brothers is slated to release The Flash, a $100 million film that is part of the DC Studios franchise. So as he's like,
so the studio's got to keep him out of. So basically, the studio's buying people off to keep their fucking star for a $100 million movie out of trouble.
It's fucking crazy because he's out there assaulting people. He's got like multiple teenage girls saying that he's like fucking been inappropriate and shit. He's got like families suing him.
Man, you don't need to be arrested, dude,
and shit.
Someone just needs to kick his ass. That's what needs to happen here.
And there's this $100 million movie that's like supposed to come out that stars him, and they're just like, fuck. We spent $100 million on this. What are we supposed to fucking do now?
Beat his ass, dude. I'm telling you, man. He just needs to fucking.
He just needs an old-fashioned ass beating, huh?
Yeah, because he's just getting by on like, I've got money, I'm rich, I'm famous, whatever. And it's like, oh, I got arrested, whatever. Who cares? Like, does this guy look like he gives a fuck about that at all? I don't think he gives a shit. So just go beat his fucking little pretty fucking face in. Go ahead and do it.
There's a video of him choking out a woman. Yeah, there's tons of shit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. This guy just beat the shit out of this fucking dude. I would get more into it,
but we have so much other shit to cover. But
I know. What a fucking shit.
Body cam video shows DUI arrest.
I hope he beats the shit out of more people.
Anchorman actor David Koch. By the way, Scott, you're misgendering because he's non-binary. I'm misgendering.
Let me ask you a question.
Non-binary, Scotty.
If Ezra Miller beat those people, TJ, what did they do? You ever ask yourself that question?
What did they do to deserve it?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Maybe
they got in Ezra Miller's fucking way. That's what they did.
Yeah, he threw a chair and that woman just happened to be sitting around in the wrong spot. It's her fault.
You know?
Maybe they all gathered to violent.
You know,
maybe they all gathered to violently accost him, and he was defending himself. TJ, you don't know.
Yeah,
you can cover your ass for lawsuits here, TJ. Come on.
I hope this is a violent arrest too, based on the title. I want this to be a violent arrest.
So, body cam shows DUI arrest of Anchorman actor David Kochner. I don't know who that is.
I don't know who it is either.
I've seen Anchorman. On him. He actually rolled up on me pretty quick, got behind me. Got back over. I guess he realized it was.
You make fun of our law enforcement, Paul.
I got about a 68, 69 IQ last time I checked, and I'm out here with a deadly weapon, and fucking I got the right to kill anybody that comes across my path, man. I'm a big dumb motherfucker.
Slowed down a little bit. I waited for him to pass. Got a couple of violations on him. I stopped him.
Okay. Was he over the dash line, solid fog line, both?
White line.
White line. Yep.
Which line did he pass? The white one.
You're in the plate?
Yeah, I haven't got the return back on.
Why they got fucking?
God, I can smell it from here.
And if everybody got pulled over,
highway patrol.
Oh, are they fucking? Is this like body cam footage or?
Yeah.
Okay, I thought this was like cops or something.
No, this is body cam shit.
Oh, okay, I know this dude.
Yeah, he's the bald guy.
He's a character actor. Yeah.
So it's my understanding you're going to West Virginia?
Yes, sir.
Okay, gotcha. Where are you coming from tonight?
Cincinnati.
Cincinnati? Okay.
Cincinnati.
What part of Cincinnati? The airport. What's your last name?
It doesn't even really look like him.
It is though.
Is it? Is it him?
It is.
Yeah.
Is it the guy I'm thinking of?
I think so.
Yeah.
Guy, he was in Step Brothers, had like a bit role in it or whatever.
I'll type in his name. We'll look at his fucking IMDb. David Kochner.
I've seen him in a couple movies. He's one of those people that shows up and you never know the guy's name.
You recognize? I mean, he looks.
You know the face, not the name.
You recognize him more when you see like the pictures of him rather than like this harsh police light kind of shit.
Looks like Stacy Keach to me, not fucking David Kochner or whatever.
Where the fuck is it? Yeah.
So that's him?
Yeah, that's the guy.
Yeah, that's the guy I was thinking of.
Yep. That's him.
He don't look
He
nothing
just-
like it.
I mean, yeah, I mean, he just looks different because he's he's not wearing his fucking makeup and he's being shot with fucking harsh ass police lights and shit.
I know who you are. I was gonna say I thought that looked like you. Okay. Were you out? Are you doing something in Ironton?
Yes, sir.
Okay. What were you doing in Ironton?
Well, no, Huntington first.
Okay.
Huntington second.
Okay. Gotcha.
Huntington first. Huntington second.
He's a little bit drunk, I think. He had a few.
You should not be driving.
Huntington first. Huntington
Yeah.
second. I would just say
Huntington
this,
first.
officer. In my defense, even drunk, I am smarter than you sober. So.
And I'm a celebrity,
Way
so
to go,
I
sir.
should probably just be allowed one or two of these, you know?
I'll give you an autograph. I was in.
He strikes me as the kind of guy that if he gets arrested, he's probably not even gonna fucking fight. He's probably like, okay, I'll go.
His career's ruined.
Not really.
So
I
you
mean,
doing that
that's
on
the kind of
tour?
shit I expect him to be doing. I expect
know.
this guy to be getting arrested for DUI and shit, doing coke.
Who sounds
Whatever.
drunker, the cop or the driver? The cop just sounds stupid. This guy sounds drunk.
Dude, tell me I'm wrong, though. This is the guy we have to get to play Rudy Giuliani in the upcoming
Oh my god,
movie.
you're right.
Yeah,
You're fucking right, dude. Yep.
He's Rudy Giuliani for sure.
This is we found our Rudy, man. We found
Right
our
down
Rudy
to the
Judy, fresh and fruity,
drunkenness.
you are
dude.
my Rudy.
Beautiful. Yeah.
Okay. Did you drive out here?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Good.
Well,
deal.
I'm from Cincinnati.
You drove here
Cincinnati.
from Cincinnati.
Drove
but you're
from
cruising right now.
Cincinnati.
Are you doing your tour right now? When you do your tour for
Cincinnati.
not tonight, I'm sure it's too early.
Cincinnati.
Oh, let's see him take the fucking test.
How's he doing this?
All right. Next thing I'll ask you to do is check your eyes. You come down this way for me here.
He's drunk as a
You stand.
He ain't
Right
passing
there,
this
Molly. And I'll have you turn and face my car right here. What I'll ask you to do, yes, sir. Let's actually back up a couple more.
He's
steps.
already just like, yeah, I'm under arrest.
Oh, let's
Just like
watch.
so.
Let's watch him walk.
9 steps. Yeah, you can get back in a certain position. So look down to your feet.
114, check it.
I'm okay. Count your steps out loud.
Okay.
I want you to keep your hands down your side and don't stop until you've completed the instructions. Do you understand?
9.
Yes, sir. All right, you may begin if you understand the
You
instructions.
say 9?
That's what
9.
9.
2, 3, 4.
Oh my god. He looks like he's about to fall over.
This is so bad.
You know, turn yourself around like I
He
showed
just
you.
puts
the
he
other
put
night.
his hands behind his back like
yeah,
look me up.
can we end the charade now? Can we just
Slap the bracelets on me. I'm fucking drunk. I'm drunker than shit, man. I
I
should
know.
have been driving.
You got me.
I guess this is probably where he gets arrested because it's like the most rewatched.
You remember where you left off?
Well, 5.
Okay.
4, actually.
Keep.
You're done, bro.
Dude, he is
So you can go inside.
wasted.
Last thing I'll ask you to do is just walk to the front of my car for me.
That's what I ask you to do is
Let's
get
try
arrested.
one.
Put your hands behind your back. You're under arrest for
Just keep
fucking
facing my car.
DUI,
Keep
you
your hands
idiot.
on your back.
141 on that Henry, Zebra Henry, 8678.
You're under arrest for ODI, operating a vehicle while impaired. Do you have a watch or anything you'd like me to take off of you before I handcuff you, sir?
Okay. Good for you. Post Malone hints at country album.
Oh no, Posty, don't do it.
I'm
don't
a
do it,
country boy now, Post Malone.
I mean, he was like born in New York, but he was raised in Austin, Texas. So he is kind of
kick his ass out. Goodbye.
He's kind of technically a country boy.
Get out. Yeah, the cooped up singer just released his new album 12 Karat Toothache, but he may be switching genres on his next project. An interview with Howard Stern on SiriusXM Post admits he has toyed with the idea of recording a country album. To be honest, there's nothing stopping me from taking a camera or setting up my studio in Utah and just recording a country album to put on YouTube, Malone said. I'm allowed to do that. I'm a human being.
I mean, yeah.
Yes.
What do you disagree with about that statement?
I mean, I don't disagree with the goddamn word he said. I
That's
applaud
right.
him. I applaud
That's right.
He is a human. That is true.
He's bravery.
TJ, maybe,
brave, powerful.
Maybe this will be this
sexual.
Post Malone country album will be the one that hooks you into him as an artist.
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe he'll make like a brilliant outlaw country album that harkens back.
I'm
to
an
the good
outlaw
old days.
country star. I'm Post
Or
Malone.
Waylon Jennings.
That'd
be great, man.
Dash cam video. Ex-WWE wrestler Jeff Hardy arrested on DUI. We got another DUI.
This is not surprising. This guy loves drugs.
Does he? Let's see.
Oh, yeah.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to put your phone and all your money that you had, put that back in your car, okay? Yeah.
Dude.
I'm going to put it back in the glove box.
Walk the line. You got it.
Because you're mine.
Oh, no.
I
Not even
walk
on the line. Oh, not even close.
I keep a close watch on mine.
Perfect.
And I'm
slowly meander all over the line. And we're taking notes here, sir. Fail. You continue to fail.
Suplex.
Yeah, the cops are actually like in these drunken tests. The cops are actually like watching, like you do the task more than they're watching the actual task. You know what I mean? They're not like counting the steps and like making sure one foot goes directly in front of the other. They're watching you as you amble through a simple task of like take 9 steps and turn around and take 9 steps.
Yeah, if that's a difficult task for you, that kind of proves the point.
I guess they pull a gun on him at the beginning. Let's see.
Is that really?
What? If he pulled a gun, this would have went different, I think.
So they pull a gun on him. Oh
yeah. They had a gun.
Yeah, they do like a felony stop on him.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, he's under arrest. There's a DUI.
Is he still like a Vince employee?
No.
No, I think
he gone.
Does he still work in the business?
He might have
maybe
some.
he
He might be
does.
able to work. He might have some kind of promotion somewhere, but no, not mainstream.
Well, glad to see he's doing well.
I guess he's
Someone says he's in AEW now.
Yep. So
Jim
that's a
Carrey
pretty decent
buys
one.
NFT of abandoned Soviet sanatorium for $40,000.
Huh?
Jim Carrey is the latest celebrity to get sucked into the non-fungible token craze with the purchase of a digital art piece that has direct ties to the Soviet Union.
Oh.
Outbidding others, Carey, 60 paid 20, what is it, Ethereum?
Ethereum.
Which equates to $39,535, maybe less now. Even though this is pretty
a little
recent.
less now.
For
yeah.
an NFT titled Devotion. The work is one of the Wild Within series, which consists of 13 NFTs in total by artist Ryan Koopmans and Alice Wexel, who capture abandoned buildings from the USSR. The image shows a dilapidated Soviet-era sanatorium in Georgia, specifically the once famed Saltubo Resort, which was a popular health destination for its known therapeutic waters. Here's the actual photo, I guess. So there you go.
Looks like it's worth 20 Ethereum to me.
It's good.
I mean, yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't pay 40K for it because I can just right click save. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I guess that dude got fired from the AEW because of that being DUI or whatever.
Damn.
Shit. Well,
what a bunch of pussies. A lot of
And what happened to the good old days when they would have went to bat for him and got him fucking immediately released?
Whatever
from
happened to the
prison?
good old days where they would have just made him like the drunk character, you know, like
Your punishment is you're an
they make
alcoholic
his fucking
character, but
finisher
I am an
the
alcoholic.
DWI and shit, you know.
Yeah, you're Brutus the big baby now. Now put the diaper on
Yeah. Oh, he's suspended. Gotcha. Encino Man Star says Disney Plus is discussing sequel.
No.
Yeah.
No, they aren't. No, they shouldn't. No, they won't. Next story.
In this new age of streaming has taught us anything. It's nostalgia alone is arguably the largest factor in the decision-making happening in studios. Reboots.
Oh, I agree with that.
Continuations and launches happen at every corner. And according to Pauly Shore, one of the most popular movies could soon be getting a sequel. In fact, the comedian says Disney Plus is discussing the development of a direct sequel to Encino Man.
Finally.
No.
Are you guys ready for it? I can't. What?
Speaking to Inverse in support of the film's 30th anniversary, Shore said the streamer was talking about a follow-up, and it was just a matter of getting himself, Brendan Fraser, and Sean Astin on board with the script. Okay, Pauly Shore is an old, horrible-looking man. Sean Astin has gone on to bigger and better things, and Brendan Fraser is like gigantically fat with like the thinnest hair in the world. He somehow is like, he's gone bald in the weirdest way, where his hair, it's just like uniformly thinned out everywhere.
Yeah.
He looks very bizarre.
He looks nothing like when
he
was
doesn't look like a goddamn
star.
caveman anymore.
What if they use that that Martin Scorsese, the Irishman technology or whatever to like, you know what I mean?
Age him?
Oh, yeah.
Make them all teens again, you know?
Right. Yeah. No.
Well, dude, maybe he'd be a commentary. Maybe Brendan Fraser can be in it. He can be a commentary on what the American lifestyle does to you. Because he can be a fat, out of shape caveman.
Oh.
With thinning hair and all that shit. Yeah,
dude,
commentary.
Link forgot what it was like to be a wild at heart caveman and has now settled down to a bland, banal domestic existence. But a surprise visit from two old friends changes all that as the caveman comes out again. You know,
now you get it.
Yeah.
It writes itself.
No, don't do it.
Maybe he's like alone and dejected, but then they dig up a really fat, old, ugly cave woman for him to, you know what I mean? And then maybe they refreeze him. You know what I mean? Like maybe they do the whole thing and deconstruct it in reverse. Like have him start out and then they instead of them being dug up, they freeze him in a big block of ice and bury him underneath a pool.
Pauly Shore is also trying to make Biodome.
Oh,
2
man,
happen,
dude.
So.
Pauly Shore is so desperate. Dude, read what he wrote. I think of all of them, Shore said at the time. Biodome would be great for me and Steven. Our kids get stuck in Biodome or something. You know what I mean? That's like his pitch. Like, they're in Biodome. We have to get them out.
I don't know. Like, that's not an idea. That's just like a vague fucking, like our kids get stuck in Biodome or something. You know, something like that.
Biodome 1 sucked.
Biodome
1 sucks.
What if, buddy, like I'm like this weird hippie weirdo from like California, but I go to yet another farm. You know what I mean? Son-in-law too, buddies. What do you think? Don't wheeze my juice.
Dude, what if this time I'm like the uptight dad and stuff, you know?
Yeah, like I've become like Crawl from the first movie. That, by the way, that was his name in Son-in-Law. It was Crawl. Okay. Crawl from the first movie, right?
That, I guess.
Crawl.
Yeah, well, it's weird the little shit that sticks in your head. It's one of the funniest parts of that movie where like she's introducing him to his dad. Yeah, and he's like, and this is my friend Crawl, and he's like, Crawl. Okay. I love it. Anyway, I think they could do it, dude. They could do a Son-in-Law too, where now he's just use that same old thing. Like now he's fat and old, and he's forgotten how to be the weasel. You know, he's forgotten how to wheeze juice. But then, like, he gets visited by other people from the movie, and he remembers how to be the weasel again. He's looking for that type of shit, man. Look, Pauly, just let it die, man.
He's comparing it like to Bill and Ted. They did Bill and Ted. It's like #1. The follow-up movie, the sequel they made years later was not that great, but people actually wanted that movie. Like there was like excitement around, like they're gonna make another Bill and Ted movie. Like who is clamoring for Encino Man 2 or Biodome 2 when your pitch is like, I don't know, my kids get stuck there or something. There's like you got nothing. Like you're supposed to be a comedian. You're supposed to have like ideas and shit, right? Like you have no ideas.
Yeah, dude, that is a good point, chat. TJ did dip out hella quick.
He did, dude.
Do you think he shit his britches again?
Let's go back and rewind the tape on that one.
Yeah, I'd have to look and see, but he was gone in like a fucking second.
So I'm looking where he dips out. Okay, where is that? Keep going. Trying to find that exact moment. Oh, he.
Damn.
So I'm gonna watch TJ leave.
What?
Look,
we're investigating something real quick, TJ. Don't worry about
yeah,
us.
just reviewing some footage here. Okay. Seeing TJ.
What?
Oh, just taking a look at something, man. Don't worry about it.
Damn britches shit. You guys fucking doing the britch shit meme again?
No, dude. Just checking out something else. Just watching you when you get up, TJ.
You got up rather quickly. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because I've fucking been holding piss for like goddamn an hour. I've been fucking like just looking for an opportunity. I'm like, you know what? I can't hold this no more. I gotta fucking take a piss.
Well, we're gonna let the people fucking decide.
Oh, I wonder what they're gonna decide.
I mean, they were given a fucking choice. They were given a choice, TJ.
Yeah.
We're trying to review the tape here, man.
Sometimes we got to do an instant replay on the show.
How about this here, Paul Pumpkin's victory? Mama June's daughter, Pumpkin, 22, officially wins full custody of her sister, Honey Boo Boo, 16, in shock court ruling.
I mean, is it really that shocking?
Mama June done lost Honey Boo Boo.
I don't think Mom
June lost Honey Boo Boo, y'all.
Dude, Pumpkin, I watched this thing.
I'm awarding full custody of this here Honey Boo Boo to Pumpkin. Next case.
Like, I remember it was like a couple of years ago. I was like, I saw like YouTube recommended me some clip from the Honey Boo Boo show.
And
I was like, fuck it. You know, I've never actually watched an episode of this shit. It's been a cultural fucking meme for a while. I'm going to check it out.
Oh my God, no.
And it was like, it was sad.
I know.
It was like, we don't know where Mama June done gone. She might have relapsed and all the kids are living with her sister. And it was just like, everybody was sad and shit. I was like, man, this is a really sad, fucked up show.
Yeah.
And it looks like that continues.
Paul, I reviewed the tapes on this, and I'm almost 99% sure TJ shit his britches. Do we even have a backside shot from TJ?
Damn.
Oh,
it looks
shit.
Like, if you look close, it looks like there's some brown there.
Wow.
Is there stainage? Staining?
It looks like it from the angle I was looking at.
Well,
you actually do see TJ get up, and if you have an angle of that, like, it's so TJ can't even deny, like, oh, you can't even see my pants. Like, TJ, your pants are really, and it looks like they're almost falling off. Like, basically, like, you like shit your pants and like you're trying to waddle away, and not have that shit like touching you. Is like, I mean, like you're about to take it off. That's what it looks like. It's uncanny. I mean, that's actually on film, TJ. It's on film, so you want to deny it? That's fine.
Shitty britches.
Shitty britches. Maybe fucking Post Malone can sing a song about me.
Shitty britches. Sing that same old song.
Let's see where it is. Exactly.
Shitty britches.
Yeah, we already did this. So we're gonna do some Florida man shit. Florida man accused of grabbing a 15-year-old boy by the throat at movie theater. So here you go. Here's this.
He didn't like the movie.
Tell you what, take this 15-year-old boy.
Movie.
Dude, I love how the digital age has turned the world into a big human zoo for us to like look at this fucking.
Look what they did down there in Florida.
Exhibit, and so a couple of the animals are gonna get mad at each other here in a second and grab each other's throats.
You fuck, you bitch.
Whoa.
Oh, you punk bitch. He's holding the kid
while he's holding a
it.
kid, too. I know, dude.
Shit.
What the fuck is that about, bro?
What a terrible dude.
Yeah, what a horrible person.
What do you even do this for? Like, did the kid say something to him? So he's like,
I
he's
don't
going to
know.
fight him?
There's like no reason.
Just another rage beast caught in public.
Oh, yeah. This is some dude that hate.
Let's walk away from the crazy man.
I got to tell you exactly what it is. This dude's probably just miserable having a family life. So he's in this theater, probably seeing some shit movie, and this kid probably says something. And he's like, fuck you!
Fuck you, piece of shit. Let's see.
Enjoying your life? Die!
Carl W. Pukin.
Of course it's a Carl. Pukin? It's Carl Pukin.
I'm Carl Pukin, bitch.
I'm Carl W. Pukin. I fucking hate you,
He's also,
teenager.
listen to this. He's also a suspect in another violent incident that happened earlier this month.
You don't
at
say.
a park in Naples.
Wow.
Both
this guy
incidents
just
were
likes
captured on
going
cell phone
into
video and widely shared on social media. This guy fucking sucks, dude.
Yeah, he's a
viral
piece
for all
of
the
shit.
wrong reasons.
Oh my good. Oh my fucking good. Florida man bitten by 7-foot alligator he mistook for dog.
Come here, boy.
The victim believed the reptile was a dog on a leash and so didn't move out of the way.
Dude, I love people like
Get
this.
them eyes checked, Mr. Magoo.
Come here, Sparky. Come here. Oh, no. Shit, it's an alligator. It's not
How
a
did you
7-foot
survive?
dog.
Dude, how did you live to be as old as you are?
How do you even do that? Come here, Pooch. He looks a little strange down there. Oh, God.
Motherfucker lives in the Everglades and somehow survived into late adulthood. Not being able to discern an alligator from a dog, man.
Dude, some people truly just coast through life. I don't know how they do it, man. When you read shit like this, like, why do you look at a 7-foot long alligator and you're like, it's a dog?
Come here, boy.
Man.
Ah! Ow! Why, you little son of a bitch? Why are you biting me?
Y'all seen that dog what bit me? That was a gator, sir.
That's an alligator, sir.
Florida cops commandeer family's boat to catch jet ski thief.
Man, bullshit.
Shit.
This dude's always wanted to take someone's boat or take someone's vehicle. I gotta commandeer your boat.
We got a guy down here that's trying to steal a jet ski. He's on the jet ski in the river. Is there any way?
No, I
you
hate
can
this
take
already.
some of us
You know what he
down
should do?
To him?
You don't have
Pause
to
it,
do that.
TJ.
You just walk up these people, flash.
He
back.
runs up,
Police business.
knocks them
Knock
both
them
into the
off.
water.
Yeah, just grabs
Police
the boat.
business.
No. You know, Miami fucking heat, whatever.
Miami
fucking
Vice
bullshit.
shit,
Yeah, that one.
Okay.
Vice.
Yeah, this is a lot less fucking entertaining if they just leisurely drive a couple of cops down there, because that's what's going to happen.
Hey, can we please use your
They
boat?
didn't commandeer anything.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess technically he did, but
I mean, yeah, they come on. You stop.
Yeah, I wanna- yeah.
Hey, don't do
Oh,
that.
shit.
Don't be
fuck.
stealing
I've
jet
never seen a guy
skis,
on a jet ski get
motherfucker.
arrested at gunpoint. That's the first, at least.
We get you, motherfucker. Don't steal no jet ski, motherfucker.
If he's on a jet ski, he could have gotten away. He had no balls.
Whatever.
yeah, man.
It's a jet ski.
What happened to the jet ski chase with a jump at the end where the dude explodes? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Come on.
Let's slowly meander over there. It's like, if you're a jet ski thief, should you just take off? You're like, that's like if you're a dirt bike and like police come to you, like a compound or like a woods. It's like, let me just give up. It's like, shouldn't you take off into the woods and try to escape?
Dude, anytime
man,
somebody tells me like art imitates life, I always go like, I wish, man. That would be, dude. Think about like all the fucking crazy shit that would be happening if that were true. You know what I mean? There'd be fucking laser beams and shit. You know what I mean?
Lasers and shit.
Martians and fucking people fucking running around chasing each other down, werewolves and Bigfoots and fucking machine guns everywhere. Like explosions, but you never get to see them because you're always walking away from them. You know what I mean? None of that shit ever happens in real life, bro.
Okay. Yeah. Hold on. Yeah. Okay. Florida man accused of blowing up homeowner's mailbox in dispute over landscape services. So that's a thing.
Why is this even a news story, man?
I don't know.
Is this the video actually it?
Let's see. They blew up the
Is
mailbox.
accused of blowing up a mailbox right in front of a home in Merritt Island. Fox 5's Alina Shirazi joins us
Send him a
live
message.
in the neighborhood
Blow up
where
his
it all
mailbox.
happened.
So, Alina, this was all allegedly over a $20 debt.
I don't know. Maybe you should pay your debt. I don't know. It seems like you maybe should just pay that motherfucker.
I think he got us.
How about this?
$20.
How about don't borrow money from this guy ever, man? If he's
It was
gonna
probably
blow
because
up
he
your
mowed their lawn and he was wanting money for it.
Oh yeah, well fuck, pay him. Give him his $20.
Yeah,
Jesus.
Florida man in cow pajamas among 6 people arrested during drug bust.
Wow, he looks a lot like Hillary Clinton.
Yeah, dude, Hillary, like you.
Here he
what do you-
is.
Okay.
Fuck, bro. Wow.
Oh, man, I love Florida
Look at that
man.
look on his face.
He's got a collar on. He's like, I'm a little puppy dog.
I'm
Oh,
a man who likes to be a cow.
He looks more like a dog. Like he looks like a low rent Dalmatian.
looks
but
like-
I
Yeah, it looks more like a low rent dummy. You're right, Scotty.
Furry in the wild, bro.
Feds. 4 Polk County men posed as law enforcement, committed armed robberies across Florida County.
The county.
What am I looking at here? What is this? Count I?
The county.
Okay.
Florida has counties, not counties.
Their targets are local drug dealers.
Cool.
Their unusual method of operation worked for months. Prosecutors say the 4 armed robbers impersonated cops. They used fake police vests along with blue lights and sirens and drove around in a black Dodge Durango. There's evidence photos of the suspects in action, pretending to be cops during one heist, stealing cash, drugs, and cell phones. Prosecutors say from Hillsborough all the way to Lee.
I'll tell you what, these guys probably could have done these robberies and gotten away with it, but they fucking moved in on the law enforcement's racket. It's like, the cops aren't gonna let you do this. Like, this is like our racket. See, we get to shake people down. You can't pretend you're us and shake people down. And it's kind of funny that it worked so long, but that's very typical. People who work in black market stuff get robbed all the time because, like, what are you gonna go to? You're gonna fucking go tell the cops or someone like, hey, someone took all my weed or took all my drugs and threatened my life. It's like, you're not gonna say shit. You're just gonna say either you're gonna get out of that business or you're just gonna fucking move on.
Deputies arrest Florida man who threatened a school shooting.
Good. That's what should have happened.
Yeah.
Detectives arrest an 18-year-old Florida man after receiving a tip that he had threatened a mass shooting at a school in a social media post. Yeah.
Just don't, like when you're done interrogating him or whatever, don't drop him off at the gun store like he asks, Like actually follow up with this guy and make sure that he's, not going to do something.
Here's some more Florida mans. Southern Baptist Convention sex abuse report. 44 women made allegations against Jacksonville pastor.
Well, I'm sure
they will release a secret list of hundreds of pastors and staff members accused of sexual.
Who was a pastor at First Baptist.
I mean,
no.
All you had to do is look.
No.
All you had to do is just take one glance and be like, nope.
Well, I'm a creep. Yeah, I mean, no. Leave me with your kids. Leave me with your children.
Dude, there's so many people that look like this. It's like they have the features of a human being, but there's like a lizard inside that's staring out.
He almost looks Uncanny Valley, dude. He really does.
Like, whatever happened to the eye check, dude? Do the eye check. Look in the eyes. See if there's
the eyes. They never lie.
Yeah, just look in the eyes and be like, nope, monster. Next.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Is this man sexually abusing women? Yes.
He's sexually abusing
Yes,
something. I can tell you that much.
This church of Jacksonville. It lists one of the survivors of abuse by Gilliard being a woman from Jacksonville, Tiffany Thigpen, who had looked up to Gilliard as a pastor and friend. The report states that in the spring.
Yeah, well, whatever. You know what I mean. No internet, bullshit.
I mean, you know what I mean. Yeah, you know what happens. You know what I mean.
They got plenty of these. Florida men charged with hate crimes and racist axe attack on black men. There you go.
What the fuck?
I mean, of course, it's Florida.
Yeah.
Florida.
Look at this guy. He's a winner.
Who wielded the axe?
With some other stories that are making headlines this evening. Federal prosecutors say these 2 men you see here violently attacked a black man with an axe, and they are now facing hate crime charges for it.
Yeah, but
Roy
checks
and Robert
out.
Lashley. They were indicted by a federal
You
grand
show me
jury
these guys'
after
pictures.
prosecutors said they attacked that man while yelling racist slurs.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus.
I see.
I could tell that I could look at them and tell they were going to do something like that too, man. They should just make me the new justice system because I could just tell looking at them.
Just like look at him. Paul,
let me look at him.
Let Paul take a look. Oh, yeah.
Something off about him. Lock him up.
Lock him up. Looks weird.
Next.
Next.
How about that one?
Yeah, he looks all right. Let him go. That one's creepy. Lock him up.
At a Foley Children's Park involving reports of a possible child abduction, it's now even scarier.
It turns out the guy in question, David Daniels, has been charged with child abuse and false imprisonment in another state. Ardation Smith was joining us with more on this story that really has received a lot of attention.
Let's see this guy. Let's see if he passes the...
A lot of concern in Foley.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
You know what I mean?
Dude, if you went to, took your kids to a park and this guy was just loitering around by himself, like, you would be like, yeah, it's time to go, kids. Let's go.
Man.
Sometimes you just gotta wonder. Like this.
Yeah.
It's like, come on.
You can trust me.
Come on.
I might get a little handsy with your kids, but don't you worry about that. If they step out of line, though, they're gonna have to.
Can we go to the
They're gonna see the
park?
mean side of me.
Let's go to the playground.
No.
Why don't you
Brandon
just sit on my lap
man
at the
arrested
playground?
after Fishhawk woman catches him trying to kidnap 2 kids. The hell is Fishhawk? Is that a place?
Can we get a gander at this fucking guy too?
Let's see this
Have
one.
you ever been to Fishhawk, Florida, boy?
County.
It's a beautiful
Mother of
place.
one
Uh-huh.
Square. David Daniels
Oh, it's
told
the
2
same
kids.
guy.
Oh, it's the same guy.
This is the same one. Same
it's the
story,
same.
just different story about the same shit. Kidnapped Florida man drove erratically so police would pull him over, authorities said. Oh,
Hey,
okay. That's pretty smart.
Yeah, that's actually pretty smart. He must be like a transplant to Florida.
Yeah, he must not. He wasn't born there.
'Cause that's definitely not Florida
somewhere
thinking,
else.
you know.
Yeah, raised somewhere else and moved to Florida.
A Florida dog breeder who was being forced to drive by 3 alleged kidnappers saved himself by deliberately violating the rules of the road in front of some sheriff's deputies. It worked, the Martin County Sheriff's Office said in a statement. Once stopped, a victim who was afraid to say he was being kidnapped had a look of despair when the deputies gave him a warning and started to send him on his way. The desperate dog breeder then used a hand motion in hopes that the deputy would pick up on his fear, the statement said. The deputy did and ordered the man to step away from the car and away from the 3 other men sitting inside the vehicle. Inside the vehicle, the deputy, Cameron White, found guns, knives, and a large amount of cash, a department spokeswoman said. The trio identified as whatever, Sellers, 22, of Atlanta, Benjamin Radcliffe of Buffalo, and Kashivia Bragdon, 22, Tallahassee. Been charged with multiple counts, including kidnapping, carjacking, armed burglary, and home invasion. So there you go.
Damn.
There's some Florida stories for you.
Oh, you know what it said, though? It said the guy had bragged about his business, so these guys decided basically to go rob him.
Don't ever brag about your business.
How's your business doing? Failing.
Don't ever do it. Now we're gonna look at some religious people to close this out. We got a little religion segment
man.
for you.
You fucking...
Yeah.
Stunning confession by a beloved pastor.
A
stunning confession by a beloved pastor.
I committed adultery. It was nearly 20 years ago. It continued far too long.
65-year-old Reverend John Lowe, who has been married to his wife Debbie for 45 years, poured out his heart to his congregation in Warsaw, Indiana during Sunday services, but it didn't quite go as he hoped.
I sinned. I need to say that, and you deserve to hear it.
Yeah.
No.
So I can win just fine.
Yeah, did you do something bad?
Churchgoers rewarded him with a standing ovation, but things soon took a darker turn. A woman named Bobby Gephardt joined him on the altar and said she was the woman involved, and the preacher was not telling the whole story.
I was just 16 when you took my virginity on your office floor. Do you remember that?
Oops.
I know you do. You did.
Maybe don't fucking say it when she's there. I don't know. Like,
yeah.
You know, something like that. You know, like she's right in there to fucking call you out, you know? I don't know.
Is she there? Yeah.
Maybe I should have just left well enough alone on that one. I don't know.
Things to my teenage.
Maybe like word got to him that she was going to fucking do this. So he's
Probably.
like, I'm going to get out ahead of this motherfucking shit.
That's 100% what it
It
is.
should have never been done.
She said she had been traumatized for 20 years by her experience at his hands. Then the woman's husband, Nate, joined in and held up some jewelry.
This was Bobby's covenant of purity ring, which she wore while this man had sex with her, and she felt ashamed all these years.
As she stormed out of the church, members of the congregation embraced her and shouted angrily at their pastor.
If you did it, you need to admit it. 100%.
The pastor had to face the congregants and beg for their forgiveness.
Look, please, let me keep scamming you. Please.
Oh, please. I made
some mistakes.
Just got to go in there with that swagger like, God told me to do it, y'all. It
Don't
was God.
take away my stipend, please.
It was God, y'all.
I'm a humble man.
I'm a humble
Don't take
man
away
of God.
my
When
humble
God calls
parsonage.
on you to do what you got to do, you do it.
I'm just a servant to the Lord, a lamb like all of you that's gone astray. Please, don't shun me from the flock now.
Once again,
I ask you to forgive me. and that's all I can do.
Abby Plummer is the preacher's former daughter-in-law. She also knows the victim well.
It's sad all the way around.
Oh, Jesus.
It's sad all the way around. It's like, whoa.
Audio.
Felt for Bobby. I admire her and Nate for doing that. But the only reason the truth came out was because Bobby and her husband had the courage to walk up there and tell the truth.
Brianne Boswell, a reporter for Wayne 15 in Fort Wayne, says people have been suspicious of the preacher for years.
We spoke with the
first clue was he was a preacher.
Yeah.
a lot of community members on the street today in downtown Warsaw. They honestly say that they aren't shocked by this information. They say that John Lowe always seemed as though he was too good to be true.
Go away.
Yeah, we always knew. We just kept him in the fucking church for years and years and years.
I never did like that son of a bitch.
I always knew there was something wrong with him. That's why I showed up faithfully, an unbroken fucking chain of 10,000 visits over 10 years. That's because I knew there was something skunky about this guy.
How the devil uses your gifts and talents against you guys.
The shit on the neck beard, but I mean, come on.
Be aware. No, Scotty, be aware. This man's about to teach you some wisdom, Scotty, so you shut your fucking mouth.
I'm sure he is.
You shut your fucking mouth, Scotty.
Well, it's gonna make me shut my fucking mouth, TJ. You little punk ass bitch.
Yeah. Don't worry about it, Scotty. Don't worry about it.
Devil.
Just go shit your britches again.
Whispers to your ear.
Shit your damn britches, motherfucker.
I don't know up to if I shit my britches.
Hit somebody.
I said, I'll shit your britches.
Go ahead and do it then.
Ascension presents how the devil uses your talents against you.
I'm Father Mark Mary with the Franciscan Friars of the Renewal, and this is Ascension Presents. We got to remember we're in the middle of a spiritual war, and we're
Holy shit.
Are you in a war against good audio too?
Yep.
Look at one dynamic of this, that when God has given us a gift and we're growing in an area, the devil's always going to try and weasel his way in and corrupt what God is doing. And we want to take a look at this dynamic and how to respond to it and protect ourselves from this temptation.
Please do,
Wait,
and we're going to do it.
If God can't stop it, what chance do I fucking have? So if you're saying like God exists and is not able to stop the devil from doing this or allows the devil to do this, then what chance do I fucking have? It's like I have no chance if this is true.
God can give you strength to resist the devil, Scotty, but he's not going to just come in there.
Why didn't he just do it already? Because he knew the devil was going to do this.
Because free will,
in humility, Scotty. You need to come to God in all humbleness and say,
how do you have free will if he knows the devil is going to do it? The devil's not.
Devil's got free will too, Scotty.
Through this a 4-part format. We're going to name it, frame it, explain it, and then look at how we can respond to it with help from especially Our Lady and St. Francis. The devil is prowling like a roaring lion looking for someone to devour. And the devil is not creative. And so what he's always trying to do.
The devil is not creative? The devil seems like he'd be fucking extremely creative.
I feel like one of the fucking key attributes of the devil is he's pretty fucking creative. I don't know. Like, he seems like he's pretty creative to me.
Yeah, the devil is like one rung below God, but he's not at all creative. He's just like, he's very,
the devil, he's like,
very matter of fact.
He's like the second most powerful being in all of existence, but kind of a fucking dipshit, if we're honest.
He basically fools every talented person into working for him. So, fundamentally uncreative guy. It's like, what?
Yeah,
right.
Man, you're at war with yourself here, bro. This whole fucking religion thing is always just like its worst enemy is its own words.
Is to corrupt the good gift that God has given us, or to tempt us to take whatever the good gift we've received and to
sounds like a job that would require tons of guile and creativity and intelligence to do. You know what I mean? No.
It
No.
does sound like that.
Example par excellence would be with freedom. God has given us freedom, and so the devil's always trying to tempt us
to be slaves.
use our
You're
freedom
right.
from evil. And again, sort of the example above examples is going to be like the pro-choice movement, where it's the ultimate sort of mockery and undercutting of a good gift God has given us. So that's naming it. We'll explain it a little bit more in the third section.
Yeah, forget the material conditions of reality. Well, who is that?
I gave you the gift of this rape, baby. But I encourage you to have rights over your own body. I encourage you to make the decision that is best for you.
Fucking Jesus God.
Dude, I love you put it that way. It's like, I will give you freedom. And it's like, no! Not the devil!
Give me a break, bro. Bullshit.
Frame it. 1200s, St. Francis writes a rule, and he tells his brothers, the brothers are not to look down on those who eat fine food and wear dainty clothes, or who eat dainty food and wear fine clothes. Something like that. But St. Francis, either through
have that straight before you make the fucking video. It's fucking wear fine clothes and eat dainty food, or dainty clothes and fine food. I don't remember which one, but it doesn't matter.
Dude,
you know,
even this fucking jackass can't fucking be bothered to remember his own bullshit. It's like, you don't know your own bullshit, but I'm supposed to listen to it and give a fuck?
He's only a friar, Scotty.
Yeah. No,
he's only a Franciscan friar. You know what I mean? Like, you don't expect him to know the Bible?
Yeah. What does the Bible say? Like, I don't fucking know. The good teachings or some shit. All right.
Yeah, it's good stuff. It's nice.
Brothers, or through supernatural insight, he understood that the Franciscans were recipients of a particular gift, a charism of poverty.
Fucking LARPing bullshit, dude. What a fucking LARPer. Well, in my club,
the earthbenders cannot. You know
what is going on here? Who is this? What am I seeing? Why is this happening? What is this fucking shit?
What is this? Easter 2022, Chad
Oh my God,
some like
who?
religious shit.
Their best and fanciest.
Who the fuck is
ladies
this?
In their pretty dresses. I've seen some guys in some seersucker today. Come on, true Southern tradition. If I wore seersucker, somebody see me for the first time and be like, "Dude, Matlock has really let himself go." You know?
Oh no!
Is this a Christian comedy?
Yes, it is.
Is he doing comic stuff?
It's good, wholesome family comedy, y'all.
Is that Bubba the Love Sponge? I don't think so, but maybe.
Bubba the Love Sponge was a kicky motherfucker. I don't know. Maybe.
I'm wearing my linen today, and just so glad. By the way, I want to welcome all of our children that are here today. I promise you, I won't go long. So thank you for listening and helping not you, but the people around you to be still, okay, and very, very quiet.
You know what?
Awesome.
Joe Pesci to come hit this guy like he's
gonna
stuttering fuck, dude. And I'm saying that as someone that stutters. Like literally, like I just can't stand this guy.
He's horrible.
Preach for just a few minutes, and some of you don't think I can, but I do it every Easter. Hey, listen to me. I'm going to preach for about
Give me your
8 to
fucking
10
money.
minutes.
Dude, I'd rather that fucking sales pitch. Look, I can pretend I give a fuck about you, but I just need some more toys. I need another side-by-side, need a bigger boat. So let's just cut to the fucking chase here, people. You want to go, you want to eat all that food we got. It looks awful tasty. Look, everyone, just give me as much money as you're going to give me, and it better be a lot, because I know how much we made last year. You go ahead and put it into church, and then we all go eat that fucking fat-ass food and pretend this all matters. Like, let's just do that pitch. I'd rather that than this fucking Jesus or some bullshit. All right. Is everyone good with that worldview? Let's go on.
Let's go a little deeper in.
Of a God who demands a payment. And we may feel this way because we consider ourselves so righteous. But until we understand that Jesus took our wrath and paid the price for our sins, what Jesus did for us will make no sense. Let me give you this illustration.
Right.
Let's say my house catches on fire and all of our family gets out and we're out there on the lawn and all of a sudden one of my friends comes up, one of my neighbors goes, "Chad, I want to show you how much I love you." And he goes running into the house and he dies in the house. Do I feel like he loves me?
What?
No, I think he's a nut. Why would you go and do that? We're all out of the house, but let's say I'm trapped inside, and I can.
If you're trapped inside, bro, they ain't coming in for you.
Yeah, man, I love how listening to this stuff. It's just funny to me how these people labor with the fact that the basis of their religion is just like a fucking little. Worse than a fairy tale, just like unbelievable nonsense. And so like there's just like legions of grown-ass human beings that are making apologia for that shit. You know what I mean? That's their whole day is like, how do I overcome the obvious criticism that like the whole story that my religion's based on is fucking stupid, unbelievable tripe? Let's see. You know, it's like somebody jumping into a burning house after everybody already got out of it. You know what I mean? What? You fucking raving lunatic? No, I don't know what you mean.
If there is a good God, why does he allow evil and suffering? We've all wondered that, I think.
Checkmate, atheist. Oh, shit.
Let's see. Someone's going to.
There's so much suffering in the world.
Excellent question.
I had a question like that at the university, or at Michigan State University. In fact,
what do you mean a question like about that? You mean the number one easiest fucking, probably most common question used to debunk your fucking shitty regressive Bronze Age belief system?
Yeah,
like
one.
if we're supposed to be like have this God that's so wonderful, and it's just like a good shepherd shepherding his sheep away from all the damages and stuff, why is he burning us in so many fucking, like how many people burn to death every year? You know what I mean? Why is he drowning so many people every fucking year? Why is he committing so many people to live in abusive relationships where they're just taken advantage of over and over and over and over again? Like what? You know what I mean? What's the haps, Gramps? And you better have a good, yeah, there it is. Free will, but free will can't exist under you. See, that's the thing. So easy to challenge. Free will can't exist. Either God knew you before you were formed in your mother's womb. I think it's in Isaiah that he says that. I knew you, yea, I knew even before I formed thee in thy mother's womb. I knew ye. So either that's true.
Yeah.
Meaning that you have a fated path and you will become something. Whatever you do at the behest of God. Or there is no God. It's the only way you explain the existence of that shit.
Before
what the answer could be.
Before we ever got to the Q&A, that there was an atheist in the audience because he sat for the entire 2-hour presentation like this. And I had some pretty good jokes.
Because there's never any, dude, there's never an angry Christian in the world. You know what I mean? You never see a fucking wigged out, pissed off, Bible thumping angry person. You know what I mean? That's just a plain so against type in the world. Just kidding. That's everybody. Everybody that gets enough into your religion turns into a raving, book burning fucking lunatic, dude. I love this, like, you atheists, you can always tell an atheist in the room because they're the ones that have their arms crossed. It's like, what the fuck is this infantile shit?
I don't like it. It's Christian. I hate it.
So I knew that when the Q&A came up, that there was going to be some trouble. So I said, "Are there any questions?" And his hand shot up right away. I said, "Yes, sir." He said, "If there is a good God, why doesn't he stop all the evil in the world?"
Mm-hmm.
I said, "Sir, that is an excellent question. Maybe because if he did, he might start with you."
Oh!
Damn. You know what? I hate to say it, but just a mic drop, dude.
Holy shit, yeah!
The guy that challenged his beliefs in any way is evil.
That's a really good question, sir. Let me ask you this. If God did stop all the evil, wouldn't he start with a piece of fucking shit like you? It's like,
I looked that motherfucker right in the face and I said, "I'm rubber and you're glue. Whatever you say bounces off of me, it sticks to you."
And me. Because we do evil every day. You ever notice that? We're always complaining about somebody else doing evil. Why don't you stop him? Why don't you stop her? We never think of ourselves. If God wanted to stop all the evil in the world, he might start with us.
Yeah, he might.
And then I said...
Good point.
Yeah. I don't know.
Good point. Yeah, if your God existed and gave these commandments and expected the fucking human race to live by them, it's time for another flood, right?
Yeah.
Isn't that what he does when people live against his fucking commandments?
Oh, yeah.
So where's the flood?
He loves you, though, Paul.
Sir, we could talk about that for semesters in here. We don't have that time. I'd rather show you a 1 minute
I really don't have a good answer for it, so...
that will not be a complete answer, but will give you a doorway to an answer.
So we're going to watch a video.
So I'm going to show you the video now.
Wait. So I don't get an answer. It's like I get a fucking cock tease of an answer like, this is a doorway.
This is a plant, by the way. There's no way he has this all queued up and ready to fucking go.
Right.
Yeah,
I mean, yeah.
100%.
So he put somebody out in the audience to ask the stupid ringer question, and this is how he fucking... So, yeah. All right, dude.
So, if there is a God, why is there evil? It's a very interesting question. You asked me that. Look at my prepared speech, and then start playing my video. I already have.
Here's my PowerPoint. It's unexpected. I have a PowerPoint ready. Just
I happen to have a whole audio-visual presentation, including 10 pages of notes on that very question, queued up and ready to go.
Little pyro too, a light show, some dancers, backup dancers. Don't worry, but this is unexpected.
I showed him and then we'll go from there. You guys ready?
Yeah.
Okay, let's make sure I got the right.
Look at that crowd. There's like, yeah.
Bunch of fucking zombies. All right.
Yeah.
Video here.
Does God exist?
Are you ready? You got to pay
God
attention.
good?
There's a lot
If
going on in a
God,
minute 46.
why
Here we go.
evil?
Is God good?
Yeah.
If he is, why is there suffering
Yeah.
and evil?
I don't know.
Let's assume for the moment
yeah,
that
I'm
God
asking
is
myself that.
all-powerful. This means that God can do anything that is logically possible. So he can create galaxies and subatomic particles and
Well, beyond
rainforests
logically possible, just
and
anything.
healing. But God cannot do
That ain't me.
what is
Some
logically
dumbass baby.
impossible. He cannot make a square circle.
Why not?
Then he's not God.
It doesn't sound like God to me then.
Just sounds like a super powerful being or something that's probably malevolent. We should probably figure out how to blow it up.
Yeah, we should develop a weapon.
We should
to kill
assault
it.
this thing, dude. We should build a fucking God killer cannon and take this motherfucker out, man.
Can't even make a squared circle. Fuck this bitch.
Dude, put me at the head. I'll head up the secret program, Project God Killer, man. We'll make a giant cannon. We'll point it right at fucking Orion or some shit, and we'll knock that motherfucker out the sky.
Sick. So can God make a rock so big that he can't lift it? No.
Oh.
So what if, when God created human beings, he wanted them to be free? Freedom's a good thing, but if humans are to be free, they cannot be forced to obey God.
Yeah, he ran into this little conundrum. How do I be all-knowing and all-powerful, but simultaneously not at fault for any bad decisions anybody makes or any bad things that happen to people?
It's your
Give me a
fault.
fucking break.
Yeah, dude, it's the typical fucking thing. It's like we talk about climate change, when it's like, well, you as consumers need to recycle more and bicycle. You need to fucking, not use straws and all this bullshit.
So, like I said, it's just gonna be free will.
It's your
Free
your
will.
fault. God,
No,
but
it
God
turns out
loves
it
you.
says it's free will.
You know what,
shit.
Scotty? You're always pushing shit like recycling and shit, but what if the first thing that happens when they make a law about recycling is they recycle you?
Oh my God.
Oh shit! All right.
All Scotties must be put in the blue bin.
Fuck, dude.
They're up for recycling.
I'll save some of this religious garbage for the next time, but I did want to fucking show you this. I want to show you the most inscrutable tweet I think I've ever seen. So tell me if you can figure this fucking shit out. This is like a riddle to me. So here's what it says. The root cause of why seed oils came to dominate the modern kitchen. Seed oils are cheaper than animal fats. This is an inflation problem. Bitcoin fixes this.
I guess because Bitcoin is a decentralized currency that's not tied arbitrarily to the price of something like a pork belly or like seed oil or whatever the fuck is what he's trying to say. But I don't think Bitcoin necessarily fixes, like, what's wrong with, number one, what's wrong with seed oils?
He's a carnivore, so I guess this is one of these like
Sam-
carnist guys that's just like,
Oh,
I
he's mad.
I eat meat only.
Yeah, I don't eat. And I guess he's bitching that seed oils are now more widely available than animal fats like lard.
Yeah.
And shit like that.
So he's mad, and somehow Bitcoin is gonna make it better.
Oh yeah, because Bitcoin is not tied to the Federal Reserve and it's not controlled by these industries and stuff, and so like prices can normalize under a Bitcoin system. You know what I mean?
This highly volatile asset is going to solve all inflation problems. What about deflation? What about when, like, hey, in my mind, Bitcoin is worth this much. You know what? I'm in a panic, and I don't think it's worth that much. I want to sell all my Bitcoin.
A currency notorious for its like wild, insane fluctuations in price is going to fix inflation.
Yeah, that doesn't solve economic problems.
And
for
I
people.
still don't even see how the fuck it even relates to goddamn
Dude.
seed oil, but whatever.
I don't know a fucking thing about this account. I've never seen a tweet from this account other than this one that I can remember. But I can guarantee you 100% that this person watches Joe Rogan.
You're probably right.
Just looking at they have way too many fucking signs of Rogan viewership. There's no fucking way, bro.
We can look up his account and see.
Let's see. I'll look it up.
Yeah, look it up and see if he follows Joe Rogan, bro. I will shit my pants if he doesn't follow Joe Rogan.
Does he
All right,
follow
he follows
Joe Rogan?
174 accounts. Okay. We're gonna see.
Yep.
We're gonna see if
Is the
Rogan's
Joe Rogan
lying.
experience on there?
I'm finding out now. I'm gonna fucking find this out. Oops. 174 follow. 174. All right, let's see. Wish I could look at this in order of like how many people are following each thing.
Basically,
Let's
prominence.
see.
Yeah, do you have a
I wish there
prominence
was like
order?
a way to do that, but it doesn't seem like there is. So whatever. Let's see. Who do I recognize on this guy's follow list? I guess I can look for check. Joe Rogan's probably check marked on Twitter, right? He does follow Jordan Peterson, so I see that.
Oh shit,
Oh, that's
Peterson!
one-
Oh, the first fucking.
Well, I mean, like
Oh.
Peterson's daughter is like one of the big fucking proponents of this carnist shit, so that makes sense.
That's a rung on the ladder, man. That's a rung on the Joe Rogan
We
ladder.
have a
right there.
Peterson hit.
We have a confirmed Peterson follow.
He follows an account called Seed Oil Free Restaurants, so that's cool. I'm keep going. Let's see.
Of the niche things that
I don't
people
see
just
Joe
decide they're
Rogan yet.
into. Oh shit!
Oh, there he is. There he is.
Ah! Yep, you called it.
Had a
There he
feeling.
is. He's in there.
Joe Rogan experience.
Guaranteed. I mean, like you just tell by the tweet. Dude, if you had to make a bet and your life was at stake, does this person follow Joe Rogan? And
Yes.
that tweet is the only thing that you got. You're going to say yes every time.
Do you know who else he follows?
Who?
Zuby.
Oh,
Zuby.
God.
Remember
Of course
Zuby?
he follows Zuby.
Rapper,
Really?
author, podcaster,
Dude.
public speaker, coach.
Once
Yeah.
again, my britches remain clean as a whistle.
My britches are shit as fuck. I
I
shit my
know.
britches real bad earlier. But I
Did
came
you
back
really?
and I stewed in it for you guys because I love you.
Man, that is fucking, that's great.
dedication
TJ.
right there.
What a guy.
I know, right? I think that's enough torture for today. So
You just I've had enough.
yeah, I know. I feel like I've put in
I've had
my
enough. I'm good.
prerequisite
I'm
amount of
good now.
suffering for you guys. Hope you enjoyed watching us suffer. I know some of you guys kind of suffered too, seeing some of this shit. Someone even asked at one point, like, is this to make you guys suffer or us? I'm like, both.
No, it's neither, dude. I will tell you this.
Mm-hmm.
There will never be a more accurate thumbnail for an onion nuggets other than this one. Like this one is truly, it's truly is without any kind of malice. It's just an agent of suffering. That's you know
true.
what I mean?
Yeah.
It serves suffering as a concept above all things, and that's what it's about, I guess.
Yeah. Well, it did come
Want
from
us
my
to
brain,
suffer.
so I don't know.
I mean, TJ's looking at Pinhead right now. Like TJ's like, isn't hell supposed to be cool? It's like, this is your hell, TJ.
Yeah, I was just like, I was trying to think of a fucking thumbnail idea that I hadn't done before. I was like, how about fucking someone holding the lament configuration, but instead it's an onion? So that was, I don't know.
I mean, then
Oh,
you
yeah.
gotta put Pinhead. I mean, you gotta put Pinhead.
And then I don't know, I put him in a fucking pixel art background for some damn reason. I don't know why, but
I don't know why
Yeah.
you did that either, TJ.
well, it's because the original picture does not have enough background to fit a thumbnail.
It
but
looks
was
kind of cool though.
It was blue, and I just typed in blue dungeon, and then I saw that, and I was like, that might look kind of cool, and it did. So I went with
Yeah,
it.
it looks neat. It's centered neat.
Yeah. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed. See you next time for more onion nuggety fucking goodness.
Nuggets.
Peace.
Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here.
Nuggets.